winners.
Hello. Bring me my bow of burning gold. Bring me my arrows of Hold on. Bring me my spear. Oh, clouds unfold. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Nor shall my sword sleep in my hand till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land. Oh, we get to see LEV Summit. Let's see it. Oh, imagine your glyph. You go from gentle mate, you have a great start to the year, you go to the first Masters, everything's looking good. Your play starts to fall off a bit. You get replaced. Oh, but don't worry, you got an opportunity. Envy, back in Tier 1 Americas. Let's fucking go. Ah, shit. Your team's shit. Oh, look, mates actually look like they're back. Hello, Wes. Also, if you... who was it yesterday who subbed after I ended the stream? Hold on, I'm going to go back and find you. And hopefully you're here. Who was it? It was like, because someone subbed and said end the stream. But then I did. Where was it? Today. Wild Souls. I don't know if you're here, Wild Souls, but thank you for the sub. You got rid of the guy who fucking told me to end the stream? No, bring them back. I'm on their side. MIBR will win. Are we about to watch the VCT equivalent of a nuclear warhead versus a baby with cancer?
Start brought to you by Samsung OLED.
I mean, we'll find out.
Here with Envy versus Leviathan.
Envy allowed to start on the defensive side where they tend to be extremely strong. See, that is a bit of a risk out of Envy.
Extreme might be a bit much from you.
Yeah, big stack on ramp for LEV.
Or does she means LEV? Did you say LEV? Maybe
for now, not showing any audio or any utility. That'll bring LEV to work back into mid where they hear this dog.
Level 1 rat versus literally God.
Fight players if anyone was in fact behind the dog.
For some reason the game sound is either gone or extremely low.
Into that A site, quickly
Do not blame me.
And keep your eyes on Kesnet. Jumping up towards heaven. He's got a little pocket to play in for the time being. And
well, it's a classic A retake.
Not found him yet.
Okay, it's back.
Could be some problems. He pops through the smoke, but he's got to make a decision quickly as it fades away. Chooses to stick around, and he's going to regret it. King was ready, waiting for it. Now Leviathan can work into the site.
Envy have basically no space. The only respite really is Glyph, but he's on a very late backstab through main.
He'll have to be important, especially now that Demon 1 has been chunked at. And blows just takes Glyph's head off.
On site.
I thought Glyph had the timing, but it's Leviathan that have caught everyone out. They fall like dominoes. A major thud as Leviathan take a few points of damage, and that's it.
I really would have liked to see a little bit more investment from Envy into helping Kesnet in this heaven position. He had such a strong spot there. If there could have been any piece of util
start with a flawless A retake.
Forward, but
this is the thing as well, the Paper X, I think. They're playing against DRX if you didn't watch them earlier today.
Suddenly, it is the
and
Leviathan dream.
We're playing Breeze, and that's a map the Paper X have struggled with before, but they just kept winning A retakes on Breeze.
Kesnet dropped so early, like you're saying.
And
you're just kind of sitting around on the site.
A map is so easy if you just know you can retake a site all the time. Imagine only needing to defend this.
By the time he was back in main.
Imagine not ever having to worry about this.
Envy can dwell
That's crazy,
on
isn't
the
it?
past of
It's
that
actually
pistol round
crazy
or
to just
start
never worry
look
about this.
forward,
And Paper
but
Rex was somewhat
5
doing the same
classics
on
in the
Breeze. It's like
inventory.
they could afford to
Maybe looking
force
for
stack
an orb
mid and
and
B,
plant is the best
and
they
just like
can
have
find.
someone play pretty
Still
deep
hard to
backside.
break into this B site though, because you have the one-way smoke that Neon can drop and actually go for a little bit of spam on top of it. Guess Kesnet is happy to take the orb and get out of there.
It is really fun to watch this LEV team getting to
What
see
happened to
Neon
Heretics
flex
today?
around. It's impressive that he's
Heretics.
just as good when he's playing on the controller role as when he's on his more traditional.
I mean, they were
offing
just
agents,
getting
be that the
diffed in
duelist
every
or the
single
chamber.
form of the game, to be
Such
honest. It was just a
consistent guy coming
full-on
back from London, where he was the MVP of that
just
tournament. His stats so far in Americas have been
1 to 5
just as good.
aim
looking over
diff,
regionally as
ideas diff. KC looked very
walked
good,
down
it
this
must be
B
said.
side,
Like,
still has
don't
his
think like,
paranoia.
oh, you know, there was a
Easy
scam
stall
win or
there.
something.
You
Like,
have
no,
some
KC
flames
were
that could
very
be
good.
thrown down as well, while Envy gets separated jumping into the site. Neon
I think what
will
impresses
fall.
me most with KC is
The rest of Leviathan are here, and that is a judge in
they always
Spike's
looked in
hands.
control. You know what I mean? They
Another
never,
for the young star.
or very rarely did it
Well,
seem
Envy
like
have gotten their
anything was
first
done
kill on the
without
board
a clear intention
that
or
round.
purpose.
We take those.
Yeah.
We can build upon that.
And Heretics.
Something better ahead, especially once they can get some rifles in their hand.
But
See what they can do.
Yeah, this is where
Oh,
I
very
do
good.
want to see what the
was the
approach
first
is.
game
A
today?
lot of teams have
Oh, yeah,
tried to
Navi
take
versus
LEV
BBL.
on this map. A lot of teams have
I
failed
think
so far.
BBL,
I think the most common ideas you see is
Haven.
teams trying to fight heavy for a ramp or going into
Floppy.
early mid ideas and then late pivoting sites. I think the key is always trying to
Retake
deny
all
them
the
heaven
time.
control, because on both sides of the map, LEV is so good at playing retake from those heaven angles.
Well, I wonder how Envy
sunset.
rather could work on the lurks on this map, because they're playing
so
the most
confused.
old school comp you could possibly get, right?
Rushing.
Double smokes with the Viper and the Cypher.
Oops, bad.
Both the cages
Bad
and the
flying
Viper will
modes.
make lurking a very
Lurking,
effective
remember what
option
happened
if
in
you
the
can work around the utility timings of Blows' fade.
But this time, it's going to be everyone grouped up together towards A. Blows on his classic angle.
Oh, that is a nice seize, and Kesnet completely caught out. Good spam
the
out of
second game?
Glyph, but
Second
now
game
with
is Heretics,
Spike
I see.
upgrading into the Vandal on site, that could be a problem. No support though. He'll have to do it on his own. Osato trading out even in a nice timing around the corner. Spike is just doing a number on this Envy squad. And now with Demon 1 out in the open, trying to retreat back behind the cover of darkness. Rossi will stick around in main.
I think Neon saw his head go back, so that's going to preempt this rotate for Spike to go all the way towards B. But Rossi
long does
just
he wait?
freezing, looking to repush in.
How does Rossi want to play this? That's the question. There's not a lot of time hunting
For
for
a kill.
kills. About
he
to
might find one
be
if he goes
lost
the
as
other
an
way.
option. And he doesn't really have the util to play around on site either.
Oh, he's gonna get a kill.
15 seconds now as he
There
jumps
is
into
no
fence.
way.
He's the one. He goes right past Neon. Neon didn't see him. And now Neon trying to make a dash away. That kill was
my
critical.
God.
And with just 10 seconds left on the clock, Rossi has the time to get into the site. Needs to put that spike
should be
down
sticking together
onto the
now.
ground. Now into the one-on-one.
It is a Looney Tunes round for Rossi, but now still a one-on-one to
Sardak has a
play.
minus
Has no idea where Spike could be
0.5
coming from.
ppg, and Kesnet has a
Has to
0
respect every
ppg. America's is
approach.
rough.
And now he spots him. But it's too little too late. Spike will collect on this third round and start this snowball off strong.
That is one of the silliest interactions that I've seen in a while. Just both players dropping into vents up and down on each other.
Yeah, because Neon for sure didn't see Rossi, and
No.
Rossi only barely saw the shoulder. See that one more time here.
Here it is.
Oh, because Neon turns at the same time to find the rope as the drop comes in.
And he's also doing the
game could have been a
silent roll
carrier
where he's
pigeon.
grabbing the rope at the bottom, so they're both just passing by
I wouldn't
each
really
other.
worry about this one, to be honest.
Oh,
Well, that would have been a tragic round to lose, I think, if you're Neon, but luckily Neon's got his back. By the way, Spike 6-0 right now after the first 3.
I do have to look earlier in that round and critique some of the execution from Envy. You saw it. Kesnet
Oh, Mimi,
satcheling
just give him a
through that
break.
orb,
Give
through
him
that
a
molly
break.
Before anyone else could do anything. There
They know
was a
they're here to
sizzling
get
melee,
slaughtered.
But still, they end up so
You know they're here to
disconnected,
get
and even in the
slaughtered.
second layer, it's just the Omen pushing through. These
They
are the
signed 2
pieces of
controllers
coordination
as
of
their
playing
roster
together
moves.
that I think has
And
made
then
Envy's stage
don't even
two
have one of them
so
on control.
bad so far. We need to see them more on the same page, especially around Kesnet's
Who wins
guys
champs?
on the attack sides.
Which isn't easy with the way that Leviathan play their defense. With the amount of stall tools they have, you just saw them there as King is going to land the collat. Easy peasy for him. 4 and very nearly the ace. That's a round win for Lev, but What I was talking about is how much utility Leviathan's comp
Saying
has to
heretics
stall
after today is
chokes, whether
bold.
in mid right there you have a Viper Orb,
Yep.
Snake Bites. You've got Sato rotating between either throwing out of B Heaven onto the B site or mid his own flames.
KC? I mean, KC with the way they're looking
Just
actually could
sees
qualify
the
for
last
champ.
round, so
Like,
it becomes very
legit.
difficult unless you
That would be
bleed out
good
that
for if they do
utility
play
early in
them.
rounds to
I'm
actually run
hoping
your
that
hard
is the
execs.
case.
And
I'm
what
hoping
you're
KC
saying
do
about
that.
it, it's mad about losing his ace there, but it seems easy to deal with blows. He's one man, he sits Raptors literally every round. How hard could it be? But his timing on the C's, the lineups that he has to spam in main make him a nightmare to deal with.
And so
So just
Envy,
got Sato
back
going
to
off
guns
noise
and
here.
back to a
It's a full
1-3-1.
1-3-1.
We've already pulled out the Snake Bite in mid and all the gas that King has left. So some progress made already, but Leviathan have changed their plan.
Okay, the
They're playing
early take
very
mid.
light around the mid space, seeding that in its entirety.
I've guessed correctly
It's a
which side they're
three-player
going.
lean towards the B site. King on an off angle.
That's a nasty one too. So many of these tight lines that the defense can't hold as Envy walks straight in to Asato,
try
and
and-
that's Asato with the run it back even. So he's going to be charging full steam ahead. See if he can clear
Send
out
Kesnet
Mail
at him.
before snapping back to the feather.
Kesnet is just a sacrificial lamb
Blows
again.
again.
On the other
Classic.
side, down goes the Lurker, and suddenly 3-on-5 for Envy.
That's the thing, his team made so much
I
presence
think we
up in
might.
B-Heaven,
I
you
mean,
wanna
we were
activate
already at the
Lurk, but
point where you should
Leviathan's
just be banning this
protocols
map against
are
Lev, I
just
think, but
locked in. Not giving the
I don't know.
opportunities
Maybe one day teams will
to
learn.
take away spaces.
Maybe one day teams will learn, like,
Neon
huh,
quick on the
this game is
adjustments.
battering everyone on this map for a reason.
Will deflect two players that have absolutely no idea
Maybe
what
we
just
don't
happened.
have the answers.
No one got shot on left that round. It was perfect. And I feel
I'd be
like
happy
these
if
envy
Foot
issues
won or sad
keep
because
coming
I'd have to
back to
oil
when
up.
they're
No, I'd be very
going
happy.
for these exec rounds. It's
Everyone
just
would
not
watch
quite
the
on
oil
same
up
page.
thing.
Everyone else runs back. Kesnet pushes
Who wouldn't?
forward to
You know,
try
it's
and punish the
interesting.
ult.
Nick was talking to
He
me about
dies.
how
no one's there to trade.
Rizzing Man.
And
He
the
saw
team tries to
Rizzing
make
Man's
these
Skibbity
individual
comment
plays to
on
recover
like
from
a
that opening.
random Northern
Timeout
Lion
called.
thing,
I mean,
and,
this is
and
just
like
a tough
it was
start,
just
right?
like an
Five.
actual Rizzing Man's Skibbity spotted in the wild. Which teams have the most dominant maps over a stage? I mean, over a stage, the most dominant map over a stage is an interesting one. I mean, back in the day, Ascend 2020 and 2021, I think, were 18-1 on Bind. I think. It was something like that.
Blows really is too big of a problem. Maybe using some of that smoke utility on the B site to deal
Fnatic
with
Lotus
Neon
2023,
be
EG
a way through.
Fracture.
Well, Lev think that Blows is going to get
Sen
some
Split was
pressure,
pretty
so
good,
they
but
set
maybe not
three
that
strong
kind of
towards
level.
A
But
to
they were
fight
pretty
this
good at
space.
Split in 24. Gambit Icebox.
Quick little reaction play.
But yeah,
Unless they wanna
Ascend-
flash through this.
The thing is, you don't even play that many games these
Finds
days.
nothing.
Maybe in the
The
future you
flash
will.
send
Maybe
Demon
next year
One
you will.
back
But
and spiking out, laying down the stun. Demon One
these
has nowhere
days
to
you just
go.
don't even play
He's
that many
playing too
games to
far
play
up
that
and
many.
left
But
on
I
it.
think it
they're
was
out of it.
something like
Already
18
running
and
back
1.
into sight. Leviathan take their kill, and they hold on to the advantage.
Whoa, that's an omen ult. Knight's reading, I think, that Leviathan retreated back up ramp, and he might have a free A site.
Still, it's going to be a 5-on-4 A retake for Lev. And we have to get some additional bit
And
of
they literally
space.
just did the
They
most
have to pressure Lev somehow.
Basic
If they
things
just
ever,
let them
really.
retake,
They would just
they
play
will
the
lose this round.
fucking
Well,
Viper
Rossi is
Sage
gonna
comp
unlock
and
the
just used to
Viper's
wall
pit
up A.
with
They
the
just used to run up A
Maybe they
short,
can work
wall
around
up, and
that
then
with
just win
some
every
screens
round.
control. See how much
No one
Kesnet
unanswered.
can do on the other side. Already exchanging fire with Leviathan.
We got no one covering him.
TP up from Knights
Oh,
is
he's on a
excellent.
perfect
up in
timing,
it.
though.
And
Holy.
so is the rest of Envy. This forward fight paying off. But Spike has gotten behind enemy lines now.
No
Tries
one's
to
on
equalize. It's the flash. Hits
No
on
idea right
Sato.
now.
Threading the needle. Around into elbow. It's a one-on-one now.
Planet for him.
Sato's got the
Plan's
chance. And with the wall up, Kesnet has to run
Oh, he
in.
timed it wrong.
And
Doesn't
Sato reads it. This round belongs to him. Just when you think Envy've done everything right, Leviathan's prowess comes up to play.
That round was a 4-on-2. Far and away the best chance they had, but a Red Bull clutch from Sato steals it away.
That just hurts, right? Because I think both Kesnet and Knights especially did everything they needed. It's solo
2K.
plays, but it's beautiful.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
And yeah,
that
as I
meant
said,
there
like
wasn't
Sato
really the
even
support
like
on site
slightly
for the
went a bit
Viper's
early.
pit.
Obviously, he doesn't know that,
Also just
but
got run down.
And I think Kesnet read that player was going to be flanking back through main, tried to go for
what do
the
you even
wrap
say?
instead.
What do you even do?
But
Right,
that ends up
they
being a
have
mystery. And when
Seeker's
you commit
Razor.
to a
This
play
is
like
the round
that,
they have to
with it
win.
not planted open, there's such a risk. You have so much pressure put on yourself to have to make the play.
Leviathan looking to bully in mid as well now. You can see just the last 2 rounds, they've started playing a lot more forward, a lot more aggressive, popping out from behind enemy smokes. This time, no dice on a kill. But Demon 1 may be looking to catch a timing here. He has made the cross into
call
ramp,
them
now
back.
calls Envy back in.
Blows, though, knows what space has
Pushing
been
mid.
ceded to Envy. Willing to just bide his time, going back and forth as his teammates get proactive elsewhere in mid.
And LEV's A retakes have looked so good that they might just be happy to let this one happen. Quick rotates over. Now the showstopper plucked out of the sky. Another 5-on-4 for Envy. And another forward look as Knights tries to catch Neon with that smoke in hand. He's got to get him quickly. And he delivers. The rest of Envy have continued this push into screens. This is where they found that success in the previous round. And you see the pressure on Leviathan as they've gone back into ramps. Now Spike into the site, and yet again he's lethal with it, but this time Envy have found those kills.
They didn't get
And Demon
13-0,
One
let's
all the way from
go!
behind have finally shown a round win for Envy.
The critical moment of that round is actually getting the kill CT. Neon got caught with his util, juggling in and out. They pick up that pick, they hold on to that forward space, and that allows, despite the fact that they were in a man's disadvantage off of that rocket, Envy to have space to fall back into as the retake came in.
You can't be ripping the finally after 0-6. That is brutal. But I think for me, I'm just
Kesnet Outlaw, he understands, he understands.
Back-to-back
They've done some
rounds.
anti. Let's
Those
go,
forward
hold
fights have
on.
looked very nice, and the attack Outlaw purchase, reading 5 light armors on Envy's side.
Look at this.
Another pop play out from that smoke, and this time, Envy dropped like flies. Knights trying to make it out of there, pushing back in, even through the pain of the blind.
Well,
Demon 1 has much left to do.
As soon as you think Envy is just showing you the retake plays, they give you a set strat. And they're even aware of these little explodes, locks it down.
why on earth did they
7-1
pick
to
attack
LEV.
side with this
I mean,
comp?
Blows has just owned Demon 1 on this side of the map. Full read of the lurks he's
Why are
going
they doing the
for.
Viper setup on A?
Yeah, if you want to learn
They're
how to
playing
be a
Cypher.
good position player on split, if you want to learn how to be an A anchor, I don't think there's anyone better to watch than Blows.
Why not
The
put
way
your
he
Viper wall on B if
balances,
you have side?
not having anyone else with him, getting spam kills in main, the value he's getting with each piece of his utility. He's so incredible on this map.
Meanwhile, Leviathan just ran the entire playbook. Oh, let's pop out of the A smoke. Okay, next round we'll pop out of the B smoke, or the mid smoke, then the B. Gone all the way around the world.
Look, 28-0. I mean,
Almost effective.
28-0 would have been impressive.
Now back to basics.
Yeah,
with
why
Envy on
do
pistols.
this every round? You have a Cypher who can just throw cages here anyway.
And again,
If
Lev,
you're not gonna like
I'm
consistently,
not going for one of the same proactive plays.
like, you know,
Instead,
they're not playing at like
just
a
holding
super
their
slow
space,
tempo
a
where it's
heaven.
like constantly up and down. But you can like create some pressure B here.
would have liked to see Envy try and put some
Still have
emphasis on getting orbs
Mesa.
online in this round. Get Kesnet closer to maybe a second showstopper in the half.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's going to get one. Miles away here with only a few more rounds left to play. And King on yet another of these off angles. This time the Phoenix flash ready to go around the corner. It's a nice little 1-2 punch. And Envy have instantly been slowed down, choosing to leave Demon 1 up in heaven while the rest of the team pivots back into mid.
But again, Envy prepared for this one. They still have knowledge that main is clear. A very well-timed haunt there. And it's this off angle from the Neon.
Oh,
deep
yeah.
on ramp, ready to lock it down with blows.
no.
And the
Bro, what
C's
are we
too.
doing?
All these players caught out.
Fuck did that?
You just can't go anywhere. It's not just the players holding, but I think the utility ideas from Leviathan, having a couple of little tandem plays. Two players B heaven, two players over on A. Ready to punish with the utility and instantly pounce on their prey. That'll be a flawless anti-eco out of LEV.
Another tough one.
Could be a
And
fast
another
one.
first
Could be a
death
fast
for
one
Kesnet.
here.
I think that when you're looking at the struggles of Envy in this stage, they're really reflected in his individual performance. Right now, he's having the worst stage of his career. You look at kind of all-time struggle teams. Think of, for example, a player like Orango from Furia. You remember him?
Yep, I do.
Yeah. Kesnet has 0.14 lower rating than him right now. It's a guy who in the past has been topping the charts
Holy
in stages, who has been a superstar.
I did not know that.
It's tough for him to play.
Why is me bringing up
in a lot of these
Orango?
games.
Why are we bringing up Orango?
That tip of the spear going down. I think especially like, even with the Envy's comp here, just not a lot of support for him to
What
work
did,
with when
what
he's
did
diving
bro
in.
do to deserve that?
Hasn't had that system to set him up like he did on crew. This is the start to a round, though. Another TP into an open A site from Knights.
And I like this read. I think these Omen ults are very clear.
He's so good
Anti
at it, man.
from Envy.
It's insane every
They
time.
know Leviathan don't like to play on this A site. A lot of liberty to go ahead and do that for themselves. While Sato is going to work in behind the Nightfall. Ready to run it back, but he's just going to have 1 second to land a kill, and it's not going to be there. On the other side, though, the rest of Leviathan have shown up to the party. Envy a little bit scattered for now as the smokes go down. Cliff just narrowly staying alive, but the rest of LEV are here. And it is just
blood
lights
from
out
LEV.
from them.
Lev's handling of that team fight was so excellent. All of the smokes were dropping simultaneously. They had 3 different angles they had
Bless
to fight
me.
from, but you saw full trust in
Sorry, I'm
every one of
allergic
their
to
players
stomps. That's why I've
as
been going
what
to
their
bed early
teammate was
when watching
holding.
Americas.
Whether it was Spike sliding towards site, trusting that his teammate was full watching main for him, or later on the same idea with Sato too. Just really beautiful stuff from this LEV squad. It has now been months, it has now been game after game after game.
Oh,
But
man.
their protocols on split are still just
Is
elite.
Envy worse than Pacific?
Doesn't matter if you know their tendencies. Leviathan are just that
Pacific
good.
have like a good map in them.
You've tried to mix things up a little bit here with the
You know, they're not
forward
good, but
TP out of Knights. I think Knights has been by far and away
like
the
they can
most
give people a game.
creative and impactful player on Envy so far, but still hasn't amounted to much for them. And as LEV just stall things out with another phase of utility. And there's been no forward progress out of Envy.
No.
Knights has now used both his teleports to get out of there.
Look at the angles elsewhere on the map too. King is
Oh,
posted in mid,
Yep.
Neon is posted in main. You have nowhere to go.
Yeah, I don't know if Leviathan had actually been able to count and see all 5 players, because it seems pretty apparent Leviathan felt completely free to take that forward space. Only now that it's gone quiet, they doubled up back into mid. Just waiting
have a
to
better
see if
split
it was
than
going to
Envy.
be a quick
for sure.
pivot up into B heaven. Instead, it will be
Pacific
Neon
split is actually
to
probably
greet
like
these 5 members
top half EME.
over on B main. He lets them off with a warning at the start. Says, I'll take it easy on you, but you guys better not keep coming into me. That's just a fool's errand, especially now that Sato is here. Continues to bring the heat. Double digits now already in the first half for LEV.
Hey,
Yeah, nice
let's go
macro
to
there
map
from LEV.
2. At least we get to see LEV
Immediately
Summit.
realizing the space they have on the map, being quick on
I
the
look like
rotates,
Theon
and
Greyjoy.
locking it down very easily.
I do not think I look like Theon Greyjoy.
Neon again in a position as a solo anchor, finding success on Kesnet.
I think this might be the
I
safest.
feel bad for Kesnet. Like you're satching into a
sacrifice
site
of all
with
time.
a sky flash.
I'm gonna be honest.
Just
Yep.
popped out of the smoke. That's all they have. And
It's like every round he's being asked to do that.
yeah, and it's like with this comp from Envy, they don't want to be running hard execs. You want to be able to work the map,
You
work
can be a
extremities,
Venomous if
get
you
lurks
want.
going. It's the whole point of having all the smokes, but I don't think they have the confidence on their lurkers right now with the way that LEV's anchors have been working.
This round started double up for Leviathan on both King and Neon.
Yeah, try to lurk against that. You're not
fun.
gonna have much fun.
Blows. Same thing. Demon 1 might have a timing to get past here.
First time Demon 1 has been able to slip the net. And he has caught a very nice timing. He can stab King in the back here, completely open up mid. And that would be major pressure, depending on which side Envy tried to split back into.
Come on, bro. You know that no one's in main
But
now.
with Demon 1 lurking
Oh,
through
Okay.
this space, do you read blows in this angle?
That'll be tough. And this is a nasty angle, and Leviathan have already rotated over, so Envy still trying to mix things up now. Showstopper into the B site. All three players back in spawn as Demon 1 will drop on the opposite side. And the fuse nearly times out. Neon gifts that one over to Kesnet. A numbers up post plant now for Envy.
But they're here quick. Spike ready to rip into this site.
Here we go, the fight up into heaven. Every player pinged out, and now Blows stuck into the clutch. Kesnet's upgraded into the op on the other side. And will take down Blows. A little sign of life here at the end for Envy. Finally getting that lurk online and playing a strong post.
Yeah, it was nicely played by Demon 1. He does end up falling, but he got the macro advantage for his team that they had been lacking this entire half. Pretty rare you see a player able to slip by Blows when he's solo anchoring that site. And with that timer just ticking down, it's Kesnet.
Stabilize.
Nice 3
from Leviathan. We got more action after the break.
Stabilizing. Stabilizing. Guys, chill. Stabilizing. I mean, you're missing a banger of a game. You're missing actually the best game of all time. Did you know that?
You wanna take a guess what America's player has played the most agents this year?
Is it Demon 1? That would be my guess. For fuck's sake, internet, what are you doing? Hopefully it'll fix. It's Demon 1? That's crazy. No, it's not. It's not for any of it.
Is VFL happening for play-ins? Also, how is it working for playoffs if it's on?
Like, what is going on? Hold on, let me check. Like, Nick. Hold on.
Well, Sato's saying if he had to pivot to a different role, it would be unemployment. Good news, Phoenix alive and well.
Yep.
He's triple positive on the first half. I think that his career prospects are looking good.
Unless Riot Games decide no more Phoenix, and then he's gonna have to come up with some other plans. But for now, he's all good. He's looking fantastic out there today.
McDonald's or I don't know.
KO.
KO. Yeah.
Clove.
Clove.
Anyone with a revive. That'll do the trick for Sato.
I don't know about Clove.
No, you don't think so? I think Sato would be one of the people I
mean,
would
again,
be
I
confident
wouldn't worry too much.
rocking
You're
the
not
Clove.
missing much.
Just run in there and shoot people. I don't know. Well, right now they've just walked into the B site.
Yeah, it's free.
Huh, okay.
Fear not.
How long do they keep walking? Because right now Kesnet thinks he's holding B, but there's 3 players past him. Okay.
They get king in mid though.
Oh no, and they're still marching
must
back
be
in the
away.
spot.
fuck,
They've got
what is
numbers,
going
but
on?
I'm not sure how good Kesnet's going to feel about this. Quick 1-for-1, and Demon 1 returning fire there.
I mean, it might even be the weather, to be honest.
Major numbers now.
There's extremely heavy
Just gotta
rain
win a
right now.
4-on-2 retake now.
Right.
Well, last half.
You're just going to have to deal with a shit bit rate for the rest of the...
Proved a
Oh my god.
challenge
It's
for
really
Envy. This time, though, sticking together, pack mentality. And Neon fires the paranoia the wrong way. The flash catches him entirely. That's a 3-piece out of Glyph, and a pistol round for Envy to start the second half.
Very nice. It was pretty sketchy, honestly, with
Okay, you're just going to have to deal with a shit bit rate for the rest of the map. I will try and fix it after the map, but I can't be bothered right now.
Finds a punish onto King.
Nice! Let's go, guys! We got this! Come on, guys!
Last time these
You're all
teams
like,
played, it was
oh,
a
I missed the
double
days when
13-4
TMB lived in the closet and had
for Leviathan.
intermittent internet.
Envy trying to do a little better than that
I got bad
today.
internet, and then you're
He's
all
looking to tie
complaining.
it as
Pick a side.
Lev.
How often do you see the
Only pistol.
quad
Someday you'll be
bulldog,
nostalgic for
quad
the
dog?
drops.
The quad dog.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
It stopped raining heavy,
A rarity
and it seems
from Envy.
better, to be honest.
Coming out with some interesting ideas. But Leviathan, this is kind of what I was talking about last half, where I wanted to see from Envy do some of these pop smokes. Sees a lot of space on the B site. This time, hold on. No, that bandit cannot be getting 2 kills there. There's no way it's a 2-on-2 right now. A gun to be retrieved back site.
Rossi's
Rossi
going alone, too.
Yeah, but he can't afford to let these players get guns. I think it's almost a necessity, and King didn't have his rifle out.
Didn't pick up the
Steady
bulldog,
hands from Rossi.
I was not nervous at all. Don't worry.
I was. Can I admit that?
Yeah, you can admit that.
Mimi is literally curled up in a ball.
My video is not
going to
be how did MIBR
She was
destroy
absolutely
Fury.
concerned.
I will not be
convinced they
making a
were
video
losing
about
that
MIBR
round.
destroying Fury
After the
unless
Bulldog
they
fell
win
inside after
26-0.
Rossi's trying to make the play alone. But luckily, the IGL for Envy manages to shore it up. The steady hands.
Caught a break there with King switching over to the rifle.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Well, they've already got
That
4
said,
rounds, so if
with
they win a
Envy
single
losing
round on
3
Summit, they've
players,
already
those 4 Bulldogs and a Spectre have
It's now the
they
double
won't
dog.
tie that
Yeah.
record.
not
I
nearly
asked
as
who would win
threatening,
more rounds, Envy or Heretics today,
especially
and a
when
lot of
Envy
people
just
said
continue
Heretics.
to give up the B site.
You were
Leviathan,
probably
like,
wrong.
are assuming it's almost a trap play with how
No, I'm probably
going
gonna
to
make the video about Fnatic. I think
on
tomorrow.
that side of the map.
This is a weird round, though. They've double walked down into sewers at the very beginning.
Which actually,
no.
in
It's like,
between the
where the
games,
hell
I'm
did
going to
that
watch
guy come from?
some of the Fnatic.
I was hoping for the
Which
A-main
map was
push,
worse
not
from
the sewers
Fnatic?
push.
What should I
Seems
make
like
the video
first
about?
player to activate on the lurks in these rounds has been the one to drop. In the pistol, it was King. Here, King gets the better of Rossi.
And welcome to
Lotus?
Leviathan.
Okay.
We're up 5-on-3.
We'll take a
We
look at
hold.
Lotus in
Yeah,
between,
we
because
hold-
I
mean,
actually
they've just been holding
haven't seen the
whole
game
round,
yet,
and
but
Envy have just
so I
continued
know that
walking
they got
at
bad.
99%.
Fnatic, get
Stop
battered
right before
everywhere
get
they
the
go. Envy
tough
actually
to
pushed
push
mid at the
Envy.
start of the round,
It's
and look
not
at where they
done.
died.
Don't think it would work.
They had a chance.
Leviathan's protocol is pretty solid. Once they have numbers up
Just for some
situations,
reason, I
honestly,
don't
just
know
on
why.
anti-ecos in general.
Yep.
No one ever tucks in this corner.
They're going to go back towards B. There are 2 players holding here,
Don't know why.
including the last remaining dog on Glyph.
Both were
Yeah,
pretty
a couple
bad.
of flashes too.
Some of it's probably more interesting, to be fair.
High-low instantly broken by the
With
dark
Lotus, you
cover,
do get the
and you can't
narrative,
run
though, of
through
like,
that
oh,
molly
this was
either,
Fnatic's
so
map.
even though there's very limited
It
time on the
isn't
clock, I
anymore.
think Glyph is making a go at it. A little bit scattered. You see Knights wasn't down to join the party and sprint in. There's just barely enough time to get this spike
Why did he
down.
read Lotus? All the first
and
people were
for
saying
Leviathan
Lotus.
to deal with these
Also,
remaining members.
YouTube chat is real.
Easy peasy for Lev. They punish every aggressive push that round. They wait patiently and have a great exec over towards B. So far, Envy's defense has just consisted of give up B, walk everywhere in mid, and hope the kills come to fruition. I don't think that one's going to work anymore.
No. Especially with the comp they're trying to play, right? You're playing a comp with pretty limited forward fighting tools and very good stall, right?
As
You have
was-
double
Don't
take
smokes and
another
Cypher.
timeout.
Yeah,
Envy.
as was displayed on their attack half, where Kez was getting sent into the volcano every round with just the sky flash to help.
Yeah, this is the half where it's like, okay, maybe we pump the brakes a little bit, let our players work behind the Cypher utility.
They had 5
But
ults for
with how
4
passive the
straight
A-side's
rounds on
been,
Lotus.
actually, the A side getting aggressive. Maybe we
How
don't
does
keep
King
walking at King.
always
Maybe
do
he's
that?
just going
I
to
mean,
kill us
it's
every
so
time. if we
unbelievable. Every
keep
time
doing
someone tries to
that.
aggro him, he always just
And
kills
so
2
now
people.
Leviathan realized we don't need to do that, but
It's
maybe
actually
there's a
insane.
walk somewhere else, because there's always a walk somewhere else, Mimi.
Yeah, there
Okay,
always
there we
is.
go.
They've
They
got
got
the
a
pick
kill.
up to Neon.
99% of pushers quit right before they hit. It pays off.
Knights knew that.
And look, Rossi, last round,
I have no
got
idea.
caught out when he walked through sewers. But this round, will he?
He
I don't
still
see.
loses.
Demon One stopped pushing,
Yeah.
and that was the problem. Now
Well,
you have
there's-
Knights who's pushing, and it pays off for one, at the very least.
There's a walk chase going on the other side of the map between our 2 Vipers.
It kind of looks like they're like a ghost,
I
like
think-
the shadow.
I think King knows.
Uh-huh.
He calmed it over to Spike.
And now Rossi is pinched into the corner.
It's
and
21 and
Just
7,
full
that's
flash
pretty
your
good.
teammate to get the kill.
It's mine. Sato and Spike are in a heated race right now for top frag. Sato at the half was leading.
No
with
mods
15
anymore?
kills. Spike now
Oh, no.
completely dominating him. 21 and 7 on the Neon.
21 and 7.
And 7.
Yeah.
That's a 3x multiplier. Yeah.
Oh,
That's pretty
dinner all the time
solid
out.
for playing
I knew it was
16
coming.
rounds.
Should mod alpha? You must be fucking kidding. Oh, Fabio's here. A 2x speed? Oh, good point. What do you say at this point? I actually don't know. Fair point. What do you say?
Now that I see it, that could fix me.
Yeah. I don't know if it would fix you, but
It would be an
I don't
improvement.
ignore
Could
your
help,
YouTube
yeah.
channels.
Well, we
And if
are
I do,
certainly
it's
back
because
to
the
be
YouTube
main,
chat
and,
loads in
if
one
you remember
block,
stage 1 when these
rather
teams
than, like,
clashed,
live.
we had
I
back-to-back
don't know why, but it
13-4
does.
victories for Leviathan. Now on pace to repeat history.
Lotus would
Does
be a
Envy have
quick
just
one.
sort of
just show Liquid
Thrown together
running the
whatever
same
they can buy
defensive
here,
pushed
and
over
Knights
and
is
over.
already
Summited
mowed down.
multiple
He just
pots,
walked out in
one
front of the
them being
smoke. I think he
Chamberlain,
was
which I hate
spotted.
Look, I'll watch both
underneath the
maps. I mean,
one-way.
since there's such a disagreement,
Now, all
I'll
the sites are
decide
utility
which map
broken
was
on this
worse.
site. There's just nothing left to play behind.
I would describe that as tragic. It's now a 5-on-4. Lev will wait. They will punish you if you push. And so I think Envy make a solid call by keeping a stack towards the B side of the map.
Yeah, I think the evidence of what the coach was saying there on display, not just going to be instantly seizing space and walking forward down numbers, or even at all, but the real trouble is going to be Glyph, because the position he's playing with a Spectre. I'm sorry, you're not getting any kills from on Rafters, so he's got to be really careful here on the jiggle.
It'll be a video about KC. They deserve one, to be
His
fair,
job
but
is
I don't
to
think I'll have
maintain heaven
time.
best he can. And
I'll
not
need to do a
die.
pick'ems on Tuesday.
My word, he's on 7 HP.
And
Mission
then
accomplished.
Mission accomplished to some extent. Has held
to
on
do
to
power
ramps
rankings
control
as well.
2 for Envy. And that's opened up Kesnet to find a little pick on Neon. Now no more Omen smokes in the post plant. Should try to
Do
simplify.
these games matter in
as a
Microsoft?
camera
Well,
in screens has spotted these two
it
players.
matters if someone was going to
on the
finish in the top
advance.
2, but
The fight in main
does
is
like this
everything.
game matter at all?
They have to
Not
disrupt
really.
King from this angle.
I guess Lev
King
can
has
Lev
been such a
guarantee
nuisance when you're walking
champs?
at him. Dodges out on
They
the
win,
flash.
like,
That'll be
all their
1.
games?
That is 2. And all of a sudden, the pieces starting to fall apart
Oh,
as Spike
GG.
takes that forward fight. And the IGL finds himself in a brutal position. History repeats itself. 13.
What is Lev's record now on Split? Let's check. Leviathan. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It lost to MIBR there. If we just count. Okay, so it goes back here. So they've won 8 in a row. They've won 8, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 11, 11 out of 12. 12 out of 13. In the map pool here? What did I say? 12 out of 13. And then they lost to Cloud9. Okay, they've won 12 out of 13 since stage 1 in VCT. Quite good. The fuck did MIBR win here? We'll never know. Anyway, Fnatic. Let's watch this. I will decide which one was worse. Let the ring bearer decide.
Yeah.
You then put players in
Right.
positions that make them
Personally, I
comfortable.
mean, I've got used to this. This might annoy you, but It's just how I do it. I tend to VOD review with no sound, and then if I need sound, I'll go back and listen. But I just prefer no sound when I'm VOD reviewing initially, which I know is probably quite annoying on stream, but unlucky. That's how I do stuff. So you'll just have to deal with it. So, first round, nothing too out of the ordinary. Wall on B. Stage wall on A. Two kind of just fights there on A that they lost. That goes 1 for 1. They shut the door. 2v4 should be pretty easy. Okay. Second round I'll skip, assuming they lose and nothing stupid happens. Bit of B aggro. Chamber on A this time. Viper set up on A this time. With orb in B main. That's good. I like that orb. I think this is like good map theory. I mean, you should just be putting it up and trying to destroy it. Actually does have full shields there. But I think what gets a tiny tag there from that bullet and then insta dies to the outlaw. A wall short. This chamber setup is pretty deep. It's a bit of a surprise to me that Fnatic, I feel like, are a team that when a new map comes out, they know to play Viper. Because Viper is just very good on, like, when a map is new. People don't know, like, what setup you're going to run, or Viper's just good. Full stop. So a little strange to see them play this, but maybe this is their read. Oh my goodness. What a terrible flash. Trade that out. And then Bolster tries to swing around, but just dies. Okay, Cloud. Cloud the savior. Slow. Doesn't know where he is. That's a pretty shit slow. Slow again. Heals. Die. Cloud the savior. Gotta get on it. Just gets outplayed by Nets. Stuff. Eco round. Try some aggro on A this time. Doesn't go great. Why is Boaster always a part of the aggro play? Like, whatever they've done at aggressive early on, Boaster has been there. And Alpha has not. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Nice shot. But B-site hit. Retake with guns. That isn't gonna win. Okay. So they lose a bonus. Not great, but not a disaster. Okay, Alpha not being set up here, just doing it of his own volition. Does get out. But gets out to like nothing, no util. Bait ult the Phoenix ult. Only hit the Phoenix. How did they get pushed back in mid? Through their own choice. Cloud has wall here, but decides to path through CT. You gotta slow up. Oh, they wall that side of the back site. It's kind of an interesting wall. I didn't even think about that. Wall's actually not bad at all. Completely stalls them. To the point that they pause. It's a very good pause because they could be walking through mid right now. Just pushing A. They completely stalled them out. They're really making them think. And this is good by Liquid because they often do just wait for Nets to basically find a kill. They often do this in general, but obviously if you're Fnatic, you have no idea where he is. And that's basically what they are doing now. They just wait for this wall to go down. That's actually kind of a crazy, sicko call from Liquid. The Purpo dying isn't great. Look at this, man. Oh, they catch Boaster out. Holy fuck. He's running again and just instantly kills Boaster. Holy shit. And they always come back to nets. When you're playing against Team Liquid, you know how teams say bingo? Literally, you might as well see nets and say bingo. Good luck from Camo. Good luck from Kicks. I don't know why they all are sprinting as if we've got absolutely no time there. I'm just kind of not good. That maybe is a new map thing. Like not enough reps. To know the common like lurking spots. But nice by Liquid. That's a crazy call. It's a crazy call. I literally think only one team in the world would make that call, and it's Team Liquid, and it's because their IGL is nuts. And most teams don't have their IGL on Senti, and are like, guys, just literally just wait for me. But against that Sage wall in particular, that was a very good call. So now they've ended up kind of trapped. This is what you don't want to have happen if you're Fnatic. So this is why I say playing in Heaven is so good. But playing in Heaven here, like anywhere in Heaven, is really good because not only are you on like an angle that no one really ever smokes, and it's good. Obviously, this Viper wall does make it a little bit trickier for people up here. But the reason it's good is once they do shot this, and you've had your shot, and you've maybe got a kill, you can then drop down and become a crossfire. Now again, this Viper wall makes it a bit tougher, but you know, you're not
My
all
big question
here.
for FNC was when giving up mid to Liquid, why not close mid door?
Well, they didn't give up mid this round, but I don't remember who it was that played like this. But yeah, what's going to happen to you is pretty much what happens here. Which is, if you all are here, any half-decent team is just going to do that on you. And it's going to be tough. If you don't kill this guy, you lose.
With crew, do you think them losing to
Wait, they won?
100T snapped something in them?
Yeah, I think their confidence went. This is a round that they win. How on earth has he won from this spot? There's no way he should expect Trex here. He reads that that's where Trex is. Holy fuck. That's an insane round. I was going to say, you might read that he's like here. You know, you might read that he's here, but actually tucked in on it? Crazy. What happened in this round? Just a full B exec again? With Omen ult into the smoke. That one probably needs a rethink from Liquid. One of those things that, again, maybe looks half decent on a Valor plan. Yeah. Imposter is starting in Heaven this time. They do actually smoke it off. I guess when you're playing Jet, Phoenix, Omen, Viper, you have a lot of smokes, even if they're not all full smokes. Kayak down there is quite bad. 4v3. Still winnable. Not easy. Great start. Astral. The Viper wall's getting so much fucking value, man. I mean, I've seen a lot of teams do Viper walls across A. My initial thought was that the B1 was better. And it's getting a fuck ton of value for them in these last couple of rounds. They're keeping purple alive there as well. Now they show us an A exec.
This is
Very passive
Valorant.
wall from Fnatic.
Heritage.
Prodigy, thanks for the 16 months. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Don't think that's a great wall, I'm being honest. Just absolutely domes him. Wall kind of just gives them a little spot to just, as long as they can cross the spike across. Okay, I mean, a bit fortunate there, whereas he's fully flashed. I'll get into the game after this round. PV3. Crashy's upping? Oh, he just picks it up. I was going to say, how was it? Why has he got that? Yeah, don't know about that Sage Wall.
Magical to bounce back. Like,
Oh, they're not even in yet. Hold on. Not even on my casters yet. It's time to put the wall A. Or B. Back again, going for that. Jumps away, shuts the door. Comes back here. They know you're going to be here. Okay, nice from Boaster. There you go.
Back to basics with
That's why you play in the window. Back to A. Alpha's got nothing behind this. His setup doesn't make any sense, man. Put himself up here, but he can't go anywhere. Once his shot, he gets that kill anyway. I say, if he misses that shot, he's just doomed. Oh. Surely they win this, though. They must, yeah. Okay, 7-2. What's the score? 13-6 or something. Oh, well, they've got a tech pause. Oh, we have more time. But whilst we have more time, add.
Not just one player, no, it's a second prong on this attack, and it works well.
And they have their advantage. Nats will be forced to fall
Oh,
back.
fucking
Kix's got
hell.
past. Kix's got past.
No.
Boaster has
That's two.
absolutely no idea. A chance for a doubling. Middle. Out on with that's a round that they lost the initial fights and managed to come out with multiple players alive while your opponents use a res.
Wanted to push her, I think so far. And that's a little late in the grab. Well, they're already past, but they've walked into the trap, and now Alfier steps in. Third round.
Oh,
They surely win, right?
Players doesn't manage to connect for
Good.
Them having a tough.
this time. Both the players mentioned
Okay, and they surely win again.
Surely.
to shoot him from above.
Bro is
His
in
sneaky
the
players working, his
walls.
teammates are building into that side of the map, and Alfier, I can tell you for free, is going to be absolutely furious when he gets shot in the head for this. When he's waiting for his teammates to get closer, so it's a bit more of a surprise. There you go, clever stuff. Gets them into clipping the edge of that Molotov, and they're going to found.
It's a pick in the final at this point, 8-4 at the half.
Okay, good. I mean, an 8-4 half. Bro, it's got to be Lotus. They lost 10 in a row. Why are some of you trying to get me to fucking do Summit? Fuck that shit. They lost 10 in a row?
To see the same edge
Why don't you tell
that we
me?
get from Fnatic normally.
We need to see that second
I mean,
half.
someone did, but...
Definitely not as clean as at
Let's see if they can build upon.
This was them. Oh, this was also their pick. This was their pick.
I don't think it matters.
Right, let's watch these rounds.
From the last map, and they have pieces missing in this one. Sure, the Outlaw's not the worst thing in the world, but the Bulldog for tracks because of the Stinger. Well, that comes
Tackside Lotus. Surely Fnatic are good at this. This is their map. They're always good at Lotus. Surely they win.
But it's
We'll have
no
to wait till
surprise to
after
see
this.
them lock in the double duelists, the Phoenix, the Neon, that have defined their year. But to pull that off, they have to make a sacrifice. They're playing a solo controller Omen look. A lot of teams have liked the ideas with the Viper, some with the Harbor, but they're leaning a little bit more into the individualism, how good they are consistently, especially
Okay,
the
they
set
are just
plays
playing
when
the
they
LEV
play
comp.
that double duelist combo, and to get Neon on the chamber, where he's just
Yeah,
so
just-
damn good.
Yeah, you just have everyone on
I mean,
their best
there's
agents.
nothing
You
wrong
couldn't
with this
ask for
comp on this
anything else.
map.
Meanwhile,
fine.
Envy are doing something interesting, Mimi. They're rocking Demon 1 on the chamber and a double Sentinel comp
Going
with
for the double
Rossi's
Senti
Sage.
again.
What do you make of this idea on the Summit map?
The first thing I make of is just like, for this team, yes, put Demon 1 on Chamber.
Yep,
I
check.
think that they should be taking easy wins, and I think Demon 1 Chamber is an easy win. To talk about the Sage, though, when people first theorized about the map, I think a lot of people immediately associated her with being strong here. We've seen...
I mean, this is literally her training ground, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
There's less teams that have gone into that, but recently, even like last night, Paper X was showing a Sage idea on this map. I really liked that. I think that she does a great job of simplifying your post plants, has excellent
For sure.
stall on the defensive side when you're holding down chokes.
Hasn't it improved
She's
his rating
just a
somehow in
strong
that game?
agent on this map. You're also giving up that second controller to get her in the comp, but I think this is a fun one, and I'm excited to see what ideas they have.
Yeah, we'll see what Envy can do on the attack. Interestingly, Envy, even with their
Yeah, let's see
disappointing
what LEV
start,
are
have been
cooking.
pretty solid on
No,
pistols.
I thought the Lev's
40% win rate on
Sunset
that.
first time they played it was pretty
bit.
bad, so maybe if they just have a better read on a map.
A little bit interesting to
You
see
know,
what they
it's
can
not
do
that great
now
for
with
them.
the Sage. But the first question is, can you
So
deal
we shall
with
see.
Neon? A
All for
good
one.
trade out of Glyph will do just that, and this B side is completely open, Mimi. Actually, Kesnet is going all the way in.
To the grave,
Okay.
specifically.
Yeah, thought he could catch a timing.
Okay, it's still only one man down. They have a wall on one side. I want to see them playing up and drop, but they want to go back, try and
This
find a
Omen
fight somewhere
flank is
here.
going to be
Yeah, the question will be whether or not
lot of
King
this.
can do anything on this lurk.
that nice looking left classic.
Even one being down means no trips or anything to guard the
Oh.
other side, and Glyph just running into blows. Instantly
as well.
dealt with. Now Envy kind of out in the middle of nowhere, especially with the
Flash.
flank coming online. They have been
Trade.
corralled and cut down.
Yeah, I think Envy's approach to that post plant was somewhat poor. I would have liked them to see, even once they lose Kesnet, which obviously he thought
Think
he had a
whilst that
time,
wall's
he didn't,
up-
he dies. But I think they need to either be fighting
something.
into drop, intentionally making a decision to retreat together, or fighting up to cut the rotate through mid. Instead, they just kind of ended
For
up playing alone. Only one player is actually going for that fight into blows. He dies, and suddenly they're just kind of man standing emoji on
Lohan
the
has
side
a higher
as
rating than
Leviathan pinches
Kesnet
them
Rough.
from 3 different angles.
Yeah, the place the body is dropped was just kind of out in
That
the
is
open.
rough.
Everyone swinging out there and getting cut
Did I
down.
hear any of the beans Inspire was feeling about
bit.
Envy? No. Go on, hit me with
Of
it.
a
Hit me with it. That will
characteristic, I
entertain
think,
us
of
for the
Envy's
rest of
post
this
plants has
match.
been sometimes a little
I'm
bit
sure.
disjointed. They will just go back into B main here. This time
How does
Leviathan
Demon
ready
1 look
for
nowadays?
the
Says sync
pop
users.
flash out. And they're even
Sync
sticking
users,
around
sorry.
regardless of the slow orb on the ground, the C's. And there is Spike and team. That's perfect utility. The C's as well as the Haunt. Yeah, Blow's just doing a number on Envy over in B main, and that's a great.
Go on, I
little
want to
number.
know what's
Leviathan.
Inspire
If you
been
watch
saying.
them play most other maps of the pool, especially the Ascent, you're going to see a lot of trap plays like that off of contact, be it an orb or sometimes Neon with an operator.
That there was a
They'll have
round
the
where an
Phoenix
unspecified
behind
player
ready to
counter-called
flash
the
and
coach
Neon
and
there
said,
to
"Just
refight
play
as well.
ranked."
Yeah.
It's those little ideas that have been so excellent for LEV.
I mean, they were
in these
called.
last
They
few
were
months.
called
It's
rankers.
funny because on that last map of Split, Leviathan never had to run the B main trap. They did like a walk forward fight, but they never did something just like that. Didn't
Still
have
play
to
Slay
dig
the Spire
that
too.
deep, and
Not so much
already
these days,
used
but
that to great
I
success
have got
here
Ascension 10 with
to
everyone.
deny Envy on that eco.
With a comp like this, I do think that you want to be playing up and trying to contest space in these mains. So good to see them already showing those ideas. The macro is going to get a lot easier as well once Neon has an operator online. They can get him posted on a forward angle. You see on the minimap even this round without the op, he was doing that towards A.
Yeah.
And then let that kind of 3-man pack of the Neon, Phoenix, and Fade fight, go for trap plays elsewhere on the map and get active.
And if you want to just talk some general Valorant fundamentals, regardless of a new map, when you're playing against a team like this from Leviathan, and especially the Chamber, you're always going to have Chamber posted up on an aggressive angle. That gives information over to Leviathan so they can
Let's see what they
choose where
do.
the
So
rest
I
of the
do like
pack
the Chamber
wants
playing
to
in
fight.
here. I think
And
this
the
is a
best
good
way of
idea. It's
breaking
kind of what I
that
wanted
is you have to
Fnatic to do a
force
bit
the
more.
Neon back on the Chamber. You have to force him to teleport away with an early fight. Well, actually, this time it's Demon 1 sent packing. Because if you don't get him off that line, Leviathan just have perfect information around the map, and that is exactly what Demon 1 has delivered to his team here.
Yeah, that was a really key one-on-one that Demon 1 manages to win. Leviathan fall away. They're playing full retake on this
Okay,
A site, and that's
very
another
aim
from
denied.
Demon 1.
Hey, this guy's
Aim
just taking
deserted
over
from
now.
there.
I felt like back on Split, he was very passive on the lurks until the very end of the half. But here, taking a chance. And you heard Stunner say in the interview he wanted his team taking more risks, and you have exactly that there. Demon 1 just getting after it.
Yeah, making those plays. You had that one round back on Split where he managed to get a time.
Okay, they are one round off Team
It's one of the
Heritage.
few wins for Envy there. And here, Leviathan comfortable to just play some exits, look to later on die to the spike.
Yeah, some of the things I'm always looking at when teams play a map for the first time is
geometry
like,
dash?
how do they set up in the post plants? And Envy up numbers have 5 players on that site. 2 over by Garden, but
What was it
very
called? The
lodged
Impossible
in
game?
there
Remember
as a
that one?
team.
You can play heavy for yard in your post plants on A when you play this Sage because you're effectively completely cutting off one of those avenues of retake. Normally you're having to deal with 2 different angles when you're holding there if the door's open, which you're always going to close it, let's be real. It could be up to 3. So I like to see them playing a little bit more on off of just that site, holding on to that space in yard proactively.
Yeah, especially when you have the Sage Wall to cut down another avenue of
Why
approach
are we
into the
saluting?
site. Can really limit the angles you have to deal with and just focus on the fundamentals, trading off your teammates.
Nice round, good job.
Shots from Demon 1 were really nice there. I'm really hoping that he can continue that form on this map. But a new threat in this one. Neon has his first operator of the game.
Bob Benson.
I wonder how the decisions are being made on Envy's attack side. Like Demon 1 going for those lurks, is he just, you know, egoing that he wants to take that fight, feels good, or if there's some request for him to take space and challenge the chamber, because again, he's facing off against Neon in B main. Neon not getting too active just yet.
Won that fight last time.
Now Envy into A main, and Neon catches him on the retreat.
He was A
Envy
defense.
have to work out of this. We'll listen to their comms.
Spike down A.
Well, their A defense looks pretty good.
Are we muted? We are currently listening to Envy's comms. And it's, well, we might still be listening to Envy's comms. Who knows?
So what did you learn,
map.
Christy, about the team dynamics there when we got that opportunity to listen in?
Oh, boy. I mean, so the weird thing for me, it wasn't when it became quiet once it became a 1-on-5.
Sure.
But
30
clearly,
seconds
it's
left.
grim over there. The weird one was, it was a 3v5. They're execing the site, and it was perfectly silent.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that was a
I
little
need to
bit
go
of a weird
back.
one.
When did they actually start listening in?
Either way.
Listen to their comms.
The 3v5.
Down A. One enemy remaining.
Sit into this A
think
site
Glyph says
after
nice
losing
try.
their lurker on the other side, and well, the LEV players did a great job of having the proper crossfires.
To be
set
fair, I
up.
think it was a 2v5
Spike
by the time they
sliding
actually
back
got
into
in
this
there.
fight for a flawless round.
Oh, the
Yeah.
falling one way. I love that. So King
I think by the
threw out a
time I actually
smoke that
saw it,
just
like, it
a
was,
little bit
like, right there.
elevated, and as it drops, you can see the attacker's feet get the spam, and they can't see you in return.
Yeah, we're good, we're good.
Well, maybe not Doomsday over there yet. Demon 1, glass up now on the attack. And again, he finds where Neon is on the map. These chambers have been really successful figuring out where the other one is going to be. But now with that little pop fight back into mid, it instantly equalizes the score. Blows. Really stalling things out in B main as the res will come online.
I love that wall on the rotation as well. Give
Whoa.
Blows a little bit of space.
Knights is on the other side of this Sage Wall right now. But actually there was a little way to get around.
And swing out with a flash again, I think.
And Orb online means maybe it is still just a 5-on-5 for Sato. Now Demon 1 dropping in B main. They're running straight into King.
kill.
Nice shot from Kesnet on the slide.
Crazy
but there's
rotate.
layers now for Leviathan. Anytime you think you've dealt with one guy, there's another one that
Missed
steps
the
on
wall they
forward.
did.
As the wall drops, Envy have
Has
themselves an A
ulti.
site.
But Sato has this ultimate available. Has to stay alive to use it. He's down.
I think that
That's a
wall
big
was so
pick out
bad
of
it
Rossi.
baited
And
him.
the double swing back in. As now Spike will drop its blows in a 1-on-2. Already 3 into the round.
Okay.
It'll be Rossi with 3 of his own to claim this one for
They
Envy.
won. They won
Really
around.
credit to Demon 1 in these rounds. Another where he's getting an opener onto the opposing chamber. And then the team, good trading to clear things out. Plus it did get a little ahead this
Ooh.
round again.
That was cool. I didn't see that on the first time, but that was a Haunt plus Slow Orb combo that landed on Neon. That's why Demon 1 was so
Guys,
easily
we're
able to
making
win
too
the
many
fight.
plays right now. We need to really boot it, guys. Like we're saying one saying go A, one saying go B. Please first call.
You hear him trying to organize the team. When we've had previous listenings to Envy, it's always been a little bit chaotic, I think, to say the least, with some of those different ideas going back and forth as his team tries to sort it out.
Timeout.
Rossi trying to be the man to wrangle that bit of control, make sure that they're on the same page.
Wow. It's Envy actually calling this timeout.
After a win?
After winning 2 of the
After
last
a rare
3.
fucking win, you take a timeout? That's crazy. I mean, look, they've won some rounds. See what the chat's saying. Playing for the vibes, Playing with a hefty watch is crazy. Demon 1 needs to focus. What is with people? Why can't we just say ass anymore?
It's been an incredible year for that young man.
Back into round 6 now.
Lev
Envy
noob.
out of the timeout. Have a
The
Nightfall to play
Rosler
with.
saved
Again,
Savsi them.
Demon 1 and Neon have
The
found each
Rosler.
other.
I mean, the
Every single
Rosler.
round. But this time the difference is, actually there's
It's
no real
pretty
difference.
funny.
It's light armor on Neon, even though he has the operator. Demon 1 will have an even match there with the Outlaw.
Envy pretty passive on this 4-1. Put a haunt back towards mid. That same slow going down towards elbow. But they don't follow up off
Hashtag
of
save
it.
ass. What about, I think
Instead, calling the
hashtag
lurker
bring
back
back
into mid.
ass.
And looking to challenge Blows, who's been jiggling this
Who's
angle
with
pretty
me?
much every round.
Yeah, Envy really struggled to dislodge Blows on their attack half in the previous map, but this time they have a Nightfall.
hit,
The
good
Blows
luck.
dodges around it. Already has the support of his duelists here. And Envy have just, I guess,
Why
faked
have you
with the
gone away
Nightfall.
from that, though?
Demon 1's up through mid, but that's a huge piece of utility to just throw in there and do virtually nothing with.
And there's still a player in A main. King is spending a lot of time with this paranoia. They might want to call back to Demon 1.
Need to see what he can accomplish on this side of the map, but he's
30 seconds
peppered
left.
down to
We're coming
3
back.
health.
Where
What
are
are
they
we
going?
doing?
They tried to call back to him. They've canceled
Phoenix
that.
on?
Now they're committing to the
Yeah,
play towards B.
And their Sage Wall is over on A. That's another huge piece of utility put on the wrong side of the map. 20 seconds left. As now Sato has a second lease on life, slowed down, so that does allow Envy into the site, but Blows is still here. They have never dealt with Blows. 10 seconds now as Demon 1 hits the floor, and now Rossi will join him. It's a catastrophe. Envy could not figure out where
I mean,
they wanted to be.
if you're
and
really
Leviathan
planning this
punished
out,
them.
leave someone
round
B main
was
as
a
well.
mess
Have Demon
from
1
Envy.
here, sure.
You heard
But leave
previously
someone B
Rossi
main.
calling out,
Be like,
"Boys,
oh, let's
listen
pump
to
A."
the first comm. Commit to one idea. And
Like,
that round
this
looked
would be
like
a
the
fine
exact
call if they
opposite
just
of it.
left someone B main as well.
Going
If
towards
you leave
that
someone B main
initial hit,
and also have
canceling
Demon 1
onto that, I
inserted
think,
deep,
presuming that Demon 1 had
like
a play
being
up
like,
into
oh, I
mid,
don't
but
like the
then
exit,
he
let's
gets pushed off
pump
the
through
line.
mid.
They're doubling back a second time before
Like,
realizing
that would
they
be
don't have
fine.
time to cancel and feeling forced into a play where Blows just
right? Because then
easily
you can
mops them
do
up.
this split and you actually like have a split and it makes it difficult. Like these guys
Demon
can't just
1
all
rips the
giga
ult.
focus a tiny choke point.
With his team on pistols. See if he can do anything. He's found a few successful opening picks. But Leviathan have done a really good job, I think, at just not giving a lot of ones over, unless it is Neon on the chamber.
Yeah. In previous rounds, you would see Blows jiggling more forward on this angle, but he respects the tour de force. Plays back towards drop instead.
This is a nice spot to be in, especially with the Nightfall. Yeah, he's backed into a corner a
Fatal.
little bit in drop, but with the Nightfall, he can just fight his way through. And he always has the swift
Solo
rotations
entry.
in of his duelist. Demon 1 out in the middle of
Was
nowhere.
bro chewing so hard
while
that he couldn't
Envy
hear
were
them?
running away.
He popped his own ears.
Maybe another miscue there from Envy.
And Neon has not flinched. This is every round from Leviathan. These fakes are not working because Leviathan don't rotate. They don't fall victim to your little antics. It's just another flawless round from Leviathan as they mop the floor on this anti-eco.
They have been stoic this game. Sitting, waiting, letting Envy make the play into them, and then cutting them down. That's a flawless round. As you see here, as that handful came out.
30 seconds.
Everyone
I think
else ran
we
back
can,
into main.
with
Team
the
and
way
Love stayed out
America's
on
is
site.
looking, like I think we can
All of
probably
these
just
little moments
not
of
watch
disconnection
America's play-ins.
adding up.
We
to
don't
a
need to watch
summation
America's play-ins
of
because does it
losing
fucking matter?
map after map dominantly.
At least Envy have the buy now. You see, slow orb down, plus the haunt, but Leviathan are on to Envy's tricks now.
It's a 14 region.
Challenging too much into Bend.
I mean, who even? Who?
What sort of
Sen
make
could be
of
all right.
Leviathan's
Right.
defense and
Here's the thing.
overall protocols. Now that we're seeing
I
it.
think
Lev,
it's been very passive so
G2,
far. The condition the
NRG,
trap plays early on,
100
which are
Thieves,
classic Lev, but with the
Sen,
way Envy's been playing, they've been
and
able to just
MIBR.
sit back.
I would say
play
there are
these
6
very
teams that
passive rounds, and
realistically
then have fast rotations with the Neon kind of floating towards mid to flood into the site.
Yeah.
Off of
Have a
either
chance of
Blows
making
or
champs.
King on the other side, and that's just been highly effective with the style that Envy's playing.
It's pretty similar to how they played for the sites on Split too. I think how they
all due
rotate
for
quickly and
MIBR,
team
but
fight
like
together.
there is a chance they make champs.
Always have that when Spike is going to be your float guy on the Neon.
Yeah. And with the
They have
player
a chance?
Neon
I mean,
on
they
the
can
off
finish
on
top
the
2.
chamber, it also
I'm
makes
not
it so
saying
much
it's
easier to
likely,
play
but they
these
have a
heavy rounds
chance.
for mid.
They might be 100 Thieves next week and finish top of their
One
group.
sticking around here, but that is a nice seize. Blows, not too eager to challenge more than he should. And with that whip shot, hold on, Spike nearly had a moment there. It is still Leviathan up
Same
in
chance as
numbers.
EG? Yeah, but they're not
They
shit.
boxed off one lane with the Sage Wall, but with this little push and pull setup between Blows
Remaining.
and his teammate, well, he doesn't need the help. I
No
suppose
way.
he runs out of bullets.
No
and
way he
Neon's gonna
lives
Why do they
there.
keep doing
Come
B
on.
splits?
Come on, man.
Over
that
and
is
over
just
again.
silly.
Oh. Blows might have plot armor.
Yep. I had 1 death in this game.
Yep.
11 kills.
11 kills. That's an 11.0 KDA if
My
you're counting.
fade is 11-1. Make it make sense.
Yeah, I think this guy's a pretty damn good anchor. Very calm with the aim
I mean,
as
Blows
well.
is another player who, like, at the start of the year, I was like, okay, he doesn't look that great.
Sato like
Oh, he's
remembered that
amazing.
he's supposed to be the hype guy.
Just snaps into it there.
There's a voice in his ear that tells him it's time to cheer.
Is that Neon with the tour de force? He's double opping this round, folks.
Yeah, why not? He's using his real op first, and then he'll have the quick pull out on the second shot. Just in case. Just in case he misses.
I mean, he's at 8.3K.
Oh. And
MIBR not in the 100 Thieves group? I was talking about
That's 3
Sen.
kills? That's 3?
Oh,
thought
jeez.
2
I mean,
was silly.
you
Right,
must
explain
forgive
that
me for
one.
not concentrating that hard on this
How
game.
is that 3
But I'm
kills?
sure you all understand.
I don't know. You're getting collapsed
What's
through
the point?
smokes. That's a 4K, and he saw 1 player.
Have there been any teams
What if this
consistently
is
pulling
just
off the B
great
splits?
race to top
I don't
rep?
think so. I think the B splits are pretty tough, to be honest.
Because, I mean, Spike is putting himself in harm's way more often. He's died
True.
4 times.
Maybe a
but he has
Harbor
14
team could
kills.
do it.
Blows trails by 3.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed to participate in this round, just sitting
pretty
back
tough.
anchoring towards B.
It's just such a just again, it's like doing a B split on Pearl, right? It's kind of a similar thing where it's like long, narrow corridor,
Yeah,
Yeah.
tight choke point,
I think that's...
Enough said.
rough, right?
I don't think there's really anything else. I like the little fairy there.
That was a fun. I haven't... Maybe I'm just unobservant, but I haven't seen the observers track that before.
Leviathan have been given this mid space quite a bit. Hey, is Blows killable? He is! 2 deaths now.
Okay, there you go.
And now it's a
Hold on.
5v3 for Envy. Hold your horses. Neon,
The 8th B split. This time it works.
pressure now, has the teleport back to tower if he needs. And with the paranoia, he chooses to retreat. I mean, Envy have a great position now for the post lane.
I mean, they
This
cannot lose
wall
this
still
Spike
disrupting.
planted.
Back in Link.
They're gonna get more
Nightfall
round
as
than the
well.
Heretics.
To break a lot of that down. That's a
Oh!
good kill by Sato, though.
No, Kazanik, you can't be missing that. It's even now. 3 apiece.
Big
With the
kill.
hard clear, Rossi will hold
Fatal.
his own. That's a resurrect too. Envy need to fight for it, but no one's holding for the res. Glyph will be there. 3 now, and a 3rd round for Envy.
Yeah,
The
not
win.
even close,
The
guys.
win.
Shored that one up. I mean, when Kesnit slid into spawn, could not get that kill, I had my worries. But the reward is here for Envy. They get another round on the board, and it's thanks to the earlier actions by Kesnit. A nice opener there. Glyph, thorough to hold the door as it falls. And closing out the round as well for the new addition.
Did C9 play
Envy
Envy?
can put something together here. They could be within 2
Are they in the same
at
group?
the half.
No.
He can channel some of that success
Man, that's a
again.
shame.
But Leviathan seem to want to play for mid
That
a
might
little
have
bit
been an
more.
all-time.
Try
Neon is
play with the
just
flash.
inside of the smoke with an operator, while Envy are walking down into these players, straight into Spike's waiting arms. And Sato, not far behind another, so all of a sudden you have an operator stepping directly out into the center of mid.
Well, Knight's got a kill.
Shorty on the other side.
2
Knights,
kills.
welcome to the show, but good luck on 5 HP. You're done for. An 8th for Leviathan.
Yeah, that was a clean round. They've moved away from the trap plays for the last probably 5 or 6 rounds, but they returned to it here right towards the end of the half. And it got really awkward. You see Spike pulling out his hands right as he's about to get swung, but the flash was there in time.
Spike down.
Pick up all the kills, condensing back into mid. Last shot for Envy in this
Isn't
half.
2 and 11?
They've got
Demon
an
1 3 and
ult on
11.
Glyph.
Well, they're not going to
Bodies,
improve their.
it's rough.
At least Demon 1's
Their
going to
rating
have
very
some
much.
of those headhunter bullets. But Envy are operating on a we'll take what we can get kind of approach.
I think
What
I
else
have
will
more
they
joy
get?
watching Sideshow playing League.
Neon?
Yeah, but at least when Sideshow
Dodges
plays
out on the
League, you
power,
know that like
repeats
he's
it.
depressed for a
missed
reason.
shot there from Neon sends him running, but that Nightfall didn't
What is
actually
Bro
catch him.
doing? Just
Doesn't
actually
quite
baiting
matter.
his teammate.
With Kesnet flooding into the site now. Still
Oh,
an
and
angle
still
and a
dies.
good hold once again. It's exactly the same as the previous round. 5 on 3 in the post plan, except this
no.
time Spike's got the lightning. Fast lane up. Demon 1 stepping straight into him. A 2-on-2 now. As Sato holds for a moment, Knights will pounce. That sets King into the 1-on-2. Sees the 1. Fakes him out. He remains unseen.
Where's the map gone? Why have we lost the map?
Spike planted.
Plant confirmed now. These smokes are making a mess out of the site.
One enemy remaining.
It doesn't get better than that. It does
So
not get
ready
better
for it
than
as well.
that, but Knights
So
will
ready
be
for
there
it and
to
lost anyway.
finally see it through for Envy. Trailing by
Okay.
4 going into the
Big
second
win
half.
from Knights.
Nice
I
work,
say big
two
win. It
Knights.
doesn't fucking matter. None of this matters.
Making his debut in this stage. Out
Every
of
round
a
they win is like a
3-4 map
minor
one
miracle.
from Envy. I think he was responsible for some of their biggest moments, making some plays on the Omen that map here as well. Closing
Yeah,
out
I'll watch the first map of
this
Fury. That might be
2-on-1,
all.
making
Don't
sure
have
it
to be
doesn't
up
get out
tomorrow,
of
so
hand,
it's not
and
nearly as bad.
ensuring that Envy get at least 4 as we head to the half.
If it's very fast, I might watch both maps. The problem is the gap in America, the break in America is way too big. But I will try. I mean, what? I need to do VODfathers tomorrow. 1:30. I need to record a video, VODfathers plat chat. Pop quiz. What is Knights wearing on his head? A bandana? A do-rag? I don't know the official term.
Casters see while they're in game.
What do we do? Make me rant? About what? Anything? Anything. Something that annoyed me recently. Easy to rant about this game? No, this game's dull as fuck. Something that annoyed me recently. Stamp duty. It's a scam. I mean, that's to do with house prices.
It's some nice ideas, be it the classic LEV trap plays on defense or
Right,
these
so let me
slower
explain.
rounds looking very controlled
Well,
in the way they
to
were
be
set
honest,
on the retake. But now a look
let me
at
Google
the
how does
attack
stamp duty
side
work, because I don't
for
fully know.
Leviathan. As early on, a bit of a fight
But I know it's a
towards
scam.
main. Both sides sending pretty heavy forces here.
Oh, Sato crisp on that opener. And the slide in too, but Knights is doing all the work there. He fired off the paranoia and got the kill. That'll be 2 for him. It's one of the more promising members back on split.
So
for the
basically-
team. Also had that clutch in the final round versus King.
Yeah, the glimmer of
Whenever
hope
you move house in the
for
UK,
Envy, this game may have been the pistol rounds. Had okay
you have to
success
pay an
at them.
extra tax to move house.
Now, a 2-on-4. And there's been
Called
too
stamp
many
duty.
2-on-4s that have gone the wrong way in this game so far. Neon's got a free sight. He'll call King over.
Why? I don't know.
You know, with Envy getting completely up in
It
front
is
of
a-
that
it's an
fake out
actual
smoke
scam.
on the A side.
So
Shouldn't be too
basically,
fooled.
let's say you buy a house, right?
Neon's gonna
Let's
need
say
to
it
go
costs.
on a bit of a journey here.
I don't know. Let's
See what he
just
can accomplish.
let's just make it simple.
That said,
Right, let me get up the actual numbers.
You've got King that upgraded
on.
into a Sheriff, has the light armor, full HP, and Neon's
30
Headhunter
seconds
Let me get up the
bullets.
exact numbers.
So a couple of good timings and now
So-
some information, awareness of the flank, and a good
If
plant
you buy a house,
to play deeper positions on site.
so
Let's
from
see how
125
Leviathan craft the way out of this.
to 250, you pay
And they
2%
just have to play
tax.
together. Have to trade this one out.
On
This
that
one's a
amount.
must-win for them.
Have to be clean out of the smoke. Already won, but it's
Hey, they won a
Demon
pistol.
one.
Let's go.
Looking real
Then
nice
from
here.
250
Bandit
to,
in
like-
hand, and a FIM for MD.
What did I say? 850.
Cleans up both on that retake.
Wait, what did that say?
And that's gonna actually
5%?
make this the most competitive the game has been all day.
To 925.
And be
sorry.
trailing only by 3.
From 250
off of
to
that.
925, you pay
It was a little awkward
5%.
with this fight in main. Knights.
So if you
tucked
buy a
into the
house
corner, catches the paranoia as Spike is trying to
That's
spam
cost
away. And I don't
500K,
think they
let's just
expected
keep
a
it
third
simple.
player to be here in Glyph, but his deep
You would
position
pay
there back by the door
5% of 250K tax.
means they trade out favorably.
So that's 12.5 grand. Plus
And so
this
Envy just need
2%.
to keep
I don't
rocking
know what
some
2,
rounds
what's
like that.
2% of that.
Had very good
An extra
control after the early
2.5K.
fights. Had the good
So you would pay
rotations, had that forward
15K. So if
information.
you bought a house, it's
Fooling
500K.
them.
Which, like in London, by the way,
Slide
you
in
know, you're not
from
going to
Spike.
find a house that's less than
While
that.
they just pick up the orb, I'm really interested.
You don't
see
have to
in
just
mid,
pay
this attack
an
smoke,
extra
Leviathan,
15K
They've thrown this both
to the government.
rounds out of King. Gives them the opportunity to cut off that
15K
line
that you just have to
quickly scale
pay straight
past
up.
without worrying about a scoped weapon from Bend, but also the chance to pop out from behind it and attack into Bend if someone were there.
Yeah, I think it also gives you an angle to threaten a lurk up
What
and
if
be
you
able
don't
to pop on
report
the
it?
player
What, that you've bought a
close
house?
mid there on that left side.
How are
Yeah,
you going to
exactly.
not report that you've bought a house? You're going to have to sign the deed of the house.
Nice options with that. The first shot goes wide, and that's going to force Envy now to play for retake.
Door's still open. Timon was looking for a chance, but it falls in his face. And with Kesdin on an opener, now pretty good position to play this retake from 2 angles to fight through.
Man, double headshot out of Blows is classic. That was real sharp from him. The C's will stall Lev out, keep them stuck in this box.
But yeah, Andy Burnham's
Kill
thinking of
zone.
scrapping it. But it's just the most
he only
fucking
dropped the 2
stupid
players on this
tax
round.
of all time.
We've seen the attack side be a little bit more difficult to
I mean,
figure
obviously,
out for some
it
teams
heavily
on this map,
disincentivizes anyone to ever
especially
move
when you're
house.
looking at America's
Because you're
teams
going to
who
have to
played
fork
against
over a
NRG.
fuck ton of money
Well, the
that, you know.
nightmare that comp is to go up
Like
against.
you're already looking at putting
You don't
down,
have
you know,
quite the same
maybe a
risk with the way
deposit
that
for a
NV is
house
playing.
or
The biggest thing that I think you have to navigate
whatever.
is first of all Demon 1 with the scope.
And
whether
then it's
that
like,
be
well,
an outlaw or
actually,
later on when he has money for the operator.
give us
Secondly-
10K.
Yeah, the whiff was a little. Don't worry. No one saw. No one saw. Rossi trying to wrangle control back at the end of that.
Hold on a second, guys. We got to go for a fight. And there you saw just the bloom of the smoke does give you that angle to block off bot mid. Nice ideas from King.
How many
2-1
McDonald's
though,
nuggets
and
is
the
that?
Chamber player that he
Well, Mc-
is.
How
has
much
the right
are
to step out in
6
front of it,
nuggets
though.
these days? I actually don't know.
Meanwhile, Leviathan are just on the A site. We've worked all the way up into that.
How much,
Closed the door
how much is 6
already.
nuggets now?
Very
How much is
quick
20?
How do they want to play the post punt though? How deep do they fight up? Well, that's good with the ultimate online for Sato.
Uh-oh, look at our chambers too back in
How is
spot.
inheritance tax another massive scam?
Neon had some kind of an idea, and Demon
Inheritance
One
tax
just
is like the only
outmatched on
good
the rifle.
tax.
5-on-4 now from Envy.
They bought a lot of time with that running back.
Oh, and mowed down through the smoke too. Before Kesnet even has the chance to come into the site, he is just dead from behind the dark cover.
Really well locked down by Leviathan in that post plant, keeping control of yard, having their double duelists in position to either fight towards CT if players are flooding from there, or to fight back into yard.
So yeah, you like an average person will play like 10k stamp duty. Go on, like 10k pounds, $2. To explain that in American
It
terms,
seemed like Envy wanted to
10,000 pounds is $13,347.
Mid, and that just meant they were very
Imagine you buy a house and then on top of that you just have to pay 13k to the government straight up.
Patiently played by
Parents
King
paid
as
tax
well,
all their lives. Why do you
dealing
have to
with
pay
that
tax on it
aggression.
again?
Envy will call
Because
a timeout now, very early into
because
this half.
people,
It's kind of nasty how
the
King was playing
taxes
that.
should
Yeah,
be
you
paid
had
to
the
make
cover
society
of
better
the-
for
the
everyone.
smoke that was directly
And
on
if you
top of
don't
him
do that,
that he was
if
spamming
you
through
let
two
just the
different
wealth
layers.
accumulate and accumulate
Kesnet
though,
had
throughout
come out of
time,
the first dark cover.
if
He's
you
still
didn't
in the
have a
same
single
game.
inheritance tax, think about it. If you have wealth and you invest that wealth over the long term, that wealth goes up. Now, this isn't always true, of course. There are certain times, you know, like in 2008, where it won't always go up. But for the most part, it tends to line go up, number go up. And if you already have a lot of wealth, that number just keeps going up and up and up and up. And if you have no inheritance tax, you will simply live in a world where the people who are born to the right people, that number just keeps going up and up and up. Whilst the people down here, me and you, we have nothing.
Although, as I say that, it does look like it was just Demon 1 dropping down a trip on that side, then quickly pivoting to regroup with his fade on the other.
Plus, I mean, look, I don't know which. I mean, we all live in different
Everyone
places.
from LEV
Here in the
ready
UK,
towards
I
head.
think inheritance
Sage
tax
is here
isn't
this
kicking
time,
until
Heraldry as
it's
well.
worth
It's good stall
more
from
than
Envy.
$1 million.
Quick teleport in front of the slow orb.
Yeah, don't quote me on that,
Let's
but
listen to Lev's attack this round.
I'm pretty sure here in the UK, it's like if it's below $1 million, it doesn't even count. You don't have inheritance tax unless it's $1 million. So we're not talking about the pause. You know, we're not talking about like, oh, you know, your dad did all right for himself, and now, you know, you're losing a lot of money.
Mano, tem uma pra CT aqui, vamos junto.
Calma, calma.
Vocês abrem
Vai marcar link não. Plantei,
Vai
plantei.
ter
Só
mais
marquei
CT,
link.
show.
Dá, pode ter
Isn't that for farms?
Cuidado alto.
Sim, tô de mira link. Corta e
No, there was an exemption for farms that I think they took out.
Não, impossível.
Eu tô olhando aqui, tá?
Morto, cara, não pode estar costa.
Não, entendi. Cuidado na barra pra link, Sato. Cuidado na barra pra link. Tá. Tô comitado nesse ângulo, então. Tá.
Vamos bem assim, né, Spike?
Eu ia fazer você, Não tem gap. Só que você fica mais close aqui?
Oh, an A hit.
Abrindo do
That's
King
it.
também, Blue.
Aham.
Não posso marcar.
Sim, abre no seu.
Don't support Arsenal, Marmy Chew.
Os caras fez super
If you
falso,
want to
faz
support
trap
anyone,
bomb,
don't
na
support
parede,
Arsenal.
Gelo ali, roça.
Don't pick the team that just won the league.
Tomou rush, brother.
The shot at the beginning of this round onto Rossi, courtesy of Spike, was so gross.
Filthy.
That should have
Let me
been a good setup
let
for
me give
Envy.
you
They
the
had
rundown
Paranoid
of
there to
the
slow. They
popular
had
Prem
all their
teams.
tools ready to hold down
Arsenal.
this space A main. But one man just slides in.
And here it is. Boom. Poor Rossi can't see anything.
Who
He's
would
just
I
trying to throw a
equivalent to with
wall
like
up
Arsenal fans?
by a little pocket.
Probably
of
like
safety.
Joe Rogan.
And Sato.
Conspiracy theorists, annoying.
Yeah.
We missed that.
That's
in the
who
listening,
Arsenal are.
meaning that was as
Chelsea.
they learned they were saving. That was his reaction.
Crazy.
You can't not
Hitler.
love this guy.
No, he's actually too funny. Too funny. Meanwhile,
Liverpool.
Spike sitting at 20 kills to 10 deaths.
Um,
And Leviathan just back into A main. They
man.
liked that hit so much last time. They're like, okay,
Who's
sure, let's just
who's
run it again.
Liverpool?
Phoenix Wall out into the open. And I really just love this Phoenix Wall to divvy up. Right,
Who
you
is
can't have one
Liverpool?
anchor play A as long as that wall is up because,
Yep.
well, you could walk around either the left or right-hand side of
Bezos?
it.
No,
And
well,
after
no,
creating
he's
that
thinking
threat,
of owning
baiting
them.
out the Sage wall.
But I would
Look
say
to
in
rotate
terms of like the
back.
personality of the fans,
I mean, this is
I
one
would
of the
probably say
guns that was saved from Envy.
more
Breeder for Demon 1. And the B side
Man,
is
there must be a great
completely
one for
bare.
this.
Mid-round just, I guess, gamble stacking, but it seems like Envy are a little bit lost.
Someone who
they're
like,
almost
someone
running
who's like
toward-
whiny,
towards
but
A.
also
Now
thinks
they're
that they're way
confused.
better
They
than
wanna go
everyone
back
else.
towards B, but they don't have a forward line.
That's Liverpool. Who the
They've
fuck
been
is
moving
that?
a lot for very little info.
They finally got the stack here, and they do guess correctly. Block off Demon 1's angle. He's got to teleport away. And 3 players towards spawn, ready to pop back in. Great hold for
Don't say
Neon.
me.
Just lights out.
30 seconds left.
Ben Shapiro,
Envy
good one.
slide in. One by one.
Player standing.
Demon 1 still with us off, but never
I might have tuned
has
out
been
of this
able
game.
to find a shot. Finally, Sato steps into him.
Yeah,
Has to
let's
worry about his
say
back, and this round just a tough one from Envy from the get-go. Only had the
Draco
2 guns, and
Malfoy.
Leviton called around them nicely.
They really did.
Sure.
You mentioned that Phoenix wall. It's so strong, but also just the macro from Lev. It's great there. Put the pressure with that wall. Break the Sage utility. Leave King
Man
on
City.
a contain in mid. And just
Now
really
here we
quickly
go.
Double back towards B. It's nothing too
Here
complicated,
you go.
but the execution is where it matters.
Musk.
And it's been stellar all game from Lev. Nice shots from both Neon and Sato in this round to clean it up as Demon 1 will be able to get another scope online with that ultimate.
Manu. Who on Manu?
Demon 1 over in B main. Leviton just showed some util and are continuing to play for A main. I think they just pinpointed
Manu.
a big weakness
Like
in Envy's hold, and just by creating
Vietnam
this doubt on this side, you pull players over. Last time they didn't
war
walk out
vet.
with the wall. This time they do. Spike's a little bit worse for wear. Dink down to 10 health. But still, it's just an easy site secure for Lev.
And a nightmare post plant to play against.
Ooh.
And then
Spots
Spurs.
Knights around the corner. And there's a stun in.
Um,
but
So early.
yeah, Envy aren't really in a position to flood behind it yet. That's a big piece of utility burnt on the retake. Still a paranoia if they want to use it. Kesnet just slides in,
Spurs.
doesn't even ask for the util. Sends it regardless, and players jumping out of the smoke straight into the meat grinder. Knights is already dinked down as well, and that is a teleport right into
Spurs.
the knife. Brutality
I'm going to say
here
the
on
children
Summit
from
as
Children in
Leviton
Need.
advance a series point.
I'm not digging the coordination we saw on that retake from Envy. Using the relay bolt before anyone can go off of it, and then another miscue. Kesnet sliding while his teammates are still getting util in
These are the
hand.
big 6.
Here you see it. He slides in.
So that's
Out
your
comes
choice.
Aziz then, and then
You got
it's one by
your
one onto
choices
the
between
threads.
Joe Rogan,
Lev
Hitler,
locked this down.
Draco
And it's
Malfoy,
insult to injury
Elon
from
Musk,
Neon.
a Vietnam War PTSD veteran, or children from Children in
Having
Need.
fun out there. Can't really blame him. But we're quick over into B main. Rossi trying to support his chamber, but thinks better of it. Realizes that Leviton have actually shifted over to play heavy on this side. But how quick could the pop be out from behind this? Yeah, they're just breaking it and ripping into the site. Demon 1 will have to
Telling me
be
that poor man
the
is
X
Spurs
factor
fan.
for Envy in a round like this.
Well, if he wants to be a child from
Found his
Children in
mark,
Need,
and
then he can
Sato
be.
unsuccessful with the run it back.
Okay,
Big
4v5.
win at the start for
Flash.
Envy. Is now the paranoid
Nice
connects
flood,
on two.
holding
That is
back sight,
picture
flood.
Perfect, a flawless round from Envy.
Really nice work by Demon 1. Picks up that initial kill, teleports away, and this time the refight is coordinated.
No, yeah,
Off
it's
the
much better to
paranoia,
go
everyone
for
is
a team
swinging.
that isn't one of those
Coventry
teams, by the
And
way.
it's at very least the 7th round
I'll have
put
much
together
more
here.
respect for you if you pick a team that
Paranoia
wasn't
was
one of those
gorgeous.
teams. Just do what I did for the Vikings, just
Two,
fucking
maybe
randomize.
3 players.
Yeah. It's been a really grim day for
been a
him.
wheel.
Nice, guys.
But I've been impressed with Knights. I think he's had some key
Yeah,
rounds
man.
here. Made a couple plays on map 1. I think his paranoias have consistently been pretty solid for the team too.
Prem the best league, yeah. Like from top to
B-main
bottom,
brawl.
definitely.
Leviton. Right back to their old tricks, just running the XX. Demon 1's up in there.
Okay,
A
hold
1-2
on.
punch
They might get a
instantly
timeout,
sets up
Olivia.
Envy for a gorgeous round.
I'm just trying to sprint it down and it's not working.
Make it a 5th, nearly back-to-back perfect. Envy now string 2 together.
That's how I want to see Envy.
I did not know that. Is that
City
true?
are also
Disrespect your
partnered
opponent.
with
Be
Gen G
confident
if you
in your
needed
aim.
any more reasons to
Fight
not
them
root for
at
them.
the gates. Demon 1 did exactly that. He's running ahead of so much util in this round. Prowler in his face. He still takes the shot.
And he just eats it, doesn't care.
And
You a
Kesnet's
Scope
right
fan,
there
Mini
behind him.
Panda?
Let's go, guys. Good job. Let's go. 4 more.
That's got to feel good for Envy. Had lost 4 in a row.
Take a
but now
timeout. Hold on. They got a timeout.
something together here. Actually forced Leviathan.
You were born into the pain? That's a shame. My dad's a Stoke fan. Everton are shite too. Come join me. Are you a Joe Rogan fan, Roses and Twigs? Yeah, probably. Sunderland? Sunderland is fine. There's a good Netflix documentary about Sunderland if you want to watch that. I don't. Is it still on Netflix? I don't know. Sunderland Till I Die.
They try to play the map more. That's where 2 ops could be most effective. But I wonder if Leviathan end up just
See what they
trying to
do. I mean,
fix
they've
some of the
basically just been
issues
running it down
they
for the past
noticed
couple rounds.
in the actual execute. Because they're just up through mid, working a B split right now, sending Spike in by his own. Demon 1 again finds his mark with the opening kill. And Leviathan choose to leave the door open for now.
Oh, no.
Leviathan are now just struck in the blink of an eye, catching out 3 players, unsuspecting. And now stuck
They
in
just try and
drop.
split instead.
Kesnet and Knights alone.
What? They don't know where he is.
He's kept it quiet. No one's looking at him. That's 1. And knows exactly where these 2 players are. Can he clutch it up? A teleport into the corner. Knights making a go at it, but Spike slides on in and sends him packing. Leviathan take this series cleanly.
Well, they got a little close there. They had to worry it sweat a little bit. That's good. But yeah, probably don't let them pick split. I mean, Knights had a good comeback. Actually ended up the highest rated player. I mean, Kesnet's rating here. What the hell was it? We're giving extra and popping? The ghost of extra and popping? So his rating before that game, I mean, he is now the same as what it was. The thing is, if you actually look at the rating, I mean, anyway, let's watch some Fnatic dog shit.
For now, at least. Purpo's not getting anything offered to him. And the shot, remember, like, Crashies is 1 hit to him.
Yeah.
Crashies is on the C side. And the rest of them will be able to tank that
Hey,
bullet.
bro, see?
Got a Stinger and a
Back.
Bulldog to play with. Expect to see
B-split?
the pack
No,
hitting wherever
gonna
the final
BC
side
default.
is. But a big part of last map was the space Team Liquid were given. They're removing those traps early on.
Get the
is
first kill.
you know, a pretty good goal to have. Alpha's ripped the head off kick, so that's a reward they probably didn't expect to find that early, but again, they're not playing immediately into the space where they've taken the fight, but Camo is.
Still 2 players on this side.
Space where they've taken the
Fuck
fight.
is Boaster's hair? Has he cut his hair or is it just slick back? Surely it's just slick back.
Still 2 players on this side of the map.
Did he ditch the glasses as well?
Cloud is also tagged, which makes him vulnerable to the Outlaw. And if they are going to go back, him staying alive is paramount. He's the one holding on to the space. Instead, a ping towards the B site. Maybe going to try and split.
Wait, you in 2 years? Bro, I am fucking... I'm chilling with my hair, bro. Don't you worry about me, son. Because some
Why
teams
do you
are
think
dog
we've
shit.
seen so many 13-0s, 13-1s, etc. this stage?
To that gun. Nice work from Kayak, though.
10 seconds left.
An important trade out, even with the tag. Nade. Camo's got to be careful. He doesn't realize
How did they
far
lose
forward
this?
Boaster's already got the ping. All right, lets them know where the spike has been planted.
I guess
The
they're low.
The remaining 2. This bonus round is looking dangerous.
They're so low. An easy pickup for Nats, but as low as they may be, they've got the bodies to keep throwing at this one. Trex in with the C's.
It's not a disaster.
It hasn't caught the snake bite. Well, he could tank it, try to get this to half, but he's worried about the fight that would follow moments later. Swaps over to a Vandal, at least no reload needed. The classic in hand, so he can get there quickly. And Cloud is...
was far.
We didn't know where it was planted properly.
Around for Team
Okay,
Liquid,
I mean, they lose a
those
3v2, but it's not like a
celebrate
disaster of a
massively.
round,
This
is it? It's
was
actually, like, it's
not
whatever,
exactly
you know.
a good round for Liquid. They wanted that to be a little bit more convincing. A couple more
I wouldn't call that
weapons
disaster.
in their
It's a
hands
round
when
that
the
they
round
probably would
ends,
want
and
back.
As barriers go
But
up
they
here,
think
you
they
can
could
see
win.
The credits are
It's not a
running
disaster.
dry on the defensive side. That reinvestment has broken the bank. But they have got a showstopper. It's one big difference. That early ultimate could sway the round.
Either needs to find a collective
Okay.
or wait for the
Get this
retake.
deep
and
trip. Take a lot of A
how good
space
Fnatic
straight
are
away.
At the push and pull of the map. That's normally easier said than done. Now the deep trip outside of C has been removed, but so has Boaster's
Smoke
head.
up. Boaster
Purpo with a
just...
quick dip through that Viper wall. Using their own
Why at
utility
40
to
seconds
advantage.
are we
Gonna go
doing that?
back for more, and Cloud was definitely waiting for it. Maybe
What
needs
are we
to find
calling
a new
here?
avenue of attack on the defense.
And noise made
What is our call here?
door opening as well. Fnatic
Guys.
trying to tell Team Liquid that they need to pay attention to this side of the map. Pick on the kayak and no further aggression. And I like the setup of the high-low, but Kix was a little bit wide on that. 12 seconds left, and the spike is moving backwards on A.
It's
It looks like they've completely given up hope.
Okay,
And you
well,
can
that's
see they
definitely
could have
one to
gotten
write
in
down.
to get that plant. The
Round
rotations
4.
were
Like,
successfully dragged
what
to
is our
C, but
plan?
they've
What
lost
were
the
we
confidence.
trying to do?
Instead, they'll keep the credits over.
Yeah, I think it just looked a little segmented at the end, like Alfia fighting.
Okay, so...
Head outside of C has
So, let's work this out. They fake a little C space. It looks like they're coming back to A. Supposed to...
to C.
Okay, I mean, he gets just a bit of an unlucky timing, but also why is he... Like, he's walking through to do what? The spike then comes to A, but then trying to fake C.
Using their own utility to his advantage. He's going to go back for more.
But then, like, at this point, there's 37 seconds left. Like, what is the plan now? Like, what's the plan now? To fake C, go B? At this point, they've only seen the Viper on A.
Maybe needs to find a new avenue of attack on the defense.
They break the door, they tap the door, so now they're trying to fake B.
Door opening as well. Fnatic trying to tell Team Liquid that
Now they're trying
they need
to
to pay
fake
attention
C.
to this side of the map. Pick on the kayak. and
Stimmer,
no
I must
further
make you
aggression.
aware of the danger of being exposed to dihydrogen monoxide. It has been reported to accelerate corrosion and cause suffocation, and is prevalent in 70% of the world. I fail to understand why this clearly dangerous chemical isn't banned or regulated.
Dihydrogen monoxide, you say? Prevalent in 70% of the world. Is it prevalent in, like, 70% of my body as well? Or 80%?
And I like the setup of the high-low, but Kix was a little bit
It is
wide on
regulated,
that.
though? Oh, if it's
12
regulated, it's
seconds
fine.
left, and the spike is moving backwards on A.
It's
It looks like they've completely given up hope. And you could see they could have gotten in to get that plant. The rotations were successful.
Okay. That's a question mark from me.
I love this setup change now as well. Aggression on C instead. Paranoia down. The dash already in. Purpo very close to finding the kill as Showstopper goes in deep towards the spawn. They're pushing from every angle, leaving Cypher to hold that A site.
Nice
If
from
the
Liquid.
push came
Hit
in,
him with a
and
punch.
it's only one man left.
Just completely a whiff, but everything else went perfectly. A Purpo.
Now on Nico, I'm taking a look at their ults. When did you get that ult on that?
I think it just, but
Kayak has it coming into round 5.
I think that's the one.
Alfia has it on round 4.
In Purpo from every step.
We don't use any this one.
Completely fantastic game. This time he's
Now on an
got to be a
eco.
little bit careful. Caught by the reveal intentionally.
Pressure out
maybe
towards
was
A.
A little bit much.
He's already used his dash up to get out of that action early on. TP from Kicks on 30 HP.
Take some C control.
Drops. B.
Good.
Meanwhile, 3-man stack. Fnatic do decide to run a fake or... Well, to be honest, the spike is here, but I'm assuming late they want to go back towards Cloud if he finds anything. For now, he's given no opportunities. No one steps up, and finally the C hit comes in. Numbers still very much in place.
First kill.
Kayak's managed one. Great work, but Camo's not being rooted from sight, and Trex won't get managed one. The C hit comes in. Numbers still very much in place, but Kayak's managed one. Great work, but Camo's not being rooted from sight, and Trex won't give them anything. The hit comes in. Numbers still very much in place, but Kayak's managed up, and finally the C hit comes in. For now, he's given no opportunities. No one steps up, and finally the C hit comes in.
Where's that Prowler go?
For now, he's given no opportunities. No one steps up, and finally the C.
Huh? Or does he not have a Prowler? Oh, I'm just making shit up. I am. Fate haunts, but it gets destroyed. Oh. Okay, I mean it's an eco. It's not a disaster. Okay, next full gun round. You got 4 ults.
Before it began. This time, Fnatic have got 4 ultimates to try. 3 ultimates to try to respond to it, and an immediate cancel from Team Liquid. They find their pick and they're happy with the advantage.
Oh, some of the plays that they're getting away with, Fnatic have got to be seething, and just the bait and switch. Actually, for them to fall into that, we try and claim like a falling for every Liquid trap. Well, they have B. Paranoia in, and well, again, it's just an
this map
execution
felt
with the
like Kuro during kickoff, and the whole running them down speech that Nats gave back then.
Almost gives it back, and in fact, Crack.
Team through you.
Let me just see this replay.
Strat itself, it's when of preparation that, and sometimes it doesn't work, granted, but the level of preparation that you see from a team, it's not
Done into a rank game, and they aren't very good at rank.
but it feels like
5
this.
to 10.
Remedies, info on one side with Kicks, able to just get around that corner if he sees anything, and of course, even up against the low buy, Purple's happy to take a risk. Go away. Okay, he's right immediately for an insane amount
of their utility. Doesn't need it anymore.
I looked at the team last user
remaining.
I'll be the sprint.
Haven't got much more frustrating to play against this from D play.
Don't do it again, do they?
Yeah.
Actually, just run it again.
I guess the main thing is
Alfia forced back by the Paranoia.
But he's in the same spot.
I guess the main thing is
Alfia forced back by the Paranoia, and there's the swing to kill him. They're ready for every little piece. Everything that you think, okay, I can avoid that now. Well, there's another player ready to take him out. And they actually got 2 from that as well.
Yeah.
The A site is now fully stacked. Look at the A site. Look at it.
Exactly. Completely get our place on the defense. That mound. Well, it's gonna be. Oh.
That's not something you see in Zone Flawless as well. And almost all of their ultimates on for about 5 rounds. Like, they just haven't had any opportunity to use them. Finally, they managed to kill Purpo. An opportunity that they need to grasp with both hands. They've got weaker weaponry, but just throw things in at this point. Go for it. Into the site. Camo, wait, still, he's now got a showstopper. It's going to kill Boaster before he goes down. Now, Kicks is not going to have a weapon. At least for the next few seconds. They know where he is. Needs to try and escape. Has support from Nats. Looking to hold down the line. Already, 2 of those ultimates are gone, and now the Nightfall comes in as a response. Nats tries to get ahead of it. All players tagged up, but not really any damage-dealing abilities to get rid of them just yet. Even still, though, Kicks ahead, and he gets 2!
Oh, I know they don't.
That glimmer of hope fades. The candle that was seen at the end of a distant tunnel has been blown out. 8-2. This is filthy from Team Liquid.
So the Bill can't get anything done, a dent at best. And look at this aggression. It's beautiful up close, but hold on!
They lose a
Trex,
5v3.
I don't know what happened. I think he whiffed. He was in the smoke waiting. Players came in, but he gets nothing for his trouble. Camo's been the one to bail them out in so many of these situations. He's been showing up again and again, but only 2 this time. Still hope with Nats quickly on the scene. And look at this play from Purpo. He's waiting for the boom bot to break the step in. It's like they've
the back of the boom. Boaster would have been dead if not for the TP, but he gets out of there. Now he teleports behind them. Kicks has still found
And
the
in round
opener.
12, they literally just run it back. I mean, this is actually a humiliation,
For a second, but they look to go forward, continue this pressure.
That is crazy.
Surrounding Alfia once again. He is having to fight, being boxed in. He is cornered. And Trex turns and kills Boaster as well. Now it's all left on to Alfia. They're just ready for every swing, every punch, every fight, every.
Hard, and like we really see a lot of potential in this team.
What's the most memorable thing that Com has done in the past few weeks?
Reflanking. Like I just troll him all the time. Every time like I'm dead and I see him, like I'll just make sure to spectate him and see what he's doing, because if I start seeing him knife out and like just walking away, I'm like, I just yell in the scrim. I'm like, he's doing the thing, guys. Chill.
See you today. Thanks, man. Good luck.
Yes, a great showing at
Tom
kickoff
reflanking,
allowed Fury
thought.
to jump out to an early lead on our Champs Points leaderboard, but they've since stalled in a big way, right? There's still
Thomas,
belief
the
from
Thomas
everybody that this is a
Tuchel of
team that
Valorant.
can do great things, but they've made big
harsh.
changes and need to start earning a few more of these Champs Points as they go.
That's why these changes were such a massive risk. They were already in a great position to qualify, but now they're dealing with 100 Thieves who've tied up with them. And this matchup in particular is super important. You're looking at MIBR on the cusp of getting 6 points if they win here, keeping Furia at 7. And then you have an MIBR in the conversation for qualification through points or through making a deep run, and more danger for Furia to get knocked out.
Yeah, and when you're looking at what people expect out of these two teams, MIBR, I feel like they're now kind of catching up to everyone's expectations of being the super team. They're looking very clean, whereas
Round
Furia,
2 Lotus,
they
it hurts
made
my
those
soul.
big changes.
What, the Fnatic
Expectations
game?
are all leaning towards them to show that, like the fans, that it was worth it. It was for something. We haven't quite seen that yet. It's still early on, but we need to see progression week from week.
On paper, the change is a head scratcher, right?
Yeah.
To have Com come in for EU, and a lot of the narrative around it has been you've got a player that's a bit more self-sacrificial, a bit more low economy, a bit more team-oriented, but EU is the best player on this team.
I'm still trying to work through some of the other changes. We still haven't seen enough to determine what they want to run in terms of Neon being prevalent in the meta still, or it's in playing a little duelist, then saying he wants to go away from the duelist. There's, I think, so much up in the air still with this team that I'm just curious to see where they're trying to take the roles at all.
And speaking of an unchanged roster, curious to hear where MIBR's heads are at. Riv caught up with Tex briefly to give us a scoop.
Here with Tex in the practice rooms before their match today, what has kind of been the focus for MIBR moving forward with everybody in their roles to make sure it's just like victories on the horizon?
It's just making sure everyone's doing their part of the
Why
job.
am I watching that?
We don't need people doing too much or too little. Everyone has their specific thing that they need to be doing. And we're really trying to focus on us, not really too focused about the others. So it's really just being clean, decisive, and not being sloppy.
Good luck in the match today. Thanks.
Is this the one you meant? V1. Not great from Crashies. Not great from Alpha. Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. That's what I mean. There's no way this game is starting in 10 minutes. Like that game, when did that game end? 20 minutes ago? What I mean, like a full 30-minute break. Like you gotta be starting quicker than that. Like we can't be doing this shit. You can't be having a full 30-minute break. Like we should be aiming for 20. We should be aiming for 15. 20 is acceptable. 30 is unacceptable. Anything more than 20 should be seen as a failure, in my opinion. I know it's up to the players, like, you know, it depends kind of on how quickly they can get set up to an extent, but if I was running VCT, I would be saying our aim 15. 15 to 20, not too bad. 20 plus failure, 25 plus big failure, 30 plus. There must be some big tech pause. How quick is it in China, Magnum? Well, when we get to internationals, I don't think it's that long. For some reason, in the regionals, well, in EMEA, I don't think it's that long either. In EMEA and internationals, I feel like we get there pretty quick. We're on like an 8-minute break in between series. I think EMEA normally runs a 2-minute break and like an 8-minute countdown. So they do it, and then maybe the game actually starts like a couple minutes later. Like with the teams walking out and stuff like that. So they probably get it done in 12 minutes. For some reason, America and Pacific are just like, hands off the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Here's a 25-minute break. Here's a 30-minute break. I have no idea why. Genuinely.
At the moment, Furia, a squad that really peaked at the beginning of the year, and since then have been struggling to find their identity, struggling to find the right kind of fitting with the pieces that they've brought in recently.
I mean, number one MIBR fan, I hate to do this to you whilst your team is playing, but also
they are making the right changes.
You're not going to get away with saying
while
that.
The iron is hot. So this contrast and clash between these two teams, we're really going to see, can Furia get it together in time to be able to offset these 2 losses they've already got?
And there's a massive race right now in terms of the champs points. Furia
Don't be
just lost
stupid.
that 4th place spot. The Desk were talking about it right before we went in, because they lose on the tiebreaker head-to-head with 100 Thieves. So I know that 100 Thieves isn't in this game, but they are in the game in a tangential sense, because they are one of the squads that you're having to race against in order to rack up those champs points. And for Furia, that means the world. Maintaining that 4th spot. 5th gets nothing. 4th, at least you have a chance of being able to make it based on the champs points. And take a look at this as well. Summit removed from the veto immediately by MIBR. They put out an official press release from the coaching staff earlier where they were like, that decision to float it against NRG, that was implied to be the players, perhaps their new IGL.
Outside influences, outside voices. They will not be listening to them. They will only be listening to the coaching staff from now on.
Now it will only be the coaches deciding.
Fraud going to be taking
You're
over
at
skirmish
0-2
duties from now on too. Because he was that
That's
was
a
fraud.
pretty
In
rough
case you didn't
start though,
know, we were
LEV,
seeing it in
NRG,
the whole break.
MIBR.
Yeah, that's sick.
It did say MIBR skirmisher.
tough
That was
start.
fraud in the skirmish.
It's left us with a map pool, though, that's really interesting. We start out
Am I
on
playing a
Haven,
horror
which I think
game?
is a little
I mean,
bit
I want to play
more,
Backrooms again.
unknown or untested territory between these two teams. They've played it a little bit, but it hasn't struck me as a particularly great map for either of them, not a terrible map for either of them. I think it sits somewhere in the middle. That's going to be MIBR's pick. But then the next two, Breeze and Sunset, we've had so much interesting stuff from these two teams already early on in Stage 2. We've seen on Breeze, for example, that horrendous choke from MIBR where they failed to do anything on their defense side. What will they do to readjust?
There's only
on the
one
defense
level
side
left
of
in
map 2
Backrooms,
this
really?
time? On the other side of things, you saw... you also saw incredible Sunset compositions with the Deadlock. Furia have adjusted their composition here as well.
A breach in this year.
In the Big 26.
In this part of the world.
Have they looked at the win stats?
In this season, Aurora Borealis in the kitchen. Like, what is happening here?
Well, they really want...
GG.
Let's tie it into this. There was an interview that we did with Artazine, which actually didn't end up making its way to broadcast, where Artazine was asked,
May I see it?
are you going to be carrying on playing the
No.
duelist? And he said, nah.
Not from now on.
Hate that thing.
Yeah.
Get it out of here. So whereas they were previously running Phoenix comps here, I guess they're now forced to run Double Initiator if they
You
feel
wouldn't
like
let this
that
happen?
identity
I said this
was not
earlier,
one
like,
that
if
suited
you
them.
want to play Double, just play Sky.
We'll see how well it does.
Like, if you
We do
have
get
to,
see Furia come out to
play Sky
a
solo.
strong start in this match. I mean, they're already down 2 matches,
It's fine.
0 and 2
This
in
is
their
fine.
group.
This is
You
this
can't
is
keep
fine.
bleeding
It's not
opportunities
great,
to get
but
champs points at this point because you've already, like you mentioned, dropped out of
it's
that
fine.
4th place spot, right?
Just to give a bit of a comparison, MIBR are only a few points behind, 2 points behind Furia and 100 Thieves, but it's already out of their control. Even if MIBR get as many champs points as
That's tough.
place. So not the grand finals, they don't get the automatic spot, but they get the 5 champs points from 3rd place. it's already out of their control. Like, they cannot catch up to these other teams because they lose the tiebreaker on head-to-head. So
what do we need for Gecko to be mad?
they just have to hope and pray that
Genuinely,
by
if the
putting wins
Dizzy
on
just
the
got
board,
buffed a bit,
it
I
ends
don't
up
actually
working
think it
out
would
for
take
them,
that
but
much, because if you buff
Furia,
Dizzy
to some
to where
degree,
people...
still, their fate in their own hands, or at least as much
You know,
as
if you
it
buff
could be.
Dizzy to be like
But
a
I can't
good,
say that I'm a
really
big
good
fan of
ability, like
this old school composition to start.
See what ideas they have. Off the rip though, it's going to be MIBR. I've seen that glide in through window. Setting the eyes over towards Garage here. Second putting his body onto the line, leaping straight up
in this
through
game.
and out.
Oh well, if Second's Phoenix is good,
Up most of this one. Addison
you are
going to
see a gigantic dip between one team's flashes and the others.
Leading the way for his team.
We're talking in the previous game, Brad, about how they swap places sometimes.
So already,
second, about who's going to be hard entry,
Phoenix.
Who's play off
Let's
it.
do a
This
flash
Zek can put his
comparison.
life
This will
on
be
the
good.
line.
Phoenix Flash versus Breach. You ready?
That's face of the team, even if
I'm
he
gonna
goes
put a
down
little
as well,
P
he's
and a
one
little
step
B
closer to
here.
generating those ults.
One of people who actually
MIBR
get
have been one of the teams
flashed
that put a heavy
and
priority
like
on it,
you know
as you should
die
when you
because
play
of
the
it.
Phoenix.
Or just
Yeah, the
people. We could
details
just
have been
do
good for them.
people who
It's
get
something
flashed.
they've clearly been working on.
Fury are miles away. And it's a pistol round. You don't want to be saving here. You want to be making a go of things. No.
Why are they
It's very
not even
weird.
trying?
Where is Shy?
I don't know. It looks like he's searching for a lurker that doesn't exist.
It's bizarre stuff going on. Furia looking lost right now. On a life raft with no signs of land anywhere. Shy joining the fight, but really it looked like they weren't really
busy
even
picking
making
up
an
his
attempt
trip
to
on a
go
pistol
for it
round.
there on the pistol.
It's really...
That's bizarre.
Really odd. Yeah, a really odd pistol round. But, hey, great to see MIBR being super
Positive.
decisive.
Yep.
Even with Aspas not playing the hard entry in this round in particular, it was Zekken doing that. And they still look really good. The aggression and the willingness to go out there and be coordinated together with the pushes is something that I've got big questions about and have done all year with MIBR. And I've been pretty happy with what I've seen from them in Stage 2.
I think they have corrected a lot of the issues. Players are on the same page, which definitely helped. Seen the roles as well, solidified. And again, we were talking about the minor details. They are always putting a heavy prioritization and getting Zek in that ult.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Generate it as much as humanly possible.
And they are straight in off the back of that.
No contact plays whatsoever. They're just walking straight up into the fight. Aspas. Pretty dominant position to be playing in with that rifle in hand. And he's immediately just slapped down the offensive approach by Furia.
This guy gonna save
The
again.
one-way smoke that they throw on top of C there is not normally used as part of an exec. It's normally just used to push the chamber away if they were playing on top of the box. Aspas is feasting.
Yeah, he's just hunting up all the
Get your anti-ego ace.
Now,
Shy's going to save again.
It's Second that needs the ult, though.
Yeah, but it's Aura.
It is, sure. They are eventually going to set him up for it. There it is. Okay, so there's the ult for the bonus.
Okay, they're actually playing to win.
It's perfect.
That's how you know they're playing to win and not playing for Aura.
Yep.
If you're in your ranked games, you are never getting your Neon to give you that final kill. You can't catch them. They're just going to run away and grab the kill anyway.
Down. I am that guy, though. I'm a bit nerdy in ranked.
What you're
if
like,
my team's trying to set me up for the ace, I'm like, no, guys, let's go for the win. Come on.
I only need the 4K.
It's like, I'm not playing for the clip.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to play for the clip. Just let's get the win. Let's get that first.
So
this bonus looks deadly.
PB counters, Phoenix flashes versus Breach flashes that
MIBR
do
are not going to be
something.
C defaulting anymore, so they stack 3 bodies towards B. They got the guess correct.
Yeah. Is that the cam being broken, I believe, by Shy. He's not moving off this perch.
Drone sees nothing over towards A, and he's fairly confident, but so is Tex.
Yeah, he's just taking a fight straight up now. The runner back's going to be used to clear the way through into Garage. Aftershock to delay and stall. It has cut a bit of time off the clock. Fast lane now forwards. Fault line to slow it down one step further forward. Zekken will be fading all the way to the back here, but the space has been granted and given up. Still Adsin dominating him through that smoke. Flash sent forwards and a call for a cancel is made. MIBR slowing it down.
They got the spam trade through there onto Ardzine. That was Mazzino with a Bulldog from long range, knowing that there was a player inside. And now Furia, because they spread out these defenders and lost the trip information as Shy fell. And they're in a pretty rough spot on the defense here. And this is already starting to feel like a round that they need to put on the board.
Goes without saying, I think. Play it down, though. Plant's going to be going down with no...
One flank retake A.
This one back at all.
No smoke.
Miles away. It's going to take him
no
5 seconds just to
neon
connect with
wall.
the rest of the team.
Break the trip, that's good, and then come back. That's pretty good by Comp.
Util to use into the post. Paranoia too for Mazzino.
And they know that Ardzene's down, so that means no smoke on the defuse. Should be the easiest post plant here for MIBR to play off.
Just play all the way back.
Tech should have a late
crazy timing.
Tech's just taking it before they're even really tapping the spike.
And they're just going to save.
So the time pressure being bled off. He's just, yeah, feeling it apparently. Taking fights.
Oh, man. And
they're
Furia.
saving again?
It has already looked too passive from Furia. Like, they're slower to make decisions than MIBR. I'm worried, Bren.
I'm worried too.
They're calling it Stinker Week.
Yeah, I mean, it's feeling like it. I was praying we'd get, I mean, at least one close game, but
already I'm worried.
This is extremely similar to what happened to Furia when they played against LEV on Haven. They lost the pistol. They lost the bonus. Could have put barely any rounds together on their defense half.
But they actually had quite a lot of rifle round wins.
They did, yeah, which is the key point, right? Is that they were going toe-to-toe when they had the guns in their hands, but...
different comp as well, though, Brent.
It was a different comp, yeah.
And it was more of a, like...
Oh, early timeout. Not
comp.
good. Yeah, matches what we're seeing from teams.
I think that the Breach narrative is overplayed but true. It just doesn't win games very often. If you have Breach and the other team doesn't have Breach, you are fighting a gigantic uphill battle to get value out of the character so that you can actually get a win on the board.
Yeah, bit of a symptom of Breach being shackled, I think, to the other initiators when it comes to the balance, but...
Oh, Bren popping off. Bren taking a little dig there, like that from you, Bren. Duck.
No, I think
you gotta play with it.
The big thing to look at with this compositional change is that in theory it should free up Ardzene, who's no longer calling from Duelist, to maybe have some better calls. That, I think, is the big thing that you're getting with this comp that you weren't getting with Ardzeene playing on Phoenix.
That's during a timeout?
From Duelist
Look,
positions.
I have figured it out. I have actually just figured out the ads.
Like Yampy, for example, who are pulling it off.
I've figured it out.
But
if teams call a timeout in like the first
then there are
8 rounds or something,
with your composition.
I can figure out to only give you ads during either timeouts or halves. Hopefully.
Dawn of Valorant.
And Koala Noob is one of the people with a gun.
And we're seeing it. Cage to cut off that one angle at least. That fault line, it does slow down a few of these players. Drone, get a bit more information.
Big shot. Okay, big fight, eh?
Shot from Shive. Don't think he had much time to adjust.
Have I converted Sideshow? I have converted Sideshow into a Breach here. I genuinely think if I have a lasting legacy in Valorant, I think it's that
aggressive so far this game.
I think I partly shaped the Breach narrative.
What we were really critiquing.
In fact, I think I drove the Breach narrative.
What is that?
Oh, that's what? That is vile.
Okay, well, Shy's going to at least even it out.
They've done
trade.
They did a ton of damage to Basic as well. I think that was Aspas taking a position over towards A Long, punishing him on a jump peak. Hit a 140 with the Phantom.
Yeah.
MIBR have been constantly pressuring over towards A. Verno's been making it feel like they're setting up for B. He threw his drone over there.
Contact all the way.
And that's starting now to pull the Furia players out of position. Just at the exact timing that MIBR are walking into the A side.
To make the calls is just contact in off that space. Once more, like you said, prior conditioning.
Did you hear any of that? I don't think so.
The Furia still have a player advantage, though. They are grouped up. They're going to be all in on this flank attempt.
It's going to be a lot of pressure on Zekken.
Even picking up a gun as well. So, still, Zekken.
Seen one.
I think slow walking onto that angle is a bit ambitious.
Probably
Just hoping
will suspect maybe
nobody
a bit
at
more.
all is thinking about the fact that your Cypher's gone down.
It's not ideal. Even abundance of util if your art's in to see if you can
Breach
set that
Stun's
team
gonna
up.
reveal
It's going to be used. That reveals the hand up. Basic over towards that A-long angle. Zekken still good for it. Holding all the way down. Aspas.
Oh, you saw what the Breach
towards
Stun
heaven, and then the last player reveals the hand. It is Basic, but he's on 10 HP.
It's so slow, Bren. It's so slow.
It's really slow, isn't it?
Even the way in which they're playing the retake is extremely slow and sluggish.
Breach's stats are still terrible, yeah. Nothing has changed. Breach's stats have still been awful anytime anyone's played it.
During kickoff is that
just that I feel like most teams have heard from the grapevine. They've heard from the TMV grapevine that this Breach agent might be shit, and there is years worth of data to prove it.
And yes, that was them playing a double duelist composition with Alim on the neon, but he did just catch a glimpse of it there.
That's all he was holding for.
Unfortunate mistake from Comp. But that, I mean, that is not the reason they lost the round.
No.
Nice read from MIBR, though, if you want to flip things on his head and give
Bro
credit to
brother,
the
I've got
finding
4
that
years
gap in
worth of
A,
data.
just based on the timing,
Oh,
exactly
3.5.
as Furia pulled off. Good fake util from Verno. Who's going to play
over the top? It's a lovely tag.
Actually, no, 4, because I
See the
started in
overdrive let loose
mid-2022.
once more. This is Zaspas going to be leading this one for the rest of the team. High ground angle. It's going to be dodged and avoided for now. Adsin not really receiving much more of that util. Yeah, not blinded up at all. The reinforcements arriving with Koala Noob here and now. Vernado left into that spot. Tricky
they went
scenario in a
around. Late
1v4.
flood.
I mean, very
I know,
quick
it's
with the cleanup though.
0-1.
Furia, there's some decisiveness for you.
Yeah, once actually the tempo was increased there from MIBR, Fury responded to it quite well. And credit as well to Ardzine, who was just posted up on that double box position, waiting for people to come into it, getting the punish.
I mean, to be fair, Breach's win rate is like starting 3-0 down anyway,
Oh,
so
and
Furia
fully
were just
blinded up,
getting that
managed
out
to
of
get
the
a
way.
second one out of that as well. It's a fast play just designed to punish Com. I think they were hoping that that might be one of those rounds where the Sova is holding alone on A. But Fury have been holding many players here, and here's a
Holy
stack
shit.
again.
What? Okay. Tell you what, players have been getting very good at killing the Neons while sliding.
Striker's alone here.
The walk up in lobby. The walk
Walk
up.
up in lobby. Adsin, he's all the way forwards here. That's a spike drop down in their laps. Lobby control. Still there's Paranoia and a smoke. Just to prop it all the way up, but this holds. Difficulties now here for MIBR.
Verna was way too far forwards there with no support. When Aspas falls and you recognize that there's a lobby crunch going on, you got to get out.
Got to say, hard inting into lobby as your attack side default for MIBR these last few rounds. It's brave against a breach.
It feels a little bit like they've forgotten how to play against breach comms, which, to be honest, is one of the advantages of running the breach in 26.
Yeah, lobby controls what?
Triple walk down mid in a 5v3.
Oh, Texas found one. Still the rest of the Fury players happy to clean this one up. It will be reclaimed. It's just second though. And it is a 1v4 here. Can ISO the fights well enough here. Good coverage. Adsin ready there. Immediate with the swing.
I was a little bit concerned that they were being too proactive with a two-player
Who
advantage.
would I rather have on my team? Forsaken on Perma Breach or
given up
FNS
the
on Perma
spike over
Killjoy?
towards A lobby,
Absolutely
figured that
Forsaken on
MIBR
Perma
had
Breach.
put in a lot
Why
of
would you pick Killjoy of all the
resources to
things?
get that back. Running in sideways to avoid the flash and then turning back around. Lovely idea. Great anticipation of what MIBR's long default is going to look like, which is pretty similar to everybody else's.
Come on, now we're in the game. Let's go. Now we're playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Com's been a big presence, a big voice in the communications every time.
0 assists for our Breach, by the way.
Big talking point when we've been
is
about it. Is this going to be a Hunter's Fury?
He didn't spot anything off that.
Yeah, no tags. I think as well with the full line. Texto still okay. Just trying to jump up onto the box. It will be punished.
Damn, that was
Think
quite
about what I was
funny.
saying. Adzin's also
Yeah, it was
right
so
there
fast.
alongside him. It's the
Holy,
sound
they took
bait,
that time
hoping
out,
nobody-
just insta like,
Hold on.
go
Oh,
and
he was
do
running
stuff.
all the way back up.
And then all the way back down
All the
again.
way back down again, trying to sound bait again. It has pulled the attention away. MIBR not looking in the right place for it, but
That's crazy.
There's chance out of 1v1. Hunter's Fury now going to be used to disrupt this one with a plan. That's a great tag. Dodge for now, but one more burst will do it. Adsin still applying that pressure. There's proactivity and aggression now from Furia. An injection that they desperately needed. It is working out round after round.
They're doing a good job with it, but Basic's position is where you buy guns. And he's not controlling or getting any information on C. There's an open passageway for MIBR to be able to get onto the C site here. And then they're given so much space, they can also get inserted in spots where the
Spike's
Fury
on
might
its own
just
again.
walk into them. It's a very weird game state
Strange
here.
one, yeah. When both teams have lost control of the map.
The timing reclear from Koala Noob and Com could win the round, but it's just based on the timing they catch.
Down second to running back earns. As soon as there's no instant trade from Com.
No trade?
No, just holding. Biding his time, does not choose to take the fight. Full line now is going to be reaching his way across the side, trying to cut these players up. Zeka now with that all popped off. It's the duelist really trying to make the difference. A lot of damage being done though, softening up these
has to
players.
win that
Needs to be
offside.
defended. Zekin is very much alone here.
There.
ISO off to the side. Oh my goodness! Patience played in the end there. I said it. Zekin's body had to be defended. Com
You actually
just
bait the
slinks his
body.
way
You
in
bait
and
him and
secures up the
swing off him.
round.
It turns out baiting his teammate, the best possible thing that Com could have done in that scenario. He's able to come through unexpectedly through Garage, catches that timing. Nothing that Zekin could do. He had, what, a couple of bullets that he had to hit. Otherwise, his body was straight out in the open. I mean, from Com's POV, it doesn't even look like Zekin had a chance to shoot.
Let's go! Oh my god, I
What a
trolled
big
so
play.
badly.
What a big play. What a Red Bull clutch for the new guy coming in.
Yeah.
With all the scrutiny.
A lot of scrutiny. I mean, big talking points revolving around Com as well, but it was...
Why is
it's
Com
always
getting a ton of
illuminating,
hate?
talking to people
Did
who've
he
been former
personally
teammates
kick
or
you off the
coaches
team?
of Com?
Yeah.
About what he adds in team environments, because if you are a stats Andy, which it feels like 90% of the community currently is,
yeah,
where you just pull up the VLR page and you pretend to be an expert,
yeah,
you're like, well, why does this guy keep getting picked up? But the reality is, there's more that goes into it rather than just the numbers that you can put up. It's, don't get me wrong.
Does our breach have an assist yet? I don't think so. I want to read the YouTube chat. Because he's been mid for a year, says Money Drag. Oh, he has 1 assist.
Seems to be lacking, I guess, some of those carry players.
Yeah.
I mean, I would personally describe Ardazine and even Basic as being more supportive players.
Yeah.
Whereas EU was one of those people that could take over and win you big rounds alongside Koala Noob. So I think that puts more pressure on people like Shy to become the carries of the team alongside Koala.
Strange in general here. A bit of a punish over towards that C long direction. Stuns on stuns and a deep push down mid as well. Corfu, this is just Atten alone.
He's just pushing every round.
Pushing alone. And this is just caution to the wind. Playing to wind apparently, but not with shots like that. Can't quite claim that kill. Koala Noob at least trying to follow up with all this noise. Pressure us an overdrive, but Aspas is right there behind him. And now he's looking to see if he can aim straight onto these players. Again, this is a guessing game and carnage occurring. Smooth with the movement, still smoother. Shots. Mazzino already piecing it together. Playing off the back of it, now putting the squeeze on the Basic. He's twisting and turning, head on a swivel, back towards these players, but Mazzino eventually squaring up and winning that fight out. 2v2.
It's fucking chaos.
Damage done. Verno and Mazzino are limping into this engagement.
Oh my
Also
god.
got bodies alive though, and that spam almost bringing down Com. Plan still not down.
Yeah, and the damage done to Mazzino and Verno earlier is going to make it tough.
It's going to be replaced there. Com was just waiting for the deep push. Preempting this one here. This is not put together really. Shy just holding it down. Waiting for somebody to just walk right in. But now syncing up with the teammate. 7 bullets left. Doesn't want to commit to the reload. Doesn't want to give
wait
away
for
the
Dart.
game.
What's the cooldown on the recon? Just came back.
Yeah, and that's an important tool. Just a jiggle. Don't want to be caught with util out in your hands. Is going to be sending this one flying, but as that one way is propped up, Mazzino getting his own cooldowns back online. Drone now going to be utilized. Shy. Difficult spot. Time is ticking. Tagged up. Forced to respect it, and how do you play this one here? There's no time at all.
Bro, that's a tough one.
Similar issues rearing its head.
I mean, they're so aggro.
Yeah, Shy just not finding a way to be able to get into these rounds, but Furia are playing so loose. They are walking Ardazine just straight down mid, and then Basic has no support, but does a good job even going 1-for-1 in that scenario. I think you have to be really critical of the way that Com uses his utility as well towards the end. He's almost in the open inside the smoke using his drone, so it gets cancelled. He's not doing that from a safe position. And he doesn't have a bounce lineup to be able to throw the recon, so he just walks into the one-way.
Yeah. My bad, that would have been way cleaner. That would have been way cleaner. I was perfect there, holy shit.
If Com gets a bounce recon off at the end, that actually allows them to get in and go through the smoke. It's just small micro details.
Okay, more aggro. They need Tex to live. Why does Tex not have any trips?
Furia. I said playing to win, not playing to lose, right? That sort of style. But this is just individualistic.
It is, but they're exploiting
space.
gaps in MIBR's default. MIBR are not looking for these. I think they've been quite lucky to catch Ardazine the couple of times he's gone for it.
Now it's Koala Noob's turn, and he's got so much information for them. His entire team.
Are they going to drone to clear mid? They've done it
They're
before.
just sending it with bodies, looks like. Just looking to see if they can rely on that raw aim. It is quick with the return of the fire, but Koala's already done the damage. That's a team flash. Tex couldn't see a thing.
And a -1?
Team flash. Yeah, Basic's still got 2 available, so.
Yeah, no one's getting caught by that shit. Don't worry about that.
That's putting it lightly.
It's, again, still really one-and-done type positions, though. Ardazine tucked onto a tight angle, but they don't go towards him.
And Com has so much space up towards A lobby.
At least now Basic and Shy can play off each other.
At least getting off the line, though, for now. It's just slide off angles being held. Fast lane. Gets them in.
Seconds left.
Plant committed. Mazzino Holding this one needs to be defended. These players are caught in position. One TP at least to evacuate, but Aspas is still
the
there.
sound of the TP makes it sound like Aspas isn't there.
Diacom trying to activate onto that flank. Basics are going to be covering that though. Aspas taken out. Fight to be taken is a critical one. With Azin falling, Zekin at least holding down the ground that he has for now. Shot darts! Ricocheting! Zekin's barely alive and there is coverage there. Mazzino at least holding it all the way off. 2v2. Fight's taken though. Now it just leaves it up to Mazzino. He's not good for it. Overwhelmed here by Basic.
They did get caught by trying to get value with your gun as a Breach player can always be difficult, but Basics had his best maps playing some really unconventional agents. He pulled out the Deadlock on Sunset and looked remarkable with it. We're going to that map later on. I hope they haven't changed their composition there.
I mean, he was probably dead flashed or not, I think, there, to be honest.
Set Shy up for a sitter. And this play by Aspas was hoping they didn't know he was there, tried to jump onto the chamber, but actually a rare bit of good team play from Furia, who have otherwise been playing really individually.
Yeah.
Sure happy about that, though.
I gotta see an adjustment from MIBR.
But not 0 and 4.
I need to see them. I think start defaulting Texas.
The hell is it we had ever had any fucking Cypher trips?
Yeah.
Big gaps, but maybe they got different ideas for it.
I mean, Shy was breaking it in some of the rounds where we saw Tex go for it. So
he's in short.
Yeah, they got 4 bandits here.
Yeah, it's an eco, so why not? Take some liberties with it. Paranoia, dart in through the back. Kuala he's lit up here, in danger, and there it is. The bandit's getting it done. Seeing ults now offloaded. Rolling Thunder going to be rolling all the way forward, and there's Tex capitalizing off of it. Finding that solo kill onto Com, cleaned up in the end though. A central trade from Basic, still locking down that one
the ult
avenue.
completely
This
misses.
is dire circumstances. Plan down here.
Still has ult.
They haven't been able to upgrade, though. 2 players still with a bandit. And Aspas with the same Vandal he came into the round with, weakened up as well.
All players onto the side too. The post-plan positioning not too ideal for MIBR.
Aftershock should be able to clear out either Aspas or
There
Zeka.
it is. You can't quite run from that one here. It's going to be covered. It's the rifles well trained. Need to see some insane moments here. Verno. Verno. Not clear.
Oh,
Got the bandit! Oh no!
They just gave him a smoke to play inside of. Had no idea there was a player tucked into the plant position.
If he forced to accept the truth of the Haven Breach
Absolute
meta.
perfect spot.
Our Breach has
to be able
1
to play
assist
around
now.
with the bandit there. And this is the teleport that Shy was worried about in the previous round.
Flash.
This is how Tex caught that timing as well. Oh, you hate to be a Sova in that situation where you're
We're not doing value, I'm doing flashes.
Someone pops up in your peripheral.
Yeah, you're just out in the open. Don't have that peace of mind that you know that the other areas are
Bros,
clear.
1 assist.
Might be harder with that. I mean, the money.
Look at the economy swap. It's crazy.
Flipped. Yeah. Tough going, really. Fury, we're getting a couple of rounds on the board now. It's going to be difficult now. MIBR, we'll see what they've got.
Flat. I'm ulting him flat. He's wide, flashing through. Nice, boys.
2 logs, 1 more logs.
One more logs.
That's 2, that's 2 for Phoenix.
Okay, I'm just waiting.
I'm calling. Just waiting.
Okay, do some plan.
You can play. I ain't spawned so
Garage.
Where the fuck is Servant? Garage, I think.
He used shot garage.
From B.
Same B?
Yeah. From B.
Nice, guys. And we got Ian's ult. Yes, sir. Yo, orb maxing. Without orb maxing.
I think it's taken MIBR a little bit of time to figure out how Furia wanted to play the defense. Those A lobby fights early,
Breach Redemption, bro, they're about to lose this map. They're going to lose the map.
But now they've realized that the C side of the map is weak. I feel like they can just spam these kind of execs over again. I know that this one was, you know, weaker weaponry that Furia were coming in with, but it's tough to hold C with a comp like this. You don't have the Cypher in the mix. You don't have someone who likes anchoring over there. And once again, they're set up. This one looks like they're going to fake a bit of pressure over towards lobby.
Ooh.
But everyone's going C.
Yeah, they really are. Mazzino, though, getting ahead of the fault line.
I'm not really sure why Mazzino is in such a deep position. Maybe this was supposed to be a pump fake C.
He's so deep right now. I mean, he's going to take a 1v1 on short. He's already killed Comp. This fight's to be taken on C long, too. I mean, this is MIBR just holding it down, really.
Oh, breach value. You want breach value for that one as well? Thinking that they're stunned and can't be past that and just Omen TPing and just winning?
Left alive, Shy and Basic. Tex is hoping for the body.
Shy has to take a risk in this spot. I think he's been too conservative so far, and he's not found a timing before the Cypher ult comes out.
Nope. And the players are going to be revealed.
Or just run C.
That will surely cause a fast rotation. Got to imagine, and there it is. Spike's going to be going all the way over towards C. Don't take unnecessary risks.
I mean, somehow, Mazzino and Tex have pushed through A to C, while Shy has stayed anchoring on A the entire time.
It's, yeah.
I think A is one of the most complex maps to hold in the meta right now as a solo individual kind of player. This is devious, by the way.
I love this angle.
It never works when I try it, though.
They're not really expecting this, are they? Yeah. It's a good kill, though, from Shy. You might as well throw everything into it because this is your last chance in the half. Flashes forward. Second one, though, is going to be very much real. That's 8-4 here for MIBR. Pretty clean half.
For someone like Com, who's come back into playing professionally after, you know, a little bit of a break, was previously...
At Thinking Man's Valoid if you saw, Zelsis posted a tweet implying he got dropped and replied to Marvid's dream team with him on it saying let's build, then 2 hours later Wedded posted a signing gif. Considering how much they talked about V1 CS comms improvement coming into the split, it's...
What did he tweet? Let's put a tweet implying he got dropped and replied to Mar's dream team with it on saying let's build, then 2 hours later we did posted a signing gift. How much do you think they talked about Vic's comms improvement? Going to the split seems like Vic IGL minus Zelsis plus we did. Hold on 1 second. If Zelsis gets cut by Emmy, I mean, bruh.
Obviously, everyone's got to be looking out for it. The specific person that I pray I fling today is Ian Bosch. If I fling Ian Bosch, I will be so happy.
I mean, I think that, you know, everyone talks about that Zelsis video, and I think that that Zelsis video is not even the... Someone else posted a different Zelsis thing on the Reddit that I think was worse. Like, I don't even think the one that everyone's mad about or whatever is even bad. Like, it's maybe not, like, the best wording, but I think the actual... The sentiment is fine, but maybe the way he worded it wasn't the best, but, like, you know, whatever. But I don't know if you saw the one where he's like, he seemed legitimately very, very angry that the people left the team. That like the old players, like 3 players, decided to leave the team. Like he seemed genuinely really, really pissed. Which I can understand in a way, but like he seemed very like strangely
they made it
like
all the way to the lower bracket final.
like more than I would have thought.
Aspas, Tex, Mazzino. You know, it's a very, very similar team to be honest.
It just made me think like, oh, that can't be good for the
different
vibes.
Circumstances now, though. Towards A lobby, there's a
Yeah, like
fast play
Zappa,
down
Penny,
towards C
Vic,
long.
like
MIBR looking to control a bit of that space. They have a bit of util, cause a bit
No,
of
no,
concern,
no,
but
no.
the timing is taken
Not
immediately.
the my way or the
Action by
highway
Fury
one.
is adequate.
The
He plants. Oh my god, that's tight in terms of the timing. Basics on 3 HP, barely alive now. The aftershock's going to be his last hurrah, essentially, as he's going to be probably trying to
Was
go
it
down
posted?
the ship. He's
It
managed
was
to
posted
evacuate
soon
for
after
now.
the other one.
Fasto is the name of the game on either side. Mazzino straight onto the diffuser, already in the south half. The spam is not good. Mazzino sticking this, and he gets off as the smoke dissipates. Adsin trying to play this one. Bit of a backstab angle.
no one watching that at all. What are they doing? They lost their mind.
Arriving from afar, heavy with the
stuck it.
weaponry, heavy with the sheriffs, and a header hunter in Shy's hands to finish it all off.
I wasn't sure what the game plan was there, all getting off the site to try to play the post plan, but it's that reflank coming through from Ardazine, who's just been taking liberties in this map.
I don't know why
He's been
no one's
pushing on
watching it.
defense, pushing on attack, getting himself into little flank
Actually,
angles.
everyone's looking out there. You're
We
on
were
a
asking
pistol,
what's
bro.
the purpose of this compositional change? And Arnstein said that he didn't want to play duelist, right?
Nice! You see that?
But
We
he's just
fight
got
together,
so much.
we win. Easy. Let's go.
He's got so much more freedom now, actually, on the Omen than he did when he was playing Phoenix. He's wandering around wherever he wants.
Tag, camera taken out.
The pistol round, that injection of energy. Furia need it. They got to run with it.
And you heard Com saying, we fight together, we win. Looking to try to take the team fights. That has not been what they've been up to for the majority of Haven.
Been very individualistic. Drone and contacting up behind it. Furia. Tech spotting signs of it, just with that classic.
They see
Peeks out, at least takes out a one player. A flash and a repeat. This is fast from MIBR. They're immediately trying to respond to most of this pressure. It's the pistols getting it all done. Mazzino and Verno. 2v2. Shy with a punish, but it's hurt by Verno. Good level of awareness. He's immediately just whipped his way around the corner, but surely going to be falling. Yes, failed by the Sheriff, but still it goes either way. Mazzino slips in off the back of the Chaos and now picks up the upgrade. Sheriff now in his hands.
Oh, he missed the timing.
Missed the timing, potentially going to be catching it. No, just can't quite align the aim in time. It's
that could have gone very bad.
Puts him down into the mud.
Oh, should never have got that close. When you're playing against
What's on 100 Thieves Breeze comp?
There wasn't a reason particularly
To be honest,
for that,
initially,
to be
I was a
as
bit of a
tight as
doubter.
It was. Contacting fully into the seaside, fully in. Puts
Oh, sorry, that flash actually caught 2 people.
Has to clear like 7 different angles at once. They're happy they got the round over the line, but it's going to mean that they really don't have.
Initially, I was a doubter
particularly
on the
to
Thieves
work
Breeze
with.
comp, but then they've been very good on
themselves
Breeze,
are
so who
fairly
am I
light
to be a
around,
doubter
actually.
anymore?
So it's only one player forcing. It's only Basic that forces up.
Somehow got the best out of it.
Yeah, how did that end up working?
Not too sure. Weirdo look towards mid now. There's going to be a bit of a split coming through. Gliding straight into the open arms of Zekin and is covered.
Good from Tech.
Moves onto that open avenue. The angle in through Garage. So MIBR leading now. Big advantage with those 2 kills that they've managed to claim. At least the plant is down for Furia, but MIBR have got something to say about it. Running back now forwards. Does highlight Basic's position. He's going to have to do a bit of a rolling retreat. He's worried about the backstab once more. Risks probably going to need to be taken here by
I
Furia.
wouldn't even count that one because it didn't get a
Back in the more
kill.
passive positions, they need kills, and they need it now.
Mazzino's covering this reflank from Basic, at least looking to trade.
Basic's
playing for his smoke lineup.
No, he's just missed the timing on it. Mazzino taking it, and like you said, playing for that smoke timing up. That's
Calm with the
coming.
reflank.
Obfuscating that one. And,
That's 3v5.
will always be flanking.
Yeah, you just can't drop off sight like this when you're playing against Mazzino with still smokes up.
And not just that when you're 2 players down.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's dangerous enough if Mazzino goes down, but they still have a Phoenix wall or a Neon wall to be able to play with. But certainly when they're all 5 players alive, there's got to be playmaking happening in these kind of spots.
Yeah.
It feels like maybe they're too attached to the protocol of dropping back.
I knew it, bro.
But I will say for Furia, that initial game plan for Kuala Lumpur Artsine to pinch the BC connector players, it was well timed.
It was, yeah.
It was just well dealt with by MIBR.
I have the spike.
I like
More
MIBR
Siago?
How Comp is positioning. He's probably behind us. They were right.
Nobody is going to know the tendencies of Com better than MIBR.
Yeah.
They've benefited from it so many times before.
Aspas has been left as a bit of a deep insert into A lobby. This is good information that he can gather. Even with the abundance of bullets that have been raining down towards that C site. It's all good.
Okay, they destroy the camera.
Xeno spotted.
Reclear A.
Obviously can TP to get out. He's still
You
sticking
know, needs
around,
to destroy
though.
this and then leave.
Drone needs to be broken for Aspas, and that is good.
Yeah,
Communication is clear.
Mazzino's going to be able to TP out noisily here and play Aspas in.
Yeah, so this is a bait and switch. Oh,
good
committed to
clear.
clear. That's good. I mean, at least the awareness for it. Sidestepped over the stun, and there's... Oh, they're just being absolutely
Well, they go
stunted.
back.
Oh, no way.
What's happening?
Aspas stays on that line by dodging the
Bro, they
stun
haven't
and
commed
gives his
that they
team
destroyed the
full
fucking
info that it's
Omen ult.
fake A pressure. And that is just phenomenal confidence from Aspas.
Oh shit, I got rid of that.
I'm a bit confused as to why there wasn't a bit more of a follow-up on the punish, but you're right, it is phenomenal confidence.
30 seconds left.
Flash forwards. Molly, though, to delay and deny this one as a flood attempt is called for. MIBR trying to get bodies into the mix. Big reveal. Just a bit laboured there in terms of the rifle aim, but Texas still going to be inserted into the back of the site. Tap. The spike finally now to full committal, and with that trip broken,
Oh,
alert
what
these
a
players.
shot.
Nasty shot from Com, but back's a turn. Tex now. Nora Theft gives him the information he's going to be looking for in just a few moments. Tap forward, see if he can bait it out. Plant angle, he knows he can potentially get half here. And already there it is. Com is going to be dragged out into the open with that one here, and that tap. Bullets though raining on either side. Another tap here. Texas looking for that solo 1v1. The former teammate's gone. Oh, he's shut down.
He's played it beautifully, Com, and then he's just whiffed the bullets when it matters. Tex has a longer pull-out time, but whips the rifle up and lands it on the head. Those are the two players, I think, that care the most about winning those 1v1s against each other. And this one, as the first half was also going, has landed in Tex's lap.
Yeah, look at that.
I think Com should have caught him dead to rights there. I think that's just a mechanic stiff.
I mean, in future,
Immediately getting a bit of a glimpse of the comms. We're seeing corrections called for.
Zekken making requests of the GOAT.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you? No, it's good to see, to be honest. Because at times, MIBR previously, we've been touching on it a lot, to be honest, but stage 1, kickoff, they were on vastly different pages at times, this team.
Okay, this is good because you can sell these baits now because you've already kind of shown them one, so they're always going to be worried that even if you clear A,
it should be
it's going to be another one.
for MIBR to anchor the seaside compared to Furia. How well do they do with it?
This is a bit of an awkward angle here, especially with a dart not dealt with, because players are going to be rapidly approaching now. But Hunter's Fury, Tex, it's a good movement. He sidestepped most of this one, but doesn't have the shot waiting right from the side. There's so much utility, but somehow Tex survives.
3v4. How did they get this kill on B?
MIBR left now. It's a play disadvantage. This is so quick by Zekken, just trying to at least run them all the way down.
You
The
know
flashes,
what?
though, are excellent from Basic, and he's able to play off the back
I might
of
even
them.
give Breach 2 for that.
Single-handedly here. Plant's still not down, but eventually now, finally getting it. Aspas, 1v4. In through the back of the site. Plant angle is held. Waiting for the smoke to dissipate. He's got to try and ISO these fights. They spotted a 1, anticipating the trade. Bit of a pre-fire now, but he's looking for a little bit more. Where could these players be?
It's a good read, but it's a wrong read.
Yeah. There's no player waiting there. Shots fired, they know where he is. Dart there. Not shot in time, trying to get ran down now by these players, but the spacing needs to be good. Swinging round,
Why did they even
Shy's
do
there.
that? Why didn't they just hold him?
View to peel back to safety. Furia get a necessary round win.
That was a Breach value round.
Perfect timing to be able to get into C right as Tex was leaving.
We've got one good round across the entire game.
MIBR with the wrong read, and Mazzino was left to hold that one down, basically all on his own. Tex had to try to flood, and then we saw Zekken and Aspas try to flood afterwards. Basics util, as you were saying, shutting that down.
Nice! Nice done,
That was a half-buy round from Furia.
Who will spot first?
Now it puts MIBR onto a bad
money
buy.
a bit
This
weird.
could be an opportunity for Furia to get back into the game. Bit of A pressure, a breach hold to work with.
Yep, already sliding through. Koalanu.
He slid in there with a shorty out.
He did. Didn't expect that weapon to be out, I don't think. All good.
Didn't get punished for it.
Just A hit with Breach ult.
I'm looking at a lot of half armors online here from MIBR. Luckily, none of them in the sideline where Shy is approaching over towards C. It's a trap play setup is what it looks like. Texas contact.
Yeah.
And a flash probably held.
But because they're using light weapons as well, they're having to play retake on A and C. Which opens a door for Furia to roll the dice and see if they can land in a really nice post plant. If Basic could
It's a
save
very
the
strange
breach ult,
setup.
this round could be wrapped up. And Furia
Tex
could be
has
in a
2
spot where
cages
they
as
go
well.
up
Like, he has to be
9
putting
10.
cages in here.
Because there'll be an anti-eco after this.
I love that.
Not ready yet.
Shy's just been holding down a lot of the space the entirety of the time. Not seeing any jump spots, jiggles, looking for the info, and now it's going to be decided to be taken. Util used to see if they can push back the flood attempt. The molly disrespected. Oh my goodness, Corm is barely alive. Sliver of HP, 18 health remaining, and the bullets are just whistling
Nice
past
to the
him.
wall.
But there it is. Blaze Wall from the side. Apparently claiming a kill. Rolling Thunder going to be at least collecting. Two of these players sent straight up into the air, trying to play off the back of the space that the running back claimed. Zekken at least got that one going and moving, but the damage is done, and there it is, Shy.
Wow.
Late insert, announces himself there towards the stage.
The
Red
double
Bull
outlaw
clutch
kill from Shy,
in his
crazy.
name.
Phoenix
And
value?
really good, intelligent anticipation, recognizing the economy pressure, knowing that if they force,
I'm just counting
they would have
flashes.
to be on those light armors. And it's the outlaw purchase that wins him the clutch. Com had a bit of a nightmare there. Just getting assassinated by Zekken's
I don't know what
utility,
they're
but thankfully they
again
got
a
Shy in the
bit
back.
off there. I mean,
On
he
the
might be
cleanup duty.
lurking, but
And even though it wasn't the easiest round in the world for Furia, this is going to push MIBR down
they're
onto
on a big
Nico. And as
eco.
long as Furia can convert, with Shy pulling out the outlaw again, as long as this one is an easy round. Fury have dragged it to within 1.
Yeah, touch in distance. Broken 4 shy.
That is a crazy attack smoke.
Yeah.
Just cuts off the sight line from Garage and from Logs.
Yeah.
And so in theory, it forces you into the Outlaw sight line if you want to jump peek to maintain C info. It's an interesting idea from Furia.
Okay, Aspas does have ult. That's the danger.
He's alone on the A side, but this is slow going from
So
Furia.
does Koala, though.
Bruno just hoping to jiggle most of this one. He's calling for reinforcements at least.
Yeah. They've not gone A very much.
Uh-oh.
It's an eco stack.
They only have classics, but I saw what those classics did.
And Aspas has an overdrive too.
A few rounds before.
Can't forget about that. I think as soon as this util flies forward, you might start to see it popped off. If I take it now, Shy has taken all of C, and that's calling for the rotation. Okay.
Disaster averted.
Yeah.
Has bought full shields. Is he going to just use it?
Hold on. You said disaster averted.
No, disaster averted. It'll be fine.
You said it, but
Oh my god, he had full shields.
Just like
He
that, maybe I
headshot.
shouldn't be doubting here. Koala was all the way in, but the players are arriving at least. Right place, right time. MIBR. Okay, 13 seconds left. Plan needs to go down. Spike needs to be reclaimed. Basic needs some coverage from this one. Hunter's Fury peeling the back and away. Fight taken towards the back of the site. 6, 5, 4 seconds remaining. Final last burst, but there's enough health to remain, and that is committed. At least with the Spike down now.
They're
Giving
so
yourself
weak.
that lifeline, they are weak. Straight shots, Verno knows it. Spamming away inside this. Smoke, playing it now, hunting for them! Pinpoint accuracy.
That's insane!
That's so aware. Holy
the
shit.
regen armor meant that he had to land a headshot there onto Basic.
That's crazy.
Oh
and he
my
did,
god.
through a smoke. I was thinking to
That's
myself, that
crazy.
you know your teammates are going to be coming the damage that you've
That
done.
is crazy.
Surely you're playing for body shots here. I thought the regen armor might just be that little curve. Nope. Oh, God, what a kill on
shot.
Basic there. If he doesn't land that headshot, it's probably not a doable clutch for him.
Nasty stuff by Verno.
That's
He's ice
astonishing.
cold.
What did I say? Disaster averted?
You did.
Bro, they went down like the Titanic. That was
Aspas
tragic.
didn't even use ult.
Oh,
No, their money is kind of fucked back.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, they are hard flooding in. As much as they possibly can, really. Molly.
These Phoenix mollies are destroying Furia.
Yeah.
Basics down to 70 HP already.
Chunked down as a result, but are they going to be anticipating this one? As unusual as the setup.
Oh,
the
they-
Sentinel Util is going to be stacked up, but Verno is here to supplement and try and help out. He can't dodge the flash in time. Plays are revealed in through the back. Overdrive in Koala Noob's hands. Gets it done. Galvanizing here to entry. Com just cleaning up over towards that A short avenue. A lot of damage done though. Blaze War. Hold on, we can't see a repeat of this one once more. Koala Noob forced to sidestep it.
Surely.
It's precarious.
Gonna
There's
save?
Util raining down. But there's a two-player advantage here for them now. Flash through up towards that heaven angle. Paranoia sweeps on top of it. Smokes in your face as
Whoa,
Fury
what
got
are you
this one
doing?
handled
Save.
and covered.
You're not winning a 3v5 retake A.
Really solid A exec there from Furia, picking themselves back up immediately to put the pressure back on MIBR. It's a fast round into a difficult setup, you're right. But the breach flash instantly caught there onto Verno, and he was left out in the open. Verno and Tex not really playing off each other at all there. And
Yeah,
Tex,
that was
for
pretty
whatever
bad
reason,
from
feeling
Tex,
like
I
he was
think.
forced to just push through his own cages into short,
Yeah, I
instead
think
of trying to play back into sight.
You might
He's got to have a better A setup than that. Not looking good. If both teams are lost and make map 2 the decider. What is map 2? Freeze. Ugh. Yawn. Big yawn. When do I need to be up? If it goes map 3, I think I'll tap out. I will watch map 2. Unfortunately.
arguments to be made. The money just feels like barely able to scrap together a buy, but not that it's stopped MIBR in the past. They are struggling though. It's taken raw brute force. what I'd really describe it as, I think.
Probably going to demonetize me right now,
follow where
to
the
be
sound
honest,
cues
but
are.
oh well.
Third time's the charm, though, for Fury on anti-ecos. I think this one goes cleanly.
Okay. More confident than I. At least the stun over towards this A lobby angle. Mazzino to one player with a rifle. Making the most of it. Popped up forwards, bloody hell, he's getting it under his control in the end.
Now,
His two
Aspas,
players
you
dashed
must
away,
have.
even though it's not the cleanest. He committed to the spray in that fight. It does at least make sure that the rifle is irretrievable. Artsin with that deep TP, hard committed. Needs to clean up his player, Verno. Eventually going to be meeting his match there. The weaponry helping out. Okay.
Why is Artzin going for a play like that on an
Yeah, what's the
anti-eco?
call? What is the play? I mean, Shy's on 51 HP and he's walking all the way through Link.
It's just evolved into individual hero plays.
What's going on?
What is that
All right,
kill?
Hero plays individuality.
Oh, Basics managed to forge a path, carve through like a scythe through these random plays from MIBR and Fury, to be honest with you. Landed himself into a spot where he's going to have his breach ult online.
Why is Shy playing in Narnia again?
Surely this has to play a significant part towards it. They're splitting up. Basics alone here. In through garage. One mistiming, one misstep. Will go wrong. Just second guess it towards it, but there it is. Control towards the end there with the rifle.
Great recovery in the tough spot for Basic. He was asked to do a lot. I love the individuality from Mazzino to just decide, I am going to make a play like this. This is what we saw Artzin doing a lot of in the first half, actually. And it is tough to deal with. What was this? That's not very good decision-making. And Basic has to completely bail them out with this 3K. It's all good, though. There was no sequel to the Titanic.
No. They are not risk-averse, though, are they? Oh, see that fault line. Lay it down towards the A-long angle. Zekken approaching this one here. Good snap towards it. Onto the dome. Basic dropped, but there's a trade inside, and the spam doesn't stop there. Catching these players into the smoke, anticipating there was going to be a play to be made.
Yeah, good awareness. Thinking if they're going to be pushed up towards short, there was surely someone waiting to play off that over towards long.
Yeah.
X, mate, you got to take that trip and put it somewhere else.
And Zekken.
MIBR cannot afford to let this round slip. Their money has been in a shambolic state. Constantly on the brink of being broke.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, both
More and more likely, though.
both teams just keep fighting at the start of every round here towards A, it seems. These past couple rounds. And but, like, both teams look bad at it.
To push when they play it down. Holding for now, though, but it looks like they are backing up and away, giving up control, conceding up the A site, and you're going to see this drone now leading forwards. Now, paranoia at least there. Mazzino breaking it, calling for the pause, and he is still looking to gear up for that fight.
Thinks it's a fake. Kono started walking away already.
Yeah, trying to posture for it, but it's that second wave of utils going to be raining overhead, and now you can't sidestep that stun in time. Gualanu, very good placement of it. Short has to be considered. No, nobody's home.
This one's a really lovely round from Furia. I think MIBR have got to just save here. That little pause when they're up a player.
That's great.
It makes it so that Verno feels very uncomfortable staying with Mazzino on A. They have to spread that defense back out. You have no idea if Shy could be lurking up through Garage, through B, one of these gaps that you've got where Texas Utility can't cover. Furia are right back in this game.
Yeah, 11-11.
MIBR struggling on the defense side.
It's been the story for this squad, really, on certain maps.
And what's funny is, when they don't have weapons, they're actually making a better go of it than when they do.
The floods. I mean, they are just
What's the counter for?
wherever the
Flashes.
sound cues are. Just trying to fight them constantly.
Yeah, but it's also not just like they
I say Garage like a yank.
something
He's
completely
posh.
different on the eco rounds. Oh, that's important.
It's a
Verno
critical
keeps
kill,
that.
yeah.
He has to rebuy his armor, though. I don't think that makes too much of a difference, actually, to their economy. But this round, they went for that same kind of short aggression that Mazzino had done in a previous round, but maybe because it's twice in a row, or maybe just because the Furia players are down to hit their shots a little cleaner.
Okay, you have to use this
Rid of
round.
Zekken, who has an
This is what I
ult.
mean, like, why?
Look to go for a lobby crunch.
Yeah. Potential here with the util is going to be at least the smoke to cut it up. Mid, though, the priority here for Furia.
And Texas playing off the C site, because last time Fury had a breach ultimate, they went over towards C. It wasn't used on the exec. But Tex doesn't want to stick around and be the solo site anchor that just gets knocked into the air. Knocked out afterwards. That passive position, though, is gapped garage. The cam can watch over towards it.
Seaside 0-2, I mean...
Okay, draw on this. See nothing, see nothing, see nothing.
You're never going to force the Breach or Silver Ultimate out, though, playing this passively.
No.
You need to have a little bit of pressure in your C defense so that you draw the ults out.
Players are in position. They look like they've been...
Okay, no, you don't.
Okay, yep, just send it. Why not? All right, Rolling Thunder. Now, nobody is home. MIBR, I think, going to be counting their blessings with that one.
Yeah.
Don't have to deal with that one now. Stun and a Paranoia is going to be utilized just to see if they can catch these players. Now, MIBR, they have been flooding a lot, but now they're going to be sending it. They would have run it back. Fault line was saved for a moment like this one here. Zekin's still going to be putting his body on the line, and why not? He gets a second chance at things, but that Hunter's Fury primarily placed to see if they can punish
Why is
that one.
Verno not using his hold?
Flying through, it's Furia.
I thought that was fucking his ult.
And in motion. Still basic as that insert onto the side. He's
gonna lose, bro.
Control, at least with that rifle aim, but running out of bullets into the final few moments. Zekin twisting and turning into the air. There's one flash here, and he's the last one left here for MIBR to make a go of things, but the way this is being played, a tap has not pulled these players way out wide like he was hoping for.
Well,
it's shy that offers up the fight.
If they can get rid of Mazino,
maybe MIBR are shit. I rescind my MIBR might make jumps.
To be able to deliver in
they might
like
just
that.
be dull.
They understand how to play the clutches, lots of experience, been in positions
Why
like that
is
many
Verno
times.
not ulting?
And it's the Hunter's Fury used earlier as well that puts a ton of pressure.
How is he not ulting?
Grinning ear to ear, seeing Ian Borsch pop up in the kill feed there.
Like, this is the most crucial round.
Right play as well for it.
Dog, thanks for the 42 months.
Ongoing.
Look at the money. It's abysmal.
Mazino's
got no armor.
This is it. Do you take it to OT? Or are we going to be going to Breeze for MIBR? Pressure is on now.
Feels like another defense crumble.
Aspas. Locked onto this line, but a flash in his face momentarily being held. Just a dry peek at the end. Quallen will be squaring up for the fights in the engagement. Zekin. Not in the right place, really, to see if he can capitalize and trade out these kills. He's looking to reposition now, but this is so dire. Spotted out.
Oh my God.
Barely able to get out alive. Players potentially there to punish. It's a player disadvantage situation. Furia, when they get into this spot, slowly finding the right places for it. Deep insert, though, Tex is going to be giving him a bit of information. I think he heard the sound cues.
He's got to be bold here.
He did, yeah. He heard the teleport and he heard the sound cues that he's running away, but Tex is not going to try to backfill that space. He's still hoping that Shy might try to lurk into him. Still 40 seconds on the clock.
Still going to be on Verno. It's the one player here in through short, holding. Unorthodox is the angle that he is playing in close quarters. His players peeking. Just it. Hits two from that. Get out of it. It's exactly what MIBR needed. 2v2 now. Blaze War. Anything to deny the plan. Molly just shy of the mark. Rendezvous. Hold on. Don't know if that was anticipated, but Shy's going to be locked down anyway. NeuroFF now going to be committed. Texas has this one to clear up the picture into the post plant. Aftershock. Sky high. Avoided here by Zekin. A 2v2 to see if we go to OT or straight to Breeze. Flash through and forward. Zekin's up there. It's a good connection. Jumping down. Perfectly played of the pressure.
A Phoenix Flash gets us to
not
OT.
Done yet, not finished in the slightest. Haven continues.
What a 2K from Verno. I've never seen somebody play on that off angle, honestly. No. That's such a strange spot where it feels like you shouldn't be able to get more than one.
I mean, yeah, because he's also holding for like the back angle as well. He has to bring his crosshair way down.
Any A hit might walk into me.
Look at it.
But the readjustment to be able to get the second is crazy. And then I love the way that Zekin plays off the Cypher ult information to be able to grab a couple out of that.
We're alive.
Yeah, but it's stress.
It is.
It's stress and relief on the face of Zekin there towards the end. It doesn't feel like they're in control anymore. It looks like they're hanging on by the skin of their teeth.
Similar scenes, really. For Furia, if we're going to focus on the positives, we needed to see a good show of form from them. Already down 2 matches. You can't really afford to give them too many more.
Their defense side had a lot of players just pushing on timings.
Yeah.
Ardezine's alone right now in a really aggro spot.
Just pushing ahead.
Oh, he was playing so loosey-goosey with it.
It's crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, they have a flash, potentially. They contact straight through.
He's got that 6th then.
Oh, this is
brutal. No, I think he just got timing.
It's going to be dart sailing. Good with the molly lineup. It's going to be cutting this one across. Fault line now. It's going to be dissecting
Oh.
up towards the side. The movement. No!
Yeah,
Counter!
just slightly
They want to
missed it.
slide. MIBR straight in and through. That site is
Yeah,
there
I
for
think he
taking.
actually, he didn't have a sixth
That
sense. I
shows
think
you
he
the
just got
advantage of
timing.
being
I think
the
he
one
was
who
just
slides
like, oh, they
second
aren't
in
going to
those
walk
neon
through this
versus
wall.
neon
Just a
fights.
fake.
Aspas saved it on the exec. Now a 2v4 for Furia.
Flash forwards here. Trone at least getting that tag. Com trying to play off his own util. Quick adjustment, not quite there. And it's OT, why not? Throw the ults into the fray. Not going to save them for the next anyway.
Well, that was a dominant C exec.
The slides
MIBR.
hitting that box.
Able to work their way
that
up.
was tough for
Was
Furia.
Ardazine lucky to take the timing and avoid dying, or was he unlucky to not be able to stick around and maybe grab some
Nice
early
flash.
information and a pick?
See that flash there?
Either way,
That was nice,
they passed
wasn't it?
each other. And the door was opened.
Zekken looking drilled on these angles.
They do seem very focused, but they also seem like they're the ones under pressure.
Yeah. At least they bought themselves that breathing room now. Taking a lead in this map. Back up to map point for them.
I think
Shy.
Verno got caught by that dart. Yeah, Shy's looking over towards it.
Drone utilized. Shy crossed this one
Very
up,
early
though.
drone.
Aspas has to use the wall in order to bail Verno out. Verno's going walking forwards.
Walking forwards. Shy just misses the first shot.
Honestly,
TP's back.
now you
Respects
might
it.
walk
Verno.
forward.
He's lucky.
He is.
He's a
He's
lucky,
back
lucky
up off
boy.
the back of it. He's still holding down that A long line. It's a good level of game sense.
Their B-hold
won't
is
have the
literally
wall
just
to
a
help flood
smoke
defense C
off a
here.
random timing wherever
Second and
Mazzino
text.
feels like
If
it.
they do get pressured,
Another C
gotta hold
hit.
strong. Hope that Mazzino can come in.
See how this one gets taken. In case he goes
They
towards
just
B here,
constantly
Calm
smoke B.
before the storm. Few stray footsteps here. Fury are not willing to give anything away until the util is let loose and released. And there it is. Barrels pointed out! Zekken! Goodness me! Couldn't have been handed a better timing, and a run it back gives him that second lease of life. Dart overhead at least dealt with and cancelled out, but MIBR,
GG.
they get it done in the end. They drag it over the
Enjoy
line. and
your
Breeze,
breach
they can look
L.
forward to.
I'll be
Well, it's their
enjoying
map,
putting that
Haven,
one in the
and
stats.
it smiles towards the end, but I think you could hear just from those comm segments we were listening to, they were stressed.
Yeah.
Chalk it up, another L. Honestly, a bit of a worry for MIBR, though. They don't look great. I mean, Fury don't look that bad, to be fair, but... You didn't like my Harry Kane take? Go on, why not? I'll watch the next map. I won't watch the third map, but I'll watch the next one. What did you say? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch the vid. I mean, you're getting timed out for that. Oh, man. We got 136. Let's look. I haven't watched this. Platchat reacts to Fury.
Look, this series, I've just been really impressed with him. I think he's been like probably far and away the best player for Furia all year. Like looking at the early run to winning kickoff, going to a global event here as well. Josh, I'm just so excited to watch him play next week.
Yeah, it'll be great to watch him play for who? For who? What the fuck is going on in Furia that, like, I can understand it if they were looking to try to I mean, let's start with theories. I can speculate for days, but I want to start with theories. What the fuck is going on with EU being cut from Furia? It might be the most befuddling roster move of all time. It's up there with Ye getting replaced on C9 at the start of the year in 23.
Yeah. I mean, the rumor did say that it was a decision. It wasn't like a reaction decision based on this match. It was something they'd already had in the back of their mind and planned before the match. Yeah. So he obviously played this match without knowing, but found out quickly after. Obviously, all we can do is speculate because we never really know what happens within the teams. But it's like I've worked with you directly. He's very, very good, like extremely good. Obviously, he has very good performances, and he is also the type of player that's going to have strong opinions and want to play the game a certain way. So if I had to really speculate, it's probably somewhere in there that there was just big team discussions that, you know, ended up pushing it in that direction. But I think if you're looking at Furia from an outside POV, it is the most like crazy thing ever. If you really like think about it, it's like kickoff, they won flawless. They go to Santiago. They look okay, not great, obviously by any means, but use their top performer by far. They come back, struggle stage 1. They didn't have Kuala Noob on operator for the majority of stage 1. They only lost to 3 teams. I think it was G2, Energy, and who was the third team? I think it was LEV, maybe?
Oh,
so it's
wow.
like 3 really good teams, or maybe it was 100 Thieves. But it's like 3 teams that are like obviously very good. Yeah, and then they make changes based on meta. Was the takeaway. Our identity within the meta is not good. And the kind of funny thing of all of this in my head is like, now Yoru's getting buffed. And what if they just stuck with the project long term, decided to go back to a lot of the Yoru comps and ideas?
Yeah, they definitely could have done.
And just tried to make that work again. It's like not having that long-term vision of the roster and how they could try to make things work even further. Practice must have been terrible. That's just the best way I can put it. At the end of the day, we see 10% of their games, right? So it's like practice must have been really bad. It must.
Game at the moment, despite this.
Yeah, I'm loving it. This is what we've wanted from this MIBR team. Ospas on the Neon. This was a great execute deep into this first half. I like how they're playing attack. Look at the ults that are going to be used here. After the drone comes up, you have Ospas running in. There's a teleport that comes towards the back site. It spots out, there's the player there, has to break it. So then the Hunter's Fury comes through to pressure. And when all that's happening, here comes the next layer. It's Zekin into backside with a flash, with the relay bolt. The last 2 blasts from the Hunter's Fury. Insane site execute to just have 2 destructive waves. And this is like a decisive, aggro, confident MIBR that we've been wanting to see, man. That's what they were lacking earlier this year, but in situations like that, there's just no fear.
This is obviously as well with a bit of a different lean on their calling, right? With, you know, changes haven't been made and Mazzino actually getting in the driver's seat. So it's cool to see that working quite well. And someone who also suffered a fair bit of scrutiny, I want to say, early on here in stage 1 and stage 1 and early in stage 2 was Tex, but he's had a couple of fantastic games back-to-back here, including a pretty important clutch v Com there on that B side.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I don't know what he's been doing these past few weeks, but he's been looking insane. He's having so much impact with his anchors, with his lurks, and it's really refreshing to see this kind of confidence out of him that I feel like earlier in the year, especially during kickoff, we weren't really getting to see what Tex can do. I feel like he was playing a lot more reserved, taking a lot less risks, and mostly just being like a fill-in for the team wherever they needed him. But I feel like he's really developed as a player on this roster specifically and started to find his footing perfectly in time.
Yeah, he obviously is eclipsed by Zekin purely in the numbers for dropping like 12 kills in the last 4 rounds or something damn near, right? But every kill that he was finding was so high impact. That being said, though, the Zekin takeover towards the end of the game was crazy. Still, remember people doubting his Phoenix. Week 1, completely overreacting off of 1 bad game on Summit. He is sick on Phoenix. Relax. Relax.
We saw that coming, to be fair. But yeah, if you give this guy a little bit of momentum in times like that, he tends to take over the game himself. He did it last year plenty. Now, we're starting to see Furia, you know,
look at some changes to their compositions, maybe even settle in on some. We saw the breach from Basic, which is a bit of an odd one in that previous map, but also Koala Noob now has made it clear to us that he's one of the people that are going to have to make changes here to sort of fit the style and the direction that Fury are trying to take here. You can see the comparison between his Jet and Neon round. So now we have confirmation at least that...
the maps, rather. But
yes, the maps, yeah, but confirmation that he's going to be on that Neon now going forward.
Yeah, at least on a map like Haven and trying to really put him in position to succeed by giving him the breach. And we checked, that is not an agent that has been run on Haven for almost exactly 1 year because it is so off meta. But yeah, for some reason, Basic is just also thriving on these off meta picks, putting up numbers on them. But when we move forward here, there are less questions about the identity for this Furia team on Breeze because it's a map that lends itself to Jet. That is Koala Noob's best agent. He gets to pick up the op a ton, and Furia will be really indexing into that as a win con here.
What do we have to go on in terms of the Breeze from Furia so far? Because we saw them take the map against NRG.
They had a really hard time on their defense, honestly. I think they were only able to score 4 rounds at the end of the half, and that was way later. So one thing I want to see is getting that op on Koala Noob and trying to abuse that. I know, you know, it's going to be really hard going against a team like MIBR, who I think does a great job at kind of punishing that, but just them kind of starting to figure out and have an earlier read on what MIBR are going to be throwing at them on the attack.
I gotta say, man, with these map pick bans, Furia they're taking the hard road. They're not making it easy on themselves. They had the opportunity to pick Sunset, the one map that they have dominated the team on, and it was LEV. And it is the decider in this. They're taking it to Breeze, where both of these teams were dealt close losses by NRG that also involved NRG making comebacks happen. So there's like no reason to believe heading into this, you would think on paper that Furia are like going to be at some massive advantage. It feels like this one is absolutely a 50-50, and yet it's their pick. They're just making it hard on themselves. They picked Summit into NRG on the last match.
It's been hard to pull
respect,
back,
but damn, bro.
Back the curtain on Fury's decision making has been pretty challenging. Just in terms of rosters and maps that they're preferring, everything. We do have an opportunity to do that though, because we actually managed to wrangle Shaw for a quick chat. Let's hear what he had to say ahead of map number 2 in this series.
Here with Furia Shaw, before we head over to Breeze, really pulling that first map back close. What were the talks with the team to kind of find that opening in MIBR's defense?
We have a small talk about don't leave site alone, because we leave the same problem in the last match, and I think they abused this. And if we stay in the same pace, I think we are good, but we lose some rounds because we leave the site alone, and it's hard to float in this meta.
Anything special for Breeze we should be expecting?
No, I think we bring a game more adapted to play against him. Nothing special.
All right. Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whenever I use Zowie models, I would say I just feel my element.
Demon 1 is good!
Without Nyack. The biggest difference was the ghosting. It was a immediate change. If you see something and it's not actually there, you're gonna miss your shot. Black Equalizer and Vibrance, I can react quicker to it, I can shoot better at it.
This guy is just spectacular!
And that way I can always trust him, that I can just focus on competing. My performance will always be at the top level.
Zowie.
Oh, don't you dare demonetize me. Gosh darn you, Americas. Keep Zekken's stats. $164, 324, 328 ACS. You want to see some fucking stats that I just saw on Reddit thread? This is some stats for you right here. Fucking hell. What is that? 47. They are plus 60. Plus 60 kills. They are plus 60 kills. They won by what? 22 rounds? Plus 60 kills. I mean, what was MV versus MIBR? Let's see. Only plus 50. That's only plus 50. They won by 2 more rounds. What was Sen versus Fioria? Like that. Oh, this one might be at 30, 44. No! Plus 58. KC beat Heretics and it was less close in terms of kills than Sen
Often
Fury.
have really good post-plant aggro ideas as well. So immediately that stress is going to be on Furia, probably, to do better than they have done before, to put pressure on MIBR. But you'll always know in the back of your head there's a chance of MIBR falling to pieces in the second half, so you'll never feel like you're completely out of it.
Exactly right about that. It's just always chances to get back into things for Furia. I mean, can't state it enough, really. How
I mean, what is the highest
in?
I mean, that's maybe something to check.
In stage 2.
Plus 70, wasn't it? No way, it was plus 70. That would be next level. $37, 43, 50, no, 60. If someone can find a tier 1 game that was more one-sided, let me know. Possible Paper Rex have one. But I kind of doubt it. Probably not from this year, to be honest. Probably from last year, if I had to guess.
Even.
Someone can find a game with a better kill death than plus 60 in tier 1. Let me know.
Crumpets.
What the hell is this guy saying?
It's just British things.
It's just...
You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't. I've been in the US too long. I really wouldn't.
Ardezine's looking at...
He's stun-locked me.
Hold this one down. He's got a molly to work with to deny the plant for a little bit, but he shouldn't really be putting his body on the line here, Ardezine.
He's alone on the side.
He was playing with so much freedom earlier on.
My ball's not going to last forever. Oh my god.
Here, the mid-cross not getting caught, at least with that flank. It's a
Quality running it down.
Zordon trying to find that kill, and there it is. Claim, Tex. No longer a problem in front of that mid-angle. Plant tapped once more. It's MIBR. They're left hunting to see what the next reaction is out of Furia, but now finally a commitment. We get that extension forwards, and Furia just putting on a brave face. Walking through walls of their own making now. We can see another wall to replace this one, and a flash through, gliding to the back of the sides, but oh my!
Now, if you ask me on this map, we're not going to do a Phoenix versus KO.
And Shy, the one to
So I think KO is actually very good on
this
map.
hand, the Cove, save for that rainy day.
I'm not a KO hater.
Good luck, Verno.
Great understanding.
I think KO is perfectly fine. In fact, I think if you got a good KO, he's very good.
They knew that if they just waited long enough, there was going to be some kind of flash fight in the backside. And Furia were prepped, ready for it, and shut it down.
I mean, this is...
Also, as soon as they spotted Tex in mid, he had burned
They're so
his dash
slow, though,
to jump
MIBR.
on Tex
They're so
there and
slow
pin him
and
into
so
the corner.
scared to do anything.
I think this whole round, Furia really knew what they wanted to do.
Nice round.
It was a nice round.
There we go. Come on.
Come on, please.
Come on now. There we
Oh,
go.
man.
Can't have a repeat.
Well, they're forcing.
No.
Don't want to see that again.
It was a nightmare. It brought a tear to my eye.
Aspas. He's just sending it, really. Stinger in hand. Snakebite's going to be softening him up, and the same can be said for Zeka and this Mazzino, though, following up off the back of all of that space.
This is a force buy for
Force
MIBR.
buy. Yeah, they're investing everything into this one. See if they can take it with that brute force attitude. 3 players, they get the plant down now onto the site and spotting Com onto the flank. ISO'd now. Kononuv is trailing right there behind him.
I mean, you know that Com is going to be on the flank. Are they going to play it together, or is Koala going to bait it?
Yeah, bit of a bait and switch.
Nah, together.
Playing it together, making sure to clear the appropriate angles and corners. It's going to Moving on to basic to see if he can contain over towards this one area, but weaving in and out. Stinger in hand. That last shot really critical now, but it's not over just
Forcing
yet.
always works.
Forcing in the fight
always
in the fray.
works, bro.
Towards the back of the
Forcing
site.
always works.
Could not get a handle on this guy, and he's managed to even up.
You all
1-1.
doubt me.
The force
You
pays
all
off
doubt
here for
DMV.
MIBR.
And Koala Noob throws his hands up in despair at not being
Forcing
able to convert
always
that.
works.
Tough round for Furia, just when they thought they got their feet underneath them. Very aggressive, flooding out, bursting out, water falling out through that B main choke. Putting a ton of pressure down.
Let's go!
With the Sheriffs, the Stingers. Yeah. Similar reaction to Koala Noob. These are some of the most devastating rounds to lose. Not only does it put you at an immediate economy disadvantage, like look at it, they're working with almost all classics now, but it means that MIBR are going to have ults for the first rifle round, for bonus round, whatever you want to call it.
Worst case scenario.
It really is.
Hey, Mazina's already got an ult on.
Zekken's almost certainly going to have an ult.
Yeah.
By
I
the
reckon
time
at least
you get
once
into round
forcing
4.
didn't work.
Text just for the Sheriff is happy.
No,
to
but the
take lead by
like
having this
the point that I
A-game
always
space.
try and say with forcing always works.
Hello?
Oh, that's Now, Com's going to hear that.
Koala
and
Noob's
there's
gonna hear that.
Yeah, okay. It's a good decision to deal with this one now. With that pistol in hand, Koala Noob at least catching a kill on the Zekken. One more problem dealt with. Up through mid is a call.
The reason I say
now,
forcing
taking
always
over towards
works.
that B direction, but Hudson immediately preempting this one. He's dominating control over towards B main. Shy getting
It's
caught
just because
out into the open. It's Verno
I
with a
feel
good
like
eye
when
on
you tell
things.
people, oh, you should
Alcine's
force
position's
more.
interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Or like you should force every time you plan. Or you should force more on
Awareness
defense.
from Aspas.
People are like, oh, no, it won't
Few
work.
players might be
The win
basic
rate
falling
is
and
good.
toppling Com.
Sure, the win rate isn't
Where
100%.
he is.
The win rate is
this guy
50.
is.
Yeah, especially with them clearing
If
out.
the win rate, and like,
full way into
if
sport.
you just do some
good decision
calculations
to
and
put them
think
out
about
from
how
the
the
BBL
game
level.
works, if you do it in your head that if
Early on in
forcing
this
has a
round, though, you
50%
could
win
use
rate,
this as a case study at Valorant University about sound cues.
It was concerning.
then
Oh, it's crazy. They
You
offered
should
them
all-
an
you should do it.
opportunity with Tex accidentally jumping in
you
a
should
main.
always do it. If
But
it's
then they
50,
also
if
were
it's 50%, you
trading
should
guns,
always do it.
Which little
I
known
think
fact
I
does
worked
make
out that
annoyance as
forcing
well, unless you're right next
is
to each
good
other.
if your win rate
And,
is about 40.
Koala Noob could hear that.
Ooh,
So it's a snake bite
43,
shot down to punish
44%.
Tex. Koala Noob gets played in for another pick, and
It's still
ooh,
works.
suddenly MBR we're in a bit of trouble.
10-1 against
good, though.
version 1. No, no, you can't have best
That's
of
the
3.
face that
You can't have best of
We
5.
got away with that one.
I'm looking for
Yeah.
a best of 3
was a funny
with better,
reaction.
because obviously you
Alright.
get an extra map.
really
Yeah,
don't
you
care.
can get
No,
some
you
more
don't
kills.
emotion
If that
at all
game was
for
a
them.
best
Yeah,
of 3,
much for
KC
Verno,
would have
usually
won
stone
plus
cold with
80.
That was Mr. Bean-esque.
Where did I get that number from? Well, that number isn't like fully
He's
mathematic.
being
It's
squeezed
basically
now. Out through elbow, he's going to try it.
it's a bit of
So,
vibe
squaring up
based.
for one of the fights here. Return at
Oh
least with
my-
Com there, but he
Oh.
until, oh my god, where's that one landing? Not in the right place for
But it's
it.
basically
Be
work.
careful
I
here,
basically
this is a
worked out
fast
once
play
of
that's been
like
cooked up by MIBR, but are calling for the pause now.
They're also lurking
the
Verno
percentage chance of you
while
winning
this is
each round
occurring, Hudson can't quite handle it.
versus
everywhere.
just doing the normal
in the
stuff.
walls.
Unlike your chances of winning if you just
flat
lose a
down.
pistol and lose a
into A.
second
It is
normal.
wild that Verno's lurked into A while Tex and Zekken are still entering B
Fnatic
alone
versus
with
Oglu
Aspas as the lurk.
2022,
That round had people
73.
in
Is
every
there
lane of the
is there
map.
any from the
Koala Noob's still
post
wondering if
partnership
Verno's
era?
around here
Yeah, they're
somewhere.
still trying to clear it because they're like, well, we want to save these guns, but
They don't know where's safe.
exactly.
What a bizarre round, but cool idea.
BRX
cooked up
Team
by MIBR.
Secret 2025 had
Certainly
66.
ways that it could have gone wrong.
Yeah.
LEV
But a lot of
XLG
it
at
came
London
down
was
to that
62.
B anchoring, and if that hadn't paid off, which it didn't, MIBR have got a free avenue to be able to plant on B.
Fnatic BBL from stage
Yeah,
1
look
this
like
year.
they're quite content.
Fnatic BBL from stage 1.
Trying to take the guns out of their hands.
What the fuck happened there? Oh, I actually need to go and see that.
It's a nice mix-up though from MIBR with the tempo.
Well, BBL that
honestly,
bad?
Best case scenario.
For some reason, that fucking thing
Koala
is
Noob would
broke.
be happy he just kept the gun.
Yeah, and
you don't give the
they didn't
Phoenix
give him the ult.
Oh yeah, great point. Great point. I like the fact that
They won 8
MIBR
rounds as well.
have gone for a fast-paced
Holy.
round. It had a couple of weird quirks to it, but it's generally a pretty high-tempo round with a bit of a B split. On a
Holy,
round where
yeah.
you know that Koala
Crazy.
Noob is going to be picking up the op. Koala Noob is the op guy. He is always going to have an op in his hand. That
Yeah,
is
I don't
why
want to
they put him on the
acknowledge
primary
China.
duelist
I
right
haven't
now.
watched those
This is
games,
the whole
but I would have watched that
identity of
game.
Furia.
That's crazy, and they won
Makes
8
it more
rounds.
predictable.
It does, definitely so. And Holly disrespected. He gets the 1 for it, but the damage done, and Aspas is straight there with a rifle.
That's quite a crazy play for Koala Noob to commit to as well, because now
Yeah.
he's surely not going to have the money to be able to buy an op in the next. He's got knives to be able to work with. But surely you want to be playing a bit more passive in a round like this where you've saved the op.
Don't understand why they aren't making them like on the pistol. They actually had a
Tex has been
decent theory setup of like
trying to control up.
Make them do an exec and then kind of hold back sight and delay.
With the peak, and he's got that rifle. Okay, it's a clean shot. Already trying to take this timing. He's going to look for a chance. I think the sidestep. Oh my god, where the hell did that dart come from?
Yeah, I don't know.
He thought he was safe.
That did feel weird from Com's POV.
I thought he was safe. Hold on.
That's got hit by the
okay,
knife.
he's going to easy chance to break it.
Direct hit.
Bizarre stuff occurring, but in exchange though, the rifle being picked up by Shy. That was up towards mid. He's going to be late to the party here. Basic, that's it, looking to just hang on as much as they possibly can, not choosing to take the timing as that plant's going down to ISO 2v2.
Oh, their positioning is so clustered up. MIBR have got to reset. They get 2 players back into backside.
Oh no. Squaring up now. It's going to Bazzino off to the side, and yes, that is precision.
Yeah, they've shut it down.
Clean to lock onto the right angles.
This was just a half-by round for Furia. But they had chances, and maybe Shy still does.
Hold on. He has an orb, but time's ticking away. Could cover up the fan when he's going for this one.
Crazy
just
from Aspas,
quick little hop up onto the box, and it's Aspas who swiftly deals with it.
With time out here.
Com in an anchor position over towards Pillar. I like the confidence that he went for with the first swing, but kind of yeeted his recon dart into the middle of nowhere. And that's how it started as well, with Koalanu taking a real risk.
Yeah,
It's weird though, because on his screen it didn't look. Maybe he just took a step forwards and suddenly he was.
We're seeing it here. I think
That's
it was
so
at
weird.
the back.
Maybe he stepped backwards and suddenly he was in range of it.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, odd from his POV.
I appreciate the replays though to try and clear it up.
Yeah.
We were. I mean, I was about to say we've got our finest minds on it, but it's us looking at it, so that's not true.
It's our finest minds pulling the replay.
Yeah, that's for certain.
And then it's us desperate, like 2 cavemen trying to rub the brain cells together for a spark of fire.
Dark backside? Oh? but Com not scan.
Com's one of my favourite players to cast. He has 1 syllable in his name.
Easy. He makes it easy.
Easy for a guy like me to wrap my head around it.
Yeah. This team has to be grandfathered for the year, correct? Because it's only 2 Brazilian players? Yeah. Yeah. But hey, maybe they could sign. I heard Sentinels have this really good Brazilian Sentinel player. Maybe they should sign him. Why do Sideshow and Brent cast Americas? Just legacy. Well, I mean, Brent lives in America, to be fair. Why does Sideshow cast Americas?
Tough state of affairs, isn't it?
This is a bit of a must-win
Red
round
button
for
is the
Fury.
timeout
Otherwise,
button.
they're going to be working with odds and ends, and Koalanu might have an op, but we just saw what happens when you're on a half-by round with an op.
Okay, you got second ult here.
Play around with if you MIBR as well. This is a dire beginning. Updraft over the knives out. Blade Storm, hold on. Players waiting. He dodged it for now, but he's inside the Cloudburst, and that is not out of the danger just yet. Still sticking around, holding it down. Second somehow secures that kill. It's even out though, and now in Hunter's Fury, something to supplement this mid-fight. It's set up well. Furia, they do manage to control it, but Tex immediately inserting himself. Again squaring up, finding these fights individualistic in nature. It leaves it once more to Verno.
The faster
1v2
you go here,
now.
Verno, the better it is.
Footsteps heard. He's brought it into the 1v1. It was handed at, gifted on a platter.
Such a lack of awareness there.
Why are you ever running in this spot?
Spike's still out of his reach, though.
It's a nice reposition from Ardzine. Is he going to go for the full wraparound? Full wrap is crazy here because Verno could collect Spike and start going over towards B.
Did they ever see
Verno
the
has to
KO?
clear every
No,
nook
he's
and
got
cranny.
full
He's
youth
going to be
though.
so... There's
He is
no
reading
world
that he's
Verno's
going
thinking
to
about the
re-wrap.
40 seconds. He's looking back.
Is he a genius?
He's looking back. There's no way. How long is he staying on this? There's no way. There's just no way! There's just no way.
How on earth has he read that?
It's an incredible read.
Actual
Ardzine could
fuck
be anywhere. He could
has
be
he
towards
done that?
elbow. He could be ready to swing from tunnel. He could be in nest. He could have pushed mid and just
I
be waiting for you to
genuinely
get the
have
spike.
no idea how he's worked
With
that
40
out.
seconds, Verno abandons the primary objective of the round, which is
Yeah,
the
like he's
spike.
abandoning the spike.
And he goes back and gets a hard read on the re-wrap.
Bro, sometimes Verno, it feels like he's made in a lab to play Valorant.
Yeah.
With stuff like that. I mean, it's just insane level of game sense.
Yeah, that's crazy, that one.
It's, slipping out their clutches. They didn't even use some of their ults there.
The money looking a bit better than I expected, though, partly because Furia didn't use very much util in that previous round, so they didn't have to buy it back.
The loss bonus stacking up, so you can get the operator in Qualanu's hand, but as we were mentioning, it's the identity of Furia. It does make them a bit predictable in that.
Tex is over towards A main. I wouldn't try another A main lurk because
Why
Verno's
should you
been
force
walking
if
through
the win
A main
rate is
solos
50%?
so often, but they're going to recommit to it on an A split.
A lot of pressure coming out through the double doors angle.
I'll explain after this.
Tex might be able to play off the back of this now with a runner back forwards. It's a Reckoning that's now committed onto the other side of things. Qualanoob wheels his hand there, at least takes out Zekin. Call for the pause. MIBR bide their time, waiting for the cooldowns to come back through once more as the wall is going to be dropping. Qualanoob,
That's a good cage.
It is a good cage. Cuts him out now. This is feeling tenuous.
Yeah, this is a weird
Stressful
round
scenario
again.
here for Furia. Qualanoob just desperately hunting for any
Seen
sort of
multiple
angle.
on that drone.
It's not going to be overexposed. The slide into the back of the site. It is good. Cooked up here by MIBR. But Furia, they have players in the right place. Forwards, his spike's taken. They are critical. And Verno wins his. Zekin on the follow-up. Flash forwards. And he's just styling on him at this point.
Okay, why should you force if the win rate is 50%? So we're gonna do some napkin maths. So if you lose pistol, right, and you save, so let's take the odd normal round, right? You then have 10% chance of winning, let's say 90% of losing, right? Then when you lose, right, so in this scenario, let's say you have about a 60% chance of winning the next one, a 40% of losing again.
Knew that they
Depends on
could
exactly
slow
what
it
they
down.
buy, the map, you know, all
Cut
that
up
kind
the
of
site
stuff.
piece by
But
piece.
that's kind of the case. If you win this, then you know you're in the 90-10.
I feel like it takes
Right,
towards
you
A
then
main.
get like a 90-10 if you win. But obviously
Another
that's
scenario
really
that ran as
unlikely.
well where Fury have lost the op.
So this is kind of your
the
initial
big
branch
tool that
tree.
they've
This is how I basically I
trying to
worked it
build
out by
towards,
putting in numbers
The
that
whole year
was based on
been
like
about
some data at the
Qualanoob
time. That data
I mean,
might
it really
be different
has.
to
I
be
think
honest now, but
we were in that
when I
scope
worked out,
there,
this
the way
was
that
probably
people were describing it for a
2023
bit.
or
Partly
4.
because mid-round information was
Basically,
so hard to get
I
with the
took like
initiators being there.
VCT data
and Yuri was
of like your
extremely
chances of
good.
winning a
So
round,
good,
you know,
just being
if
able to
you
take
won
aggressive lines of it.
certain rounds and
But then
based off what you
instead of
bought.
putting Qualanoob on
So if you
chamber,
force,
for example, you know, we've seen
and you're
Leon
saying,
for
let's say
Lev
it's
have
50-50.
huge ability to be able to play that. And for Qualanoob, who's already demonstrated he can flex the smokes.
When you
now,
win,
people
when
in
you
my head would be
force,
going for Fury
then
to
like
find
we
their
saw in this
identity
game,
again.
you get like the
Instead,
90-10
Qualanoo's
round,
picked up primary duelist.
right?
Well,
When you lose, when you force,
Aspas on an overdrive. Good timing by
you
Artsy,
have
but
a
it's covered at least with the
better
rifles
loss
now.
bonus.
Still
You're
gonna be
actually
trying to
not on
electrocute
as
the
bad of an
opposition.
eco.
As a quick
It's actually
cleanup, really.
more like it was
Just
at the
eco
time. It
1-3
was more like
online.
a 75-25
And you're right. I mean, talking about the identity of Fury.
because you could still buy some guns.
They are really still hunting for it. They've gone into
And
this
basically, if you
direction
just
now,
keep
but
going
the
down these
position is
flowcharts,
too little, too late.
essentially
Certainly
what you'll
feeling
see
like
is right, like, well, here,
Just
what's
that
the
in terms
really
of-
good outcome? The really good outcome, you know,
They
only
have settled on.
happens
Doesn't really
10%,
feel like the right fit for
you know, times this 0.9.
It's been tough
So
because
it only
they've also played
happens,
against very good
you know,
opposition.
9% of the time.
I mean, that's a great
Here,
point
the
to
good,
make.
here, the
They may well
good scenario
be
happens
a
45% of the time.
You know, upper middle of the pack team in
Right.
Americas.
But they've had to go.
Well, you might
against
say,
LEV, NRG, 100 Thieves.
you know,
and
this
now
is our
now
okay
MIBR.
scenario.
The thing is, at some point, you have to stop
Happens
making
what?
excuses and start beating top teams if you want to be
Sure.
a top team.
Yeah,
But
0.9 times
at the same time, I do
0.6
think it's valid to
is what,
say
0.54?
a lot of the other squads that we've got in Americas, even if they are
54% of the time,
struggling,
you end up
get,
with
know,
like
your
an
occasional
okay scenario.
freebie. They've got a game against Envy coming up.
They do.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
here on the
something to look
force,
forward to.
I've done it the other way
But then
around.
again-
Sorry, that's my bad. But
For Furia.
like this is still a good scenario. So you have
I mean, I'm thinking back to the MV MIBR game. That's what I was
core of
thinking
50.
Bro,
What's
that
on for
version
that
is
12?
never coming back. You can keep hoping, but that
0.5.
version's never coming back.
Basically, if you see like this,
about. For a game.
and again, you would call this like an okay
In
slash
the
good
face of
scenario.
MIBR, this would be the round to pivot, but Zek greets
Basically,
the orb.
Yeah, I think they did have.
This is
did they have a
60.
code?
Like if you're okay in good
Read
scenarios
down
here,
the Bible.
or 67% if you force,
tunnels. This
and
is
or
just blind
63%
fire.
when you
Wildly
don't
at that
force.
and trying to hunt down.
But
Hot on
the
the
really
heels of
good is
following
9
players.
versus 45.
Qualanoob somehow ISOs
And
a
you
flight
want a
out.
force.
He's taken out Mazzino. Going for a little bit more. This guy can't
Sorry.
be removed from this spot. Ingrained towards the back of the site, and he's got follow-up and backup now.
I'll focus on the game.
Driving members of Furia. What a way to just absorb the aggression.
But yeah,
maneuver away
basically that's how
around
I
it.
worked
Tex.
out. Was looking at, and
A lot
again,
on
that
your
data
plate
might be
now.
different now. I'm not sure, but at the
Passes
time it
down
was
the
something like
confidence,
that.
as I
And I
said.
worked out
Hold
that like
on. Tex now on a 1v2. Spike.
I did the whole flow chart for like the holy shit. No, they're not gonna lose. I was already giving up.
So good. Too sharp,
Does he
too
move?
clean. And now into the 1v1
realize
him
and
versus
move to
Basic.
A?
40 seconds left. You have time to play
you
with
know
it.
he has to be coming B
He knows that
eventually.
this avenue is completely clear. He can pick up another gun with a couple more bullets in it.
The only worry
He can
is
make
that
his way
he's
over.
in.
He's still got a cam in his back pocket to play around as well, which should be able to give him a bit of advantage. But
That's a
you've
crazy
got to be aware
range.
in this spot that
Now
Basic
he
is
knows
going
he's
to
safe.
have Cove. Doesn't matter if he used it earlier in the round. It's going to have come back by this point, 100%. So Tex has got to try to find a way
put it on the
of
spike,
taking
bro.
this
Come
fight
on. Playing
before
against
Basic gets to the
fucking
spike.
Harbor.
Spike planted.
That's a difficulty.
I mean, he could also put the cam inside the Cove, just literally throw it on top of the spike, but the trip is just going to give him such.
But now he knows he has to go middle door because now he has another trip here on A. He has another trip, so he hasn't heard the door, so he knows he has to come specifically from this direction.
So Tex has been given the perfect way to play this now. High tide, forwards. Basic's position revealed, a bit of spam in through the wall.
Tex has to push this.
He does have to push it just because of the Cove like we were talking about now. That's going to be layered down. A cam, it's not good for it. Basic on the defuse, half earned already. Now gets off of it once more, looking for that push.
Yeah, just
Played for.
misplayed it
You
with the
called
cam.
it perfectly, really.
Yeah.
Preempted it. The Cove being a significant piece of util that had to be played around.
You can't let Basic get to the spike. Otherwise, the Harbor is going to win that 10 times
But yes,
out
to
of 10.
finish the
There's just
thought,
too much pressure there on the
basically I did
defuse.
like the
Tex
first
is gonna have to
4
run
rounds
through
of
walls,
playing
run
out
through
good,
smokes.
okay, and bad
I mean,
scenarios.
From Zekken, though,
And I think at the
that is
time
the
I
type of
worked out,
greed
if
that
you
awakened the
force
Balor.
and win like
That is-
43% of the time,
Into the Cove.
then your good and
And I
okay
think
scenarios
last bullets cashed onto
are
Zekken's
better
Sure.
than
And they needed it,
Than
right? I
if
mean,
you
they were close to losing
say-
grip of that round when it shouldn't have been the case.
Furia desperately needed that one. And Koalanu played it amazingly. Maybe the key is to get the rifle in his hand. Maybe they've been wrong all along.
Get him a bit more active.
good flash. I mean, you have Phoenix and...
Take a fight over towards this one angle. Tex,
Bro.
even through elbow.
Has
just
Hot Scene
slips
had
through.
this ult
That's
forever? Has he got
none the
another one
wiser.
online
Now it's
whilst I
gonna be
wasn't watching?
paying for it.
Tex and Verno's aim looks remarkable today. They're destroying people. And it's a triple contact re-walk play called by Furia. Trying to get more active.
Big gamble.
Yeah, leaving the A site for retake.
Back now towards Ada. I'm going to use the Cove preemptively.
Seems like an error, but also MIBR are going to be...
Bit of spam though.
Good spam.
Yeah, that's going to be dealing with Zekken at least.
The
One
more
ult taken
time...
care of.
Oh, takes it mid.
And they're aware of this. I think Tex has been taking mid-timers pretty frequently whenever these hits come through. Now you're going to see it with the Hunter's Fury. Extra element now. Calm is at least collecting that kill. Damage done. Could have potentially got a second. High tide's causing issues. Calm. Rapid rotations. The door's going to open up. That's going to be revealing at least 30 seconds left. MIBR, they need a win. They need it now. Double face
Oh,
into
no.
the back. Mazzino finding somehow.
Whoa. Whoa, Shy.
Hold on, back at the site, plan committed. Shy is at least collecting that kill. Now left up to Verno, 1v2. Still hunting for that kill. Not anticipating though that the angle that Shy was
well
already
played by Shy.
approaching.
Fury are trying to be as active as possible, putting their players in spots where they can go take a fight in mid, come back to A, take the fights. And they managed to put another big one on the board. I'm interested to see if they try to go back to the op at any point, or whether they stick onto this, just keep the rifles up kind of idea. It's letting them play a little more aggressively. Even there where it looked like they were going to play A for retake, they were still looking to take a scrap.
MIBR, was Tex wonderful?
Every round counts really. Ooh. Thinking about it.
Pondering.
Thinking about it.
Didn't
go
for
for it.
So
I
presumably
think he
that
was one
based
of ult
on
there. They
what Mazzino
almost
was going to
certainly should have
call
just
this
played for
round.
his ult. They should have
And
come
whether or
back to
not
B,
Fraud
grabbed
agreed
an
with
ult
it.
orb here,
So we got the Fraud seal of
put a
approval.
Harvick over there, grabbed
Yes.
this ult orb, and just ulted the body that he got.
In terms of adjustments to be made.
And then
Cheeky
just gone from
shot
there.
now just getting thrown. I think it's just a
Like
cancel out
pretty
in
much
case there is a
100%, I
quick
think.
drone through as Cove is going to be placed. Following trying to play straight
Nice,
passes
playing
when he
slightly
realizes
off
though the Cove is going to be a cannon for and he just dashes
that's
straight
sick.
onto the other side. That is a lovely
Cool.
play.
That's sick.
Weaving in and out, still claims a kill before it.
It's a great ante to that smoke that gets thrown over towards tunnel.
Second note. Is this accounted for? That's a question. Koalanu seems to be on it. Yeah.
He's everywhere.
Good adjustments and Calm closing that double doors angle in their
Probably
faces.
wishing he took
Spike
that
drop
time out
down.
right about now.
Basic, you can take your time with it at this point. It's a 1v5. Not much more Tex can do from this spot. Hold on. Still trying to make a go of it. And Tex has had unreal form.
Yeah, he has. But that's a step too far.
In the half.
Com's having a little game as well.
Yeah.
He's hitting some nice
It's
shots.
a repeat of the BBL Haven.
Ever since he has abandoned the operator for these last few rounds, he's been
Maybe
everywhere.
a little bit.
Look at him. Making the play, dodging second, coming back,
7-1
covering
to
second's
7-5.
timing. He's filling every gap just by being active. He's getting more information than if he had an op.
Bro. Two.
Com had a great game on Breeze last time. That was his big map. Came on the other half.
What?
Really being that big play to be made.
Running the Giga
Fight taken on
fake.
either side.
Oh
Shiner
shit, they're
shuts us
running
down.
terrible
Aspas
strat.
going down immediately. Hunter's Fury to make it feel like that real pressure. And it has pulled rotations away. Fury taking the bait. They pulled off and away, but towards the back of the side. It's basic. He's reinserted
The thing
himself.
is, they do not expect this.
Still has he accounted for this one.
Zeno just making noise for everyone.
Furno forwards and around it, but a Blade Storm. It's Zekken taking out basic. In through the back of the site now. More space to be taken. Risky business in a 2v3. Drone potentially hearing him all the way through now. Reckoning going to be rolling forwards and back turn towards it. Koala Noob can take out Zekken there just with the Blade Storm. 1v3. Zeno finds his first. Now the 1v2. Dash forwards though. Up with the updraft. Fight taken can.
Well, 7-5. Big comeback from Furia there.
From Com. Didn't make himself an easy target.
Some pretty
Furia overreacted to the fake and still managed to clean that up.
Yeah.
Good awareness from Basic going back and checking over towards A main. And good aggression from Koala.
might be
He's
cooked.
done that right from the beginning of the map. He dashed down
Did
mid
our
in
team not
round
ult?
one
I
to go and
did
take the fight
think
to
that was
Tex.
the case.
Aspas
Well,
has
I was
a
just
nightmare over
convinced.
there.
I thought he'd had the ult so
The overall
long.
macro idea did actually kind
And I was
of
like,
work for
oh,
MIBR.
he must have ulted and
Fury
just got
still
another
dealt
one.
with it. 5 on the board on defense. I think they've recovered this.
Yeah, I think they've done a fantastic job of things now. In the next half, we get our questions answered about MIBR's defense.
Do I keep Civ off the Pacific game or is Navi too shit?
Oh man, I'd keep him. I'd keep him. But it depends on who else you've got, to be honest. I mean, it is close. They are pretty bad, particularly their attack rounds. Keeping hero. That's tough. What am I doing? I'm getting rid of Fnatic, I'll tell you that right now. But then again, they play Heretics. Oh my god. They play 2 fucking dead teams. Should I keep Fnatic or not? I actually don't even know. Maybe I just get rid of Kayak. Keep Cloud. Top plays Vitality. Not the easiest game, but I could just believe. Aves is my GOAT. Plays Team Liquid, that's pretty tough though. But he is my GOAT. Bippo. Might be time for him to go. Ash. Most inconsistent player of all time. G and Full Sense. That's not too bad. Davi might have been a mistake, but he does play C9 next week. That's not too bad. Meteor. DFM. That's probably a keep. Autumn. Gen G. Probably a keep. Bang. Keep. It's probably Kayak, maybe Sop and Bippo I'm getting rid of.
God's fault.
No, they made that abundantly clear.
But in terms of the defense, the big thing that I thought they couldn't stop at all were those B pops. Now, Furia might be reading into that, expecting MIBR to have overcorrected on the B side of the map. They do have 3 players and the Cypher utility there. Furia gathered up outside A, hoping that they can use the conditioning of a previous match, perhaps, to allow themselves an easier opening in this attack half.
I mean, not guaranteed,
for MIBR.
but it is a rough game.
Quick sprint.
An easy game.
And then slowing it down once more.
Why did I ask about the 60 kills? I was just wondering what the highest was, to be honest. In terms of, like, what was the most one-sided game in terms of just kill to
be fired off.
Plus 60 is pretty fucking extreme.
HP. Cove, though, gives Basic the possibility now of that safe plant. Molly's a little bit too late there. Base is going to be left as this insert. High Tide whips its way through and trying to take a timing straight through it. I mean, with the High
Good
Tide
trade
there,
from Basic,
slowed
though.
it down to a crawl still. Weaving in and out. That's going to be dissipating as the Cove is broken. Basic trying to find his ones and at least trying to find a fair fight.
Three off site against the Cove using double shocks and a molly.
They're going to molly. It is bounced off. At least one of the players, Shy, has found one target with Tex being taken out. With the Cove obliterated, dissipating. Comes down to the raw aim now. Open sight line, shot that. Sailing Mazzino! Puts his life on the line here. It's half earned at least. Aspas a tap. Looking for it, but just a sliding glide to the side. It's really just Artin toying with his former teammate. And Com puts one to the dome as that final moment here. Pissed around for Furia.
Well, classic Com
Nice
cringe.
idea. Deliberately buying full utility there, Com, in order to be able to have those 2 shock darts to play with in the post plan. And also a very passive positioning from Artin just to save the fragment grenade. The Cove gets completely wasted because there's a nade on it the whole time. And it allows Furia to play passive post plans, which they've wanted to do all day. Shaw is very happy that that pistol round game plan worked.
Yeah. It's a big one here for Furia. Puts him off to a very strong start.
Zekken's going to greed for the orb over towards B. That's nice. Furia are normally going to be a little bit passive at the start of this
just
round.
a little wait and see. Map 3 sunset. I mean, I'm not staying for map 3.
MIBR will have specifically focused on this half in the VOD review of their game against NRG. They've permabanned Summit, so they don't even, I don't think they'll have even VOD reviewed that, man. No. I think they'll have just gone, well,
just left it on the back burner.
Messed up the veto there, didn't we?
Yeah. They have to have put focus on Breeze.
This will have been the big side that they've been thinking about all week.
And we're going to need to see a few more reps, I think, when they've got guns in their hands to make a bit of a conclusion on it.
They've got the stack in the right place.
Yeah, it's an eco.
On Haven, they always had Shy to bail them out at spots like this. With a
with a knife, they don't want anything to do with it. That is one too many.
It's noisy. Zekken wants a piece of it.
38 seconds. You can't really rotate. Zekken gets a confirmation that they are sticking around, so that is will be pulling these MIBR players back. It's still dangerous.
30 seconds left.
But at least they got one for free by doing that.
Furia. Smoke fades though. There's a sightline for you. Rapid fire with the Sheriff's not enough to get the job done there. Updraft and away. Tex. Spot shots fired off with that classic. Damage done here. Surely the rifle's going to be earning them a little bit of respite from this moment, and yet.
Like it is still Breeze.
Gets it done in the end. It was a little bit precarious.
Basics one away from having Harbor online though. That's a snowball ultimate that they could use. This is our first test of MIBR with rifles online. And they're up against a pretty dangerous bonus from Furia. Koalanoob's not going to have too much of a gun to work with, but the fact that Basic can play for an ult orb and then they've got this massive site exec ult, or even a post plant ult if MIBR decide to drop too far back. This is where I'd be thinking about B.
Yeah.
Look at Verno's positioning. What is he up to back there? Holding a recon?
Yeah, maybe. Or a shock down in case there's a drone that's sent over there. Somebody cancel it out.
Yeah, maybe. He's got no shocks.
Oh, never mind.
Did he use them already? No, I don't think so. I don't think he bought them.
That was my theory.
Sorry.
Busted immediately by my co-caster having eyes.
He's holding a recon.
He's holding
this is a punish for the B orb, maybe?
Yeah, okay.
Or just for the B exec?
Shock dart. Intended potentially for the trip that might be placed there.
Walking in through.
Holding, and now he's going to be revealed. Nades. It's good pathing. Even defended up towards that tunnel angle. The squeeze is being placed, but Fury are the ones falling in the midst of all of it. There's no backup. There's no getting away from it. That's in. Trying to retreat back. Made to pay as a result.
It was a hard read in this round that MIBR thought Fury were coming B. They were right, and they've encircled them.
They haven't dealt with Verno up towards the back here. Plant down. Flash is good. Zekken. Stepping forwards though, it's good by Shy, at least asserts himself, dominates control over towards the B angle, and with the orb down, it gives him a bit of breathing room.
That's too early though. You've got to wait until Mazzino coves it.
Oh, but plenty more fuel as well to make another go of things. That drone is everything, honestly, with the tag, and now there's the Cove. Popped off, needs to be bursted down by the counter spam. Immaculate stuff, really. Verno's just defended nicely. In a spot like this.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough against the Harbor. The Harbor value at the end of these rounds is coming in big.
Great read from MIBR. Fury are deciding to go on their bonus round into the slightly weaker site. based on the previous VODs that we've seen. Verno was holding a very specific recon for ages, and then when the actual site hit came through, just kind of had to wing it, but it worked anyway. Trip setup, recon setup. Lots of things for Fury to have to navigate. I'm wondering if that was specifically supposed to catch the jet when they dash updraft into a cloudburst. Maybe we'll see it again. Verno's in the same or similar spot again.
Just holding for the fast play, I think.
Yeah, here we go.
But it does put him in a
Big
really
round.
passive position. See how Fury adapts to this. Listen to their comms.
I just got one taps. He's on site.
Just harbor, just harbor. I think going, let me put the ace play pressure and then just go A, to be honest, with my ult.
Yeah. I will I'm gonna smoke. Call me the smoke.
Yeah, just go towards A main, get a little closer so we can pump faster.
Yeah, they might over rotate. Surface is probably on cam.
We're above.
Yeah.
Deploying drone.
Hold here. Phoenix. Back.
Got three.
Phoenix is
That's
no
Phoenix
flasher.
Harbor. Phoenix Harbor.
Yeah.
At least.
Ready here?
Phoenix is gonna jiggle this, so he ran back.
Levanta a parede.
Yeah, let's get ready to go.
Just pick up.
Wait. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Just go through.
I'm gonna flash right. 3, 2, 1.
Careful flashes, boys. Phoenix is here.
Oh, I can't.
I'm ulting left, I'm ulting left.
One mid side, one mid side.
I am backside.
Art has a timing, pineapple. Nice.
Nice, guys.
Would you?
Not inside, I think. Yeah, looks like retake, boys.
Not inside. One down.
Guys, make a plan. Basic has ult.
I'm playing.
He's running C2. I have a smoke. Can you shot a bomb?
Neon's in the left corner flank.
Vamos lá.
Here, come, I'm gonna jump. One deep, 40.
Sai. 40 on side.
You have harbor.
Volta direita, a gente vai direita. One flank, careful flank.
Last player standing.
Free bullet. Valeu.
Nice try.
So slow to come up with a plan, man. Just fucking kill him.
Ooh. Ardazine coming in there with a little bit of negativity towards the end.
What did he say?
Yo, we can't keep losing rounds like this, guys.
Ooh. Ardazine coming in there with a little bit of negativity towards the end. Com was driving a lot of the, what I would consider to be like the IGL role during that mid-round. One of the calls, I think it was him that made it though, got ignored, and that was create a plan that Basic has ult. So he's not one of the more aggro-positioned players. He's dealing with this flank pressure, but he calls to the rest of the team, come up with a game plan to utilize Basic's ult to throw off MIBR's retake. And Furia don't do that. They listen to the comm, but they don't internalize it. They don't actually do the thing that he's looking for them to do. And it falls to pieces. It's also one of those rounds that you'll get from Com where he uses his utility as fake pressure. Com is one of those Sova players more than anyone who uses his drone in the opposite direction of the way the team's going. And here's that B-pop.
Yep.
Verno's not here this time, though.
That's what they were anticipating, I think. The dart barely dealt with in time here. Aspa's still going to be revealed as a position. The Hunter's Fury anything to relieve it with the pressure. Verno at least collecting that kill. Forwards though with a Cove active. That is snappy stuff. All the way forwards. This guy relentless. And Zekin straight there with it. The runner back. At least fades away. It's a nice little fadeaway shot. It's all Basic's going to be given though. Dancing revealed, and that wall will not do a lot to stop those bullets.
Coming back in on the flood. Really potent.
I mean, they look...
MIBR. Weaker weaponry.
I don't understand, man.
That's one of those
That
rounds
Furia listening
they
has
would have
just
struggled a
completely
little bit
killed
with in
all
the game
confidence
against
I have in
NRG.
that team.
Though, to be honest,
That's
NRG
crazy.
had full eco the entire time. They just ran away with that half. So this is a slightly easier version of it. But they're still coordinated together. Aspas and Zekin diving in there.
Yeah, good coordination at the same time.
Panic button being hit.
Okay. It has to be the case.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
dog shit. Man. Happened to Vibes FC. Fury had such good vibes, it feel like. They were such a feel-good story in kickoff. Remember that? Remember the good times? But I mean, Furia, bro. You want a little solution? It's called this little guy right here. Try this thing again. Try this thing and smile. Problem is, you brought in a non-fucking duelist player. You know what you should bring back? This guy. You know what he can play? Waylay.
He's not going to do it this round, but if he's going to more often than he would otherwise be standing on B looking to anchor it, then
The
there
addition
should
of
be
the
a gamble
comms
towards
listening
tunnel or
is
nest or
legit.
double doors.
By far the best thing the broadcast, I think, has done.
It's about finding that.
timeout was taken for this one. Furia. They got the guns. Let's see what they do with them.
It's a huge swap up of the defensive setup from MIBR.
Trying to get ahead of any adjustments made.
It's also a very anti-KO ult setup. So all of the Cypher util is going over towards to help the A players, but then you keep the strong side in terms of the numbers on B. And Ardzine, if he rips the ult here, is not going to take out the Cypher util. That's going to be a nasty surprise.
No, definitely will be. It's being called for now. Drone
setup.
Forwards, clears up towards A main. Xeno holding, util, primed, waiting. Now the high tide's going to be sent flying forwards.
They don't even use it.
Barely the barrel spoken out. That's all Mazino needs to work with. Dart towards the back does at least.
Bro know how to use an ult.
Dealt with here. Reckoning does place a nasty looking wall. It calls for the cancel.
Bro's ult's
fake
button
pressured. It's the game. The aim of it for Furia, but no, this time the Spike going to be joining them. Or not.
Yeah, still trying to figure out what they want to do with it. They faked
Off a
the
timeout
A split
as well.
last time. So in Com's head, maybe he's thinking, let's go for the real A split. And I am giving Com the credit. Oh, here he goes. He's had his head taken off.
Yep. Nasty work.
But every time we listen to the communications, it's been Com doing the mid-round. And this is tough, though, in a 3v5.
Really is. With Aspas' deep position into B main, it allows the heavy stack of players from MIBR. Actually, 4 players now realizing this is going to A, guys. I mean, the call has been made. It's up to Furia to see if you can find anything through with it.
10 seconds.
Other side of the timeout, time pressure mounting now. 10 seconds, barely there to dodge, just to reveal.
Well, our team's actually just playing for his own kills.
Position accounted for. Artzin, he's not long for the world in a spot like that. 11 rounds now for MIBR, and it needed to be that turnaround. Furia just can't get it going.
That one never even began to get going.
No.
There was no point in that round where it felt like Furia had a great opportunity. Even if you just looked at the setup of the defense.
Team had the best vibe from the comms I heard. Well, Paper X don't give a fuck. So they're just vibing the whole time because they literally don't care. But they don't need to because they're already in champs.
Oh, shouldn't laugh.
No, but I did.
Beside them, you had good vibes.
Difficult job, that. Difficult job. That's coming out of attack timeout as well.
Yeah, they don't hire me for my composure.
Cypher swapping the setup.
I mean, it's tough
setup
because
is now on B. He's playing A. It's the
so
same
if they don't
idea,
speak
though.
English, it's tough to
Anti-KO
tell a
setup,
bit.
but this time strong side A. And they've read him like a book again.
Yep.
Lev?
Shock at least to preempt.
No, not Vitality.
We're over here, but the high tides
Vitality are like confused. They don't have, not the Vitality have bad vibes, just that Vitality have confused vibes.
Santa's ground. Storm Surge though is good to blind these players up alongside the Dart.
Thank God we used all this
round.
round.
And Tex weakened from the prior engagement. Cleaned up by Basic. Able to slip all the way through. That is a blind shot. One section of the box, and Verno been unlucky for it.
BBL's vibes are just like
a re-swing, and there it is, straight through main.
Just hectic. G2 was saying hot dog again. That was a good sign.
Aspas though brings it into that 1v3. He's barely alive. 53 HP.
Shouldn't be feasible, really.
No. And is incredibly patiently. Let's see if he can pull Furia, keep them onto the site. It's Shida eventually.
I think we know someone with some bad vibes.
Well, this round, being able to get Artzine back up on his feet because he popped the null command, and then Com's spam kill.
I heard from a reliable source that there are some players who come more and try to take over. Okay, now don't ruin Elevator's message. I can read it. I heard from a reliable source that there are some players who come more and try to take over the IGLing a bit when the team is told that the comms are being listened to.
It is an important one for Furia to put on the board.
Just try and win the game.
But it also
try
means
that.
that Tex can go back to his normal setup.
Well, they're trying to fucking appease the fans.
Now. Towards B. And Aspas picks up the ult.
Like MIBR on the comms, so Dictator, oh sorry, let's take a GE game. Dictator Patman is like, oh, they're listening to the comms. I must order the team around.
Artzine starts running backwards. He wants no piece of that push.
Sleepy Javi doesn't get to come whilst the people listen.
To see if he can clear it up.
I'm thinking about Verno here. This smoke's about to go.
Whoa. Dangerous timing. Barely out alive. Storm Surge though, surely blinding these players up the molly now.
Oh, that's
the extra element. They're getting cooked, man. They're getting cooked. Placed into a blender.
Oh, Jesus.
And all that decision making here crunched at a moment's notice. Good luck, Com.
Eyes being turned.
How are the Pacific vibes?
Attention being pulled.
Honestly, probably not that bad.
In multiple directions. They knew that the duelist double push had happened through elbow. They were just too
Bren
slow
was
to be
doing
able
a
to
little
get
bar
through in a different
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
Verno pulls their eyes towards him. They think he's out of position. He's like a tasty little worm on the end of a hook. But the hook's got barbs.
Yeah.
And Aspas is so fast behind them.
There's that immediate reaction, right? That's it with the util. Just put the squeeze on.
God, the molly is so good there as well.
This is a nice spot.
12 rounds here for
Okay.
MIBR. One more will
Let's end
do
this
it.
MIBR.
Aspas, you're going to get your time to shine here.
Is there a one-way smoke?
Why did they win? Because they
Falling
forced.
Needs to be the case. Glide to the side there. Shot going wide. Kuala Noob. Lucky. Breathing a sigh of relief with this one. Now there's going to be ult expended. Reckoning rolls
I
forward.
mean, this B-exec didn't really work last time.
Tripped up, tagged up. Tied up there by the trips. Aspas that capitalizes. Con with this ult. Hunter's Fury, anything to lead his team in victory and beyond. It's a 4v4, and that flank is caught for Zekken. Is instantly on the line, but he's going to be cleaned up because of it. Aim wasn't right.
They know that it's a race right now. Shy might have a chance to win the round.
Oh, they're going to double back though. He can
Cut off
hear
Mazzino.
them.
Shy's heard it. Footsteps.
They go back. Problem is, there might be still someone there. They're going to come mid. They're holding mid.
But Shy gave them all the information.
Calling for it. Mazzino's going to be cleaned
Crazy.
up.
Yeah, now they can pivot back to B if they wanted to. They've heard footsteps. The great eastern migration of Aspas and Verno.
MIBR win this map.
Shy's
All
given them the
America's games
information
will
they
have been
needed to be able
2-0.
to win this round.
Very controlled round by Fury.
I think it might even be one where MIBR just looked to save.
Yeah, they're already miles away from where it's going to be ending.
30 seconds left.
I think up
That's
until
tough.
Zekken died on the flank, though, I was pretty happy with how MIBR played. If they're the team that we're going to be looking
I
at
guarantee
under a
loud. Don't
serious
fucking
lens
blame me,
because
bro.
Their defense was so poor in the match against NRG. Verno's playing much closer to B than I remember him playing in the
Mickey
past.
Mouse region?
So he still had, even though he wasn't anchoring the B site, he still had his recon to be able to
half
throw
of it.
that stopped anyone
Hey,
getting
look,
in
saving
behind
when you're on
Kuala
12
Noob.
is good.
So once they pick off Kuala Noob, then that stifles
Whilst
the
it's
push.
late, let me just explain the TMV
And it's just Zekken getting
eco
caught on the flank that
strats.
suddenly opens up this passageway for them to rotate.
When you get to
on.
12,
Otherwise, the actual anchoring
the
job has
eco
been
mostly becomes a
much more
one-player
successful
game.
from MIBR.
Yeah.
Because for the game to continue, they must
Only
win
now
rounds.
3 chances to
Therefore,
close
they
it
will
out.
always get 3,000
Close
credits.
with it,
Plus, if they're on
Fury,
attack,
they
they'll
will
probably plant the
run with
spike
the
if they're winning
chance.
rounds. So they're minimum getting 3,300 credits.
They are desperate.
So if they ever have anyone
For a match
alive,
winning
basically
stage
they'll
two so
always
far,
be able to
0-2.
buy.
We've been talking about
Therefore,
The match matters
when you
more
get
for
to
Fury.
12,
does.
stick down
For
defense side.
MIBR, their
Should
chances of
save
getting into
more
champs through
because
champs
only
points
your eco
are
matters.
very low, really low. They would have to hope that Furia and 100 Thieves both do badly, and 100 Thieves don't seem like they are at all. And they'd have to come in 3rd place, and you know other teams would have to.
45 little win right there. We take those.
Other
Gotta be
teams would
honest.
have to fall over. I mean, essentially, MIBR just
I'd
need
love to
to
great
do
there.
well and make the grand finals. That to me is how they're going to be able to make it to champs. For Furia, they actually can make it on champs points. So these matches matter so much.
Every single win.
And they keep slipping away from them.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, they've had a pretty brutal schedule, to be honest. They played NRG
Strength in
11
terms of
and
the strength of schedule.
okay, a
At least
pretty
for the
bad
matches
MIBR.
the Fury have
you
had
know.
to contest.
The first two are genuinely pretty
This
tough
is
games.
meant to be fake pressure, but it
Artsin's
has
walking out.
insert Artsin. He's in there. Off the back of all of it, trying to make a play, but he's
I think RT has lost his
double
mind.
initiators, really, and Aspas was
think
not
he's
pulled off the
actually
line
just
as a
tilted.
result of it. He's going to get his kill.
They've just got the wrong read about how MIBR are playing, and now this is a great opportunity for MIBR to close it out.
It's a pick committed. Spills out through main.
Doesn't even really let you
Pull the
walk out bricks.
They
attention.
need to do that.
Yeah, forces the issue here with Tex that deep push. Suddenly, 2-player
Up
advantage.
12-0
Down to just
should have
one
saved
now.
for 4v5.
Zekken doesn't
I
want to
mean,
go for that.
12-0, you got enough rounds to
Vertical
play with.
rotate, pushing
If
out.
it's 12,
Tex went for it though.
Starting just barely missing the mark. Aspas
oh,
seeing that
no,
rotation
it's
over
not
towards B.
awful. It depends on the 45. You're on the other side of the map.
Tremendous amount of
completely, don't
stress
you?
now. The pressure on his side of the site. Dart's going to be sidestep now. It's a cheeky angle. Players low on HP. Com went down to just a single bullet. The Util are flying forwards. Verno! Man, it's not. And he's kills. The shot's just going wide shy. He's going to do it from a spot like this, but beam down from the side. MIBR with that third.
Okay. Well, MIBR win. Dollar Bill, why is people stopping right at the end of the stream? Dollar Bill, thanks for 13 months.
13 months with my favorite Enzo Fernandez sympathizer.
I think Enzo Fernandez, if Enzo Fernandez was a regular chatter, I reckon he might get banned. He was in my FPL team last year. No, like, even if you didn't know it was him, you didn't know it was Enzo Fernandez, I think he just would get banned. Okay, GG's. I'm going to bed. Good night.